The Opie and Anthony Show on XM 202, featuring Opie, Anthony, and James Norton.
Push the button! Can you hear me?
No! Shut up!
Opie and Anthony!
We're so excited to be back. Rabid radio retards.
Wow, we're dummies.
We're the only radio show that makes you want to hate us.
We've been known to get our faces in the news. We're perverts. Stupid. We stink.
We just love doing radio. This is a weird show.
No one puts asses in the seat like Greg and Tony.
Opie,
I love the hitting and the fighting.
Anthony,
I'm a terrorist looking for other terrorists.
James,
I'm a speechless, worthless nothing. We all know that. I love women. I'm a slump fat pig.
and a crew of misfits.
Hurricane Ben!
Ben looks like a tall baby with hair like Chucky.
Martini Steve!
Steve is a piece of garbage. Perfectly enunciating boobs that we paint him out to be.
Right.
E-Rock!
Well, please, going through a car wash with his mouth open.
I bring nothing to the table. I don't care. Shut up.
No. What's wrong, Aaron?
My crotch is burning so bad. Sit down and put on your laughing hats.
Just relax. Here comes the funny. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony.
Shut up!
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Hi. Dylan.
Hi.
Now we're going to do something extremely fun. Now we're having fun.
Good morning!
Wham.
And welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. What's up, Dallas?
Hi, Dallas.
What's going on, Dallas?
Didn't you say a special hello to Dallas yesterday?
Yesterday was West Palm Beach.
Oh, today's Dallas.
The reason we say hi to Dallas today is because there was a huge basketball game last night. And Dallas beat San Antonio. And
By a touchdown?
And we're not syndicated to San Antonio, so they could go screw.
Ooh.
Mavs all the way, baby.
From what I'm reading, who knows where we'll be?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Who knows?
Yeah, but we're not being heard there yet.
Not yet,
So who cares? Dallas over San Antonio last night in overtime, 119 to 111. The Mavs win the series. Congratulations to all the Mav fans out there listening to the Opie and Anthony Show this morning. What's wrong, Jimmy?
Whoever gives us our papers, like little things in the morning, throw them out when we're done with them. Like if they're given, I have the 22nd, Croupier busted in Hadley's kidnap murder, and then today, Aruba suspect set free.
Yeah.
Which means the first one can probably go.
Yeah, you get both stories.
And McGreevy Gay Road Thrill, we did that one already.
Well, the McGreevy story gets better and better.
Hotter and hotter, you mean?
I got Lindbergh baby kidnapped, and I don't have the second page. What happened?
What happened? I need the end of the
They
story.
found the kid. He was misbehaving somewhere.
Hey, Brad in Cincinnati, what do you have for the show today?
I just want to wish a happy birthday to Opie.
Oh, wow, right off the bat.
Yeah.
Since he knows.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you. Yes, it's my birthday today, and I expect lots and lots of gifts.
Brad.
Lots and lots of gifts today.
We have the same birthday?
Jimmy, let me have one birthday
Can
day.
someone have a special day without it being Jimmy?
But it's my birthday.
Every day you say it's your birthday when it is indeed not. You've stopped the bit for a while, but now you don't bring it back on a day it's really someone's special day.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to have Jimmy Day in the very near future.
People must have taken away all of your special days when you were a kid. Like on your birthday when it was supposed to be your day, did you come out like Peter Brady hoping that it was going to be like a big, hey, like run in and hear surprise and then nothing?
No.
No?
No?
You act like that.
No.
Yes.
Well, it's my birthday today.
It's Opie's special day.
And so much for the thing I wanted to do. I wanted to take off my birthday for the rest of my radio career.
Yeah, I remember that.
But
were
we
doing
started
that
this
for a while.
this crazy gig where we're doing terrestrial radio and satellite radio, and it's too early in the game to take days off.
For some reason, only certain people were able to take days off very early in their tenure here. Boozy bop.
Zitty bop.
What was it, like 2 weeks in? I need a vacation. Oozy boozy. Yeah, no days off, no nothing.
No.
Like, we definitely would have been taking Friday and Monday off for Memorial Day.
Yes.
And I'm getting all kinds of questions from people, I wanted to do things, have plans. And I'm like, nah, we're taking Monday because I think it's the law. I think the only holidays we're getting off for a while are the ones where you get arrested if you don't take them off.
Well, and the other stations that we're on, they want to do like the Firecracker 500.
Firecracker 500. We're going to be counting down the top 500 songs as voted by you during the year.
And you as a listener, we want you to be surprised when number one is Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin.
Is it going to be Stairway this year?
Well, maybe we'll trick you and make Won't Get Fooled Again number one. And Stairway to Heaven number two.
That's going to be the whole weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday.
Tuesday, Monday, Friday.
Go get in your exploding car.
Stupid Apollonia.
Bad-breasted woman.
Anyway, we have Dennis Leary coming in today and Lenny Clark and a bunch of the cast members from Rescue Me.
Yes.
That's a little later this morning. But right off the bat, we got to go after this dumb article that Pete Fornatale wrote. He's a New York jock.
A New York radio legend.
He wrote the stupidest article in the paper yesterday, and we didn't have enough time to get into it.
This is the ramblings of an aging hippie, if I may use the word hippie for the first time in 30 years. I think I'm the first person to use it in 30 years. It's been retired, and I'm bringing it back. He wrote this article for the New York Daily News. It's called Radio Filth Starts in Corporate Suites. Man! And then he talks about the star situation, I gather, right from this first paragraph. So another foul-mouthed, miscreant, misogynist makes headlines for spewing venom over the public airwaves. What else is new? Most of these lowlifes get away with it by hiding behind the First Amendment, and the rare few who get public wrist slappings just lay low for a while, only to return more obscenely rewarded than before. Lay low for a while? How many years? We did real hard time, and I know you're alluding to us.
Why
Lay
not?
low for a while, only to return more obscenely rewarded than before. What's the matter, Pete? 40 years in the business, and you can't eke out a couple of grand per gig?
We did do hard time, by the way.
Hard time in radio prison. We were in radio prison. Not as bad as the getting effed prison. We understand that. But in radio terms, when it's all relative, radio prison, hard time. We did hard time. We did like a murder rap in radio prison.
We did almost 2.5 years.
Some jocks do assault raps, like it's the equivalent of just assaulting someone. Some white-collar crime, and they do it in a resort. We did hard time in a hard time radio prison.
You know that Anthony and I have been doing radio for 12 years together, and actual radio time, 9 years?
9 years. 12 years radio together, 9 years on the air.
We've already done close to 3 years of radio jail.
And I'm sure if you really counted up suspensions and other things.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that it's even less.
I figured it all out. We're around 3 years. We had to sit out because of our shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
But there's Pete Fornatale.
Guys like this
And
don't
he
know what
didn't
it's like.
and he didn't have
No.
the balls to mention us by name, but continue.
No, but I mean, most of the story is about, I think he wrote this because of the star situation, being fired for what he said, and us coming back to the FM airwaves. So he continues, but as repugnant as they are, these morally bankrupt millionaires can't be held solely responsible for taking the money and running off at the mouth in, what are they called? Brackets?
Oh, parentheses.
Parentheses? No, that's not parentheses.
They're not parentheses.
The parenthesis.
Oh, I was thinking quotation marks.
The
Yeah.
parenthesis.
Taking money and running and then off at the mouth. The lion's share of blame must be placed at the feet of the broadcast industry itself. I say to you, shut up. And then he babbles about a comic that he saw in the paper. And then it says, here's the problem. Unregulated, uncontrolled radio makes so much money doing its worst that it simply can't afford to do its best, man. This is the mindset of someone like Pete and the very few jocks like this that are left on the airwaves. They're waxing fantastic about ye olden days when they used to have the freedom and all the stations were owned by a different person, and there were the upsides and perks to that for sure. But it's a different day and age, my friend. And as the public is complicit, in the face of these trends, too many of us have turned down the volume on our own voices, settling for a kind of radio that for the most part replicates the industry view of what should be. It doesn't help that the FCC continues to be populated primarily by appointees sympathetic to the broadcast industry and often employed by the broadcasting industry when they step down. Conflict of interest, anyone? Hey, jackass, have you noticed it's getting a little rough to do the type of radio that you hate? The type of radio that gets all the ratings?
I've had enough of these old-time jocks. On XM, on Channel 6, they have Wolfman Jack. I listen to him sometimes.
He's dead, you know.
He is dead, and he should be. That show stunk. We got a show coming out. Yeah, do you?
We're going to be talking it. Oh, shut up.
It was awful.
XM is very happy that they got Wolfman Jack.
If you like
Did
Wolfman
he sign
Jack,
the contract?
you'll love it.
They actually, the Wolfman Jack estate,
Did they dig up his hand and take a bone and put a pen in it?
they sold all his old air checks to XM, and now they throw him on the air like he's still doing it.
That's amazing.
The guy's been dead for a long time, but if you go to XM, there's a 60s channel.
He lives.
Wolfman Jack lives,
He's
yes.
giving real-time traffic reports. I don't know how they got those.
Right.
So he's saying the FCC is going right along with this. And I think part of it is the deregulation that he's talking about, how the FCC allowed so many stations to just conglomerate and companies like, CBS and Clear Channel and whatnot buy up a bunch of these stations. And he doesn't like it, man. Rampant deregulation has created this mess, and only re-regulation can get us out of it. Hop in your time machine, Pete, and go back in time, and then because it's the only way it's going to work. It's the way things work in this country. It's capitalism. It's happened with every industry in this country, whether it's good or bad. I'm not even going to argue that. It's just the way it works. It's the way it is. If you can make more money taking your local lumber yards and hardware stores and putting them all in a home center, they're going to do that. It's more convenient for people. Do people go to the corner hardware store anymore?
No, and you know why we don't? Because you can get it cheaper at Walmart because they have slave labor, which I'm all for.
And we complain about the retards that work there, how hard it is, how you don't get personalized service anymore. But the bottom line is people want more for less. Whether you're the consumer wanting more product for less money, or you're the conglomerate that wants more money for less product that they're putting out.
What he fails to mention, the public controls what you hear.
Yes.
On the airwaves.
Radio.
He really wants it to go back to boring jocks, segging records, making believe that they're really important because they're segging records.
Yep.
I never got that. I'm a student of radio. I never got that. When we first moved to New York and went to WNEW, these guys would walk around like their you-know-what didn't stink. Because
their feet, Opie, just say it.
Because they segged records.
Yeah.
And I try to understand. I'm like, all right, sure, there was a time maybe it was cool that you picked out your own music and you try to get some kind of theme going. Man. But that is boring.
And it's a thing of the past.
And that's why it's not around anymore. And most people realize that it's boring and it means nothing.
People used to watch
over the song.
Pete Fornatello has been in radio for 40 years. Who cares? No one's going to care.
People used to watch Leave It to Beaver, and that was entertaining television. It's times change. People change. The things that entertain people change.
I don't even know what he accomplished with his career, to be honest with you. Did he have the ultimate seg from like Led Zeppelin into a Steely Dan record
that
he plays over and over again at home?
And he's talking about
on his highlight reel.
Re-regulation. It's amazing how, like, a lot of these hippies, the ones that complain about the government are the ones that want more regulation for business tonight. And believe me, I think most big business stinks. But they're screaming about, the government and the bureaucrats, and yet they want more regulation. It's like,
more regulation.
What do you want, stupid?
Because they're not coming after him. Because he's doing something that really no one's paying attention to. No one cares about it. we're doing stuff, and a lot of other people are doing stuff that people care about, whether they care about it, they like it and enjoy it, or they care about it that, oh, my God, this is so offensive to me, I want to throw it off the air. But it's getting an emotion. It's conjuring up something in them. Pete, you're irrelevant. You're irrelevant. No one cares. That's why the government isn't concerned with you. He wants some type of re-regulation so he feels that would make him relevant again. Like the mom and pops can buy up the stations again when the government rips them away from the corporations. And once again, he can be, hey, man, I don't have a playlist and I'm going to play this, that. It ain't going to happen.
I love this in the article. Consider this. At this writing, New York City, the supposed broadcasting capital of the world, does not have a full-time country, jazz, or oldies radio station. That's serving the public?
Yeah.
There was a time they had a country station, a jazz station, and an oldies station. Guess what? No one was listening.
They weren't listening. If these stations
if people
got
were listening
ratings,
to these stations, they'd still be around. He doesn't get that.
Radio's an interesting business where the product that is put out is rated by the people. And the things that do well stay. The things that don't do well go.
They'd love to get a country station going in New York. They would love to have one because there are none. But no one listens to country.
How about
New York, anyway?
How about the people on the New York radio message board that argue for a standard station? Why doesn't New York have a standard station where they play like... What's an example of a standard song, Opie? Isn't it like old Torch songs and it's homosexual music.
Put on a happy face.
Gray skies are gonna clear up.
Put on a happy face.
Put on a happy face.
Who listens to that?
Spread sunshine all over the place and put on a happy face. 0.3 in the ratings.
Hey, let's say hi to Candyman. The Candyman can.
Hi, Candyman.
What's up, Candyman?
Not much. Good morning, boys. Happy birthday. You guys are totally missing his point why he wants to go back to the old...
The point's on his head. What?
The old record producers and stuff would come around, give him albums, he'd get his free drugs again.
Yeah, that was like a big thing back then. Payola was giant. You'd get your record played for a little bit of cocaine. That was always a favorite amongst the jocks. Give me a couple of toots over here on the console. I'll play your record.
You think you were screaming about that back then, though? You got to stop getting the drugs involved in radio, man. No.
Look, man. It's the man. Man.
DJs like P. Fornatel, there's a bunch of them in New York, and I'm sure there's a bunch in your city where you're listening to us from. Yeah, they don't understand. They're just not important anymore. There was a time they were sort of important, but they didn't develop with the times.
Yeah, there was.
You're going to try to say that listening to a jock just play records is more interesting than what we're trying to do here on a daily basis?
Or other people. I'll give it to some other people out there that are doing things. Sean Hannity is one, that he's talking about. If you're interested in politics and what's going on in the world, that would be more interesting to listen to than a jock just spinning records.
I always hate the beginning of a song, so I kind of like when they talk up till the singing starts.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Let's quickly just finish this up. If we aim our fire at one loose cannon like DJ Star, we will fail to see the real problem, an insatiable media conglomerate swallowing up anything with a transmitter pulse in its path. With the implicit blessing of the government organ charged with protecting the public interest. Couple this with a sleeping, yawning, apathetic, politically inactive populace, and you get the exact kind of radio you deserve. Greedy, monopolistic, homogenized, irrelevant, and yes, obscene.
God forbid it's obscene.
Pete Fornatel is a 40-year veteran of New York radio wars. The wars? What, the Clone Wars? What wars is he fighting? 40 years. What year was that?
Who knows?
66?
He stinks.
1966. They were fire hosing black people. That's how relevant this guy is. That's how relevant. He's looking back on those as the good old days. Stop it.
And then the New York radio message board. went off on this article, and they're all agreeing with him.
A few people agreeing, some people disagreeing.
And then some people taking shots at us.
Yeah, and of course we got to come up, and shots have to be taken at us. It's the lowest common denominator and stuff.
Yeah, because that's all we do on this radio show. I love how they take one aspect of this show and just blow it out of proportion.
Yeah.
That's all we do. Every day we're just on the air offending people and shocking people and trying to get in trouble and getting special interest groups to write their letters about this show. That's all we do, right?
That's it.
What bothers
That's the only thing we do on this program.
A lot of these music jocks are being replaced by iPods and stuff like that, and little MP3 players. And talk radio is one of the only things that you can't replace with iPods because it's live and it's in the moment, and that makes them sick that they are being replaced by an iPod.
Even on the air, they're just voice tracking. They go in, make an hourly wage. They go through a 4-hour show in 10 minutes. And that's it.
And no one notices that they're not really there. No one notices.
Here's one by Eddie C. quickly. I guess we got to go to break very shortly. Pete, thanks for communicating what a lot of us in the silent majority are thinking. Ugh. The abrupt dispatching of oldies CBS FM, that was the oldies station here in New York, the return of garbage radio with O&A after desecrating a house of worship, personify what's wrong with our radio as well as our society. While I generally agree in a small government not to get in the way of business, deregulation does not work. One or the other, Pally. Thank God for those hippies spinning Beach Boy records at WFUV. Wild ones they are, please. Thanks for speaking the truth, Pete. Pete.
He had his moment in the sun.
Yeah.
Then he gets to go back to obscurity.
Bye-bye.
And this ass doesn't think we deserve to work again?
Yeah, a lot of people don't think we deserve to work again. We of course made an error in judgment, and it ended our careers for a couple of years. There are guys that make errors in judgment in their jobs, and it costs people's lives, and they still get to work without anybody going, this guy shouldn't work again. But us? Oh, forget about it. Why are they even employed again? Anthony should be back in a 112-degree attic putting in air conditioning. Opie, don't you have bags to carry at the Crescent Club?
In Huntington, sure. You go back to that gig.
Jackass.
See, but if that's all we did with this radio show, we would not be employed again.
No, we wouldn't be back on the air.
We just would not be back on the air. Things have changed.
Pete Fornatale is a boob.
He really stinks.
I believe he can be heard on XM satellite radio.
It just brought back the nightmares when we first came to New York and these jocks were walking around WNEW. I've been here 30 years, man.
You have?
Who are you? Who are you? And they took pride in the fact that they segged records for 30 years. And you know what? These asses were on the air when the revolution started, when radio was changing, when the listeners were starting to get bored and didn't want to hear some jock that might be high just segging records and saying pretty much nothing. They were on the air. They had the chance to fight and try to, save what they accomplished, whatever that was.
And what'd they do?
They just sat there and took it.
It's 5 o'clock. Let's get the lead out. That's what they did. They sat there and took it.
Here's your 5 o'clock traffic jam.
Traffic jam coming up. On WNEW. At least she fought. She fought back. Jesus. Yeah, bring up the point where, gas stations used to have full service, and it meant guys coming up, checking your oil, doing that. Nowadays, it means you don't have to pump your own gas. That's full service.
Not in my world. It's not.
Hardware stores. You have a problem with something, you sit on the phone talking to a computer for 10 minutes trying to get a human being on the line. That's just the way things are. It's the way things have progressed. You know what? Not everyone likes it, but you can't go back. There's no going back in time. Boy, the cars are really throwing out some bad emissions, ruining the air. Horse and buggies, please. Everyone, let's go back to the horse and buggy. It's so going to happen.
It's so easy to write an article 20 years 20 years later after this all took place. What happened when it was all going down? You should have fought then, not now. Now it doesn't matter. You're irrelevant.
Here's an end to one of these posts. The corporations have faces, and those faces are telling their ass staffs not to screw up, or it'll be your ass. I'm sure you and your buddies have been in the business for 40 years, have some great stories of working at stations where you had real freedom, and the owners cared, and the jocks cared, and it was all about serving this public interest. Believe me, it sounds as charming as a Norman Rockwell painting and about as relevant. The bottom line here is times have changed. The way businesses run has changed. That means all business, including your beloved radio, Pete.
Growing up, I hated guys like him. I would never listen to the radio. I hated NEW. They never played what I liked. They played the same crap over and over that I didn't relate to. And they talked that when they talk through a song, I want to bite my radio. Shut your. That's how important they thought they were. That you were tuning in.
Hitting the post.
They're corny babble. It wasn't funny babble.
No.
It wasn't intriguing or edgy babble.
Usually it was time and temp. And then they'd go into the words.
It's gonna be chilly out. Generals gather. Why did you have to talk through the opening?
All right, well, that caught our eye yesterday, and we couldn't get to it. We'll take a break.
Yes, we will.
And we'll get into some things. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. If you got anything for the program, 1-866-313-FREE. That's 1-866-313-FREE. It's the One virus spreading across America.
Learn to play poker with the Opie and Anthony Show.
No. Oh, God.
He spilled my shit.
I'm sorry, sir.
Opie. Now clean it out!
That's right. Be a poker player, just like your father.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Are you happy now, Opie? Are you happy?
Hear what everybody else is talking about.
O&A, uncut and live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
Opie and Anthony, mornings, 6 to 9.
Yeah, this is the One virus spreading across America. Madonna, she's being outrageous again, everybody.
She's so wild, I don't know what to make of her.
Oh, she's dangerous.
Wow.
She kicked off her latest, tour? What's the tour called?
Menopause.
Botox.
On the period.
Oh, Kenny?
Oh, Kenny knows?
It's called Confessions.
Oh, Confessions.
Is there really anything left to confess out of this broad?
Well, on the front page of the New York Post to set this up, there's Madonna. She's being crucified.
Of course she is.
No, she's not.
She's been able to do everything she's wanted to do in her career.
Yeah.
Where's the crucifixion, stupid? Where's your persecution? You're the material mom. They all love you. Everywhere you go. Oh, Madonna's here. They love you. You're not persecuted.
Yeah, where is she not getting in or being persecuted or people turning their heads, ushering their children away?
That stupid crown of thorns, just like Kanye West did on the cover of Rolling Stone. Madonna, what doesn't she was a Kabbalah in this Jewish religion? Hey,
yes.
Hey, Esther, how about a statement about Islam? How about that? You want to attack a religion? How about going after Islam?
You'll never see her do that. Too dangerous.
See any of these faggoty artists criticizing Islam.
Because that's dangerous to them.
That's real danger.
Yeah.
This is fake danger.
This is easy. What are they going to... She's going to get publicity out of it. Because, some Catholics will be mad, protest. She gets some publicity, and then it goes away. It's not like, the Muslims, where they would grab her blonde locks and lop her head off.
What's that music?
You don't like it?
No, it's weird.
I don't like it so long into us talking.
I was just trying to get a little groove going for everybody.
No.
I was trying to sing some records, man. I was feeling it, man.
Opie Fornatel.
I thought I could, say a lot through my music.
I like coming back to music, but it needs to go very quickly.
I disagree, man. I like getting into kind of a groove.
A groove. No groove.
And I'm picking all the music today.
Are ya?
Yeah, man.
I have to write some poetry for my show. One of the best jock performances ever. Clint Eastwood and Play Misty for me.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that again.
Just
soon.
another phony entertainer. Just trying to be like really mock edgy and still going after. And look, the church is the church, but it's still if you're gonna make a statement as an artist about religion, the safest way to go is to, in this day and age, attack Catholicism, because again, Islam is going to be seen as racist. But if you go after Islam, people are going to think that you're politically incorrect and you're racist, and there's going to be a real problem.
Yeah, she wants to be edgy, but she doesn't want the danger factor.
And if she was up there doing some type of a tremendous anti-gay pose, how fast would the gay community be out there screaming about it?
That's her bread and butter, my friend.
Yeah, most of her audience is the gay community.
Bread and butter.
But on the front page of the New York Post, Madonna crucified. There's a picture of her with the crown of thorns, and she's on a cross, but she's not really committing to this. Like, she's standing on a platform in the air, and then her hands are kind of through these loops,
through these stainless steel things. And
I say to Madonna, if you want to be crucified, why don't you just do it?
Do it big. Do it once. Be like Daffy Duck.
Why don't you?
I can only do it once. Where she actually nails herself on a cross.
We'll make a statement about Islam. How about that? How about you put on a burqa, maybe, and you show the look on your face right after the man in the boat gets thrown somewhere. How about that?
You know what?
Like a religious statement.
I'm looking at the full picture. It says she's in a crucifix. Madonna stuns the audience. She stuns the audience at the Los Angeles Forum by appearing in a Christ-like pose upon a mirrored cross.
Were they stunned, really?
They weren't stunned. I wish the whole place would have started laughing at her.
Did they applaud when she came out and go woo-woo and hope she goes into Lucky Star? Or were they stunned?
I can't believe she's doing that.
Yeah.
The Material Girl's got too far. The Material Girls is not the way what I came to see, thank you.
She's crazy.
I don't come to see this type of shocking behavior.
You got to give it to her. She knows how to market herself.
She's a genius, dude. She's a brilliant woman.
It's starting to get really old and ridiculous.
Old?
I mean, just reading this article, it's pretty interesting. Madonna kicked off her latest concert tour by donning a crown of thorns and hanging from a giant mirrored cross. But U.S. Catholic leaders said yesterday the aging pop idol's antics are too pathetic to merit a boycott.
See, they don't even care.
They're too busy with the Da Vinci Code.
How
many people can they go after at one time?
They're spread pretty thin these days.
How many irrelevant things can they complain about at once?
In Sunday night's Confessions tour opener at the Forum, the 47-year-old singer staged a mock crucifixion as she performed the ballad Live to Tell. Prominent Catholics called it offensive, but nothing new for a pop star known for her shock tactics.
Yeah, what was that other one she did years ago?
Justify My Love was considered a problem.
The one with the
sexual.
Papa Don't Preach. No. Oh, yeah, Like a Prayer. That was a big one.
They're pretty
Look
much...
at Ben just blurting out Madonna songs.
Get the videos on your iPod, you little mo.
They're pretty much calling her pathetic and nothing new here to say.
Yeah.
She has become irrelevant in her desire to be provocative. That's a great quote. She's a caricature. What do you expect? When she wasn't hanging from a cross, Madonna strutted her stuff in leather S&M style gear, made a crude joke about President Bush and oral sex, and bashed world leaders in a video montage that included Bush, British Prime Minister Tony Blair, Adolf Hitler, and Osama bin Laden.
Oh, hold on. Whoa, God, I was nodding off during that outrageousness you were telling me there.
Dude, she's dangerous. She went after Bush and Tony Blair in the same show? Oh, my God. And Hitler and bin Laden.
The comparison to Hitler, you never see.
She's
You make a really good point, Jimmy, though. Did you do it?
I think he left out the K.
Oh, really?
I mean, really. Once you reach the C, it's all over anyway, isn't it?
I was just saying, she just really, man, she takes a lot of chances.
But you make a really good point. Like, there was a time that going after the Catholic faith was like, oh, my, I can't believe you're doing it. It's kind of like, whatever at this point. Yeah, she should have went after Islam.
Yeah, why wouldn't you make fun, or at least address it, and not do bin Laden? He's the one Muslim that these dummies can actually make fun of or attack without feeling somehow guilty or racist or frightened. He's like the one that even other Muslims are okay with you attacking. He doesn't, mention al-Zarqawi or, any of the ones that are still causing a problem.
No.
Tony Blair, yeah, we know. The two countries that treat you well, you dummy.
Her 2000...
Is she living over there?
Of course she is, with that cornball husband of hers in awful films.
Her 2005 documentary, I'm Going to Tell You a Secret, featured a man dressed as a cardinal grabbing his crotch.
Wow, stop it.
She did not.
She certainly did, Jimmy.
I don't believe it.
Wild.
She certainly did.
That must be the director's cut.
But she's on the front page of the paper today.
No one's saying she's not a marketing genius, and she also reinvents herself. Every album has a theme, fine. But just stop trying to be edgy with this crap. You're doing this crap under the guise of edginess, and it's just tired.
It's predictable, man.
Yes.
You know, it's very difficult for people when they reach a certain age to be outrageous because their idea of outrageous is not what the youth's idea of outrageous is.
Howard Stern.
Yeah, well,
Howard Stern.
That is definitely an argument there for that one. I mean, there's accessibility to so much things that are outrageous out there. You used to, you would never be able to watch an actual murder, ever. Now on the internet, boom, there you go. You watch beheadings. You want to see sex? You want to see any type of sex you can imagine? It's out there. So you're not really freaking people out.
Yeah, how about a little play on that? If you want to talk about the way religion is behaving, how about that? How about you reenact the Margaret Hassan murder? That woman over there in Iraq who was, who spent all those years helping people. And
right.
When al-Zarqawi and them got a hold of her, they shot her. And she had done nothing but help the Iraqi people. She was not a government employee. She had done nothing but help those people.
Yeah, you won't
How
hear
about
any of
that? How about making a statement about the way the religious fanatics in Islam, at least, treat women? How about a statement about that? No.
Let's see that.
No, but she'll dress as a nun.
Someone, let's ask this question today. Why is she being crucified?
How?
Why is she being crucified? Like, what does this symbolize?
Yeah, what is she trying to put across here? A cross.
As she stands on a platform on a cross.
Yeah, very comfortable, I'm sure.
And then there's
safe.
And she's getting older now, so there's guardrails on the side. You know when you go into an old person's bathroom and they got those like guardrails? She's actually got that on the side.
She's holding on to those, it looks like.
She's got that on the side of the, whatever.
We used to call those grunting rails. Whenever you were able to get into one of those, grunting rails. They'd help out, believe me.
All right, let's say hi to Tony in Brooklyn. Tony, what's up?
Tony in Brooklyn.
Hey, what's up, boys? I think the edgiest thing that she ever did was tear up Joey Buttafuoco's picture on Saturday Night Live. That was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, little
What's it up?
parody there.
She's had a great career, but I don't know. I think she's kind of jumping the shark.
Yeah.
With this picture that's in the paper today.
This stunt.
And I'm not saying, by the way, like, I'm not defending Christianity, saying it shouldn't be made fun of. It should be made fun of at every turn, but just at least try to be balanced. If you
spread it out a little bit.
Edgy.
Right.
This is going to backfire on her. You watch. People are going to be goofing on her for doing this. You watch.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, moving on to other things. Everyone's talking about Barbaro.
Oh, is it Barbaro? Barbaro? How do you pronounce that stupid horse's name?
It's Barbaro. America loves Barbaro, and they're hoping that the horse is going to survive.
It'll be okay.
I say the horse dies by the end of the week.
Oh,
Dead.
You see what they did? They put all kinds of screws in its leg.
20-some-odd screws, right?
Yeah.
They're saying this is one of the worst horse injuries they've ever seen as far as these race horses go.
Really?
And someone help me out, man. I was telling Anthony before the show that there was a horse that had something very similar happen to when we were growing up, late 70s-ish, maybe early 80s. And the horse broke his leg in a big race. And I vaguely remember that they actually ran out onto the track with a shotgun and pretty much killed the horse in front of everybody.
Shot it.
To put the horse out of its misery.
Because they're in pain.
Is this some dumb dream, or I know it's based on reality, but I don't remember the story, completely.
I don't either, but they used to do that. They would shoot it. Then they went to drugs. And now I guess they just haul them into a trailer.
Hold on a second. Eric in Jersey. Eric, what's up?
Yeah. Anthony, that was the worst joke I've ever heard.
What did I say?
The across joke?
Oh, I didn't mean it.
It was actually just an incidental
It just slipped down. I realized after I said it.
Why am I explaining as
Thank
you're
you,
explaining?
Jimmy.
But I mean, I realize you're giving the explanation. I have a mouthful of orange. Instead of shutting up, I'm still plotting it.
Jimmy's defending me. Thank you.
All right. Let's, it's Barbaro.
It's Barbaro?
No, it's Barbaro.
Barbaro?
It's Barbaro, right?
Barbaro.
Here's the update.
Kentucky Derby winner Barbaro continues to fight for his life. Dr. Dean Richardson still says Barbaro's chances of survival are 50-50 following surgery yesterday to repair the fractured bones in Barbaro's right hind leg. He suffered the injuries while running as the favored horse in the Preakness Stakes on Saturday.
Did he?
I was glad he went through the operation and got out. I mean, that was a big relief at that point. And as Dean said, it's still a long way to go, and at least we've got the first step accomplished.
Yeah, Barbaro is not going to make it. He's not going to make it.
Spectra Photo is saying it's pronounced glue. And this might sound a little liberal of me, but this horse is getting millions of dollars worth of care, and that poor homeless guy's legs are ready to fall off that we see every day on the walk to XM. Isn't that a shame?
What? I was in...
The homeless guy's legs ready to fall off.
Oh, right.
The guy we see on the walk.
Right.
But this horse is getting millions of dollars worth of care.
You know, if Mac learns to run in a circle and make people millions of dollars, somebody will fix his awful scaly legs.
True. No kidding. Joey in Brooklyn. Joey.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
You're
Joey.
on.
Let's go.
All right, I got a question for you. You see all this shit that goes on in our world.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I'm sorry. You got people trying to fight for health care. You got people. I can't even get a fucking thing on my back.
Watch your mouth.
Joey, come on, Joey.
Come on, Joey. Help
Work
us
with
out here.
Listen, I can't even get something lanced off my back, like if I had like a little fatty tumor or something, without a problem. You got a horse that they're trying to fight for. I say make glue out of them.
Well, the horse definitely has better health care than us.
That's
what Joey's trying to say today.
Here's the difference,
Tried
Joey.
to say.
You're obviously a bright guy. You've thought this out.
Potty mouth.
But, I mean, I'd hate to think that your back boil can't be lanced. I mean, that is the problem with medical care in this country. But the thing is, I'm sure that the horse's medical care is privately funded.
Yes.
All right, let's say hi to Howie in New York City. Howie.
Opie, the horse you were talking about was called Ruffian.
Yeah.
It was a filly, and it was in a match race. I think it was against the Firms in '78, and she broke down on the back turn and died. Well, they put a bullet in her head, I think, right back there, if I remember.
Wow.
See, now I got the story in front of me, and you're right about the horse, but the story's a little different than, I guess, what a lot of us are remembering. July 6, 1975, Secretariat had renewed the public's interest in thoroughbred racing, and the sport was enjoying an increase in popularity at the time. Kentucky Derby winner Foolish Pleasure and the undefeated super filly Ruffian met at Belmont Park on Long Island, New York. A national television audience watched as tragedy unfolded. The filly broke down shortly after the start and had to be humanely put down the following day.
Euthanized.
She was buried in the infield at Belmont Park.
Oh, still there.
So they're saying that they had to, basically kill her or kill it. Was it her, he, whatever, the next day. I seem to remember there was a race where the guy comes running out with the shotgun.
I thought it was the same race.
They did that in the old days, but I don't remember a specific race.
All right.
I imagine a few years ago they still would have given it a shot at surgery. I say they shoot a horse just if it runs poorly. That will straighten the other horses out.
Well, now this
bring up the curve, make them all winners.
I was listening to Mike and the Mad Dog a little bit yesterday.
Mike and the Mad Dog.
Oh, there's controversy. Talking
about the Barbaro.
What was the big controversy, Ben, that this was some kind of fix?
That could be a fix on, or
could be a fix.
That could be a fix.
I don't know why Barbaro came out to enter Sandman.
You think of the stall, they just hit Barbaro's back leg with a
little hammer. Couple of knocks with a bat.
A fix? Why? How could they say that?
That was the favorite.
Barbaro was such the favorite. It was Barbaro was running 5-3 or 5-3 or 3 5-3, right?
5-3, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Big favorite.
They were pretty much saying it was Barbaro's race to lose.
No guy's gonna let his own horse be hit with a bat.
No.
For one payday.
All right.
Can I make a comment about horse racing?
Please.
Why does the horse always get the blame when it loses instead of the immigrant jockey that was riding it?
That's a thought to ponder.
It's not fair.
It's not a lot of things.
Wow.
Fair, interesting, amusing.
Funny.
Wow, with radio like that, we'll be number one in no time. Holy.
Yeah.
Holy. Put curse word here.
And hold on, to answer Ken's question, it's because the horse is the one that's running. The jockey does kind of guide it, but...
Yeah.
All right, let's say hi to Abe in Jersey. Abe.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's good to hear you guys a little bit longer during the day.
Thank you.
About this Barbaro, Yeah, I think they should just put it away. They should get the jockey, the wetback, send them back, and they should get all the bettors who lost money on this horse, take them to the infield, and they should do their own to him.
I got to tell you, man, Barbaro,
work him over.
They should have taken Barbaro out already, but the owner, a little greedy.
Yeah.
A little greedy, trying to save the horse for stud fees and all that. Because the horse will never run again. They're just trying to get the horse in shape so they could get some loads out of it.
It's in a cast, and they just hooked up a cow milking machine to it. Just hoping to get as much as they can.
There's a little greed going on because they pretty much said that a horse with this type of injury should not live.
No.
Put it out of its misery.
Put it out of its misery.
Go for Juan, Breeders' Cup, Belmont Park, October 27th, 1990. Brilliant filly broke down in the distaff at the 16th pole, shattering her right ankle. She fell to the track and threw her jockey before rising to finish the race. She was euthanized on the track and buried in the infield at Saratoga.
Saratoga?
They just shot her on the track after
euthanized...
Yeah.
It usually means, what, a little injection, right?
Yeah. No, euthanization, I don't think has anything to do with the method. I could be wrong.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the act of humanely...
I
don't think they've been, cocking a gun and shooting horses on the track for a while.
I remember a guy running out with a shotgun, like, I got to take care of the situation. It was like his job.
It was actually a young gangbanger, and he held the gun sideways and just popped the horse in the head.
Buck.
Then they realized they shot the wrong horse and had to do another one.
Tom in Vegas. Tom?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Welcome aboard, Tom.
Well, thank you, sir. Hey, there's only one reason that horse is still alive. You guys kind of touched on it. He's worth millions being credited out. That's the only reason that horse is alive. And back then, they weren't worth that much. So they off the thing right there on the track.
Yeah.
So, hey, you guys have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
On the second half of the Opie and Anthony show yesterday, we were trying to write the headline when Barbaro is put to sleep.
Yeah.
Because it is going to happen.
Yeah, what's going to be the headline?
And everyone is following this story very closely.
Got to do with something either rhymes or something that's ironic.
Right.
Moronic.
All right, we'll move on to other things. This is the Opie and Anthony show. The ONA virus spreading across America.
Our duties Our duties Our duties have destructive power.
You think it stinks now? You should have seen it a month ago.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony. Mornings, 6 to 9.
Let's say hi to Jeremy in Cleveland. Jeremy, what's up today, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Happy birthday, okay.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm expecting presents at any moment here.
Well, I just thought I wish you happy birthday. My birthday's on Thursday, so you're an eye like me.
Did you get anything for your birthday yet?
Nah. People are like, well, what do I get for the guy that has everything?
Yeah, I get that too now.
How about a chair from my apartment?
Furniture?
Just a metal folding chair.
Something.
Squeaky one. And a card table.
It's too early to get anything. Club Soda Kenny picked me up this morning, and he gave me a birthday card.
Of course.
I'm hoping there's money in it.
Did you open it?
No.
Who opened it?
Well, it's at my place.
Oh.
I didn't bring it with me. I'm expecting many, many birthday cards when we do the walk to XM later this morning.
Good luck with that.
Until you read mine. Mine's special.
All right, I'll read your card on the show tomorrow. That should kill 2 minutes. Well, I guess anyone could escape Alcatraz, huh?
7-year-old Ken. That's nice. Nice to know.
Well, the reason the 7-year-old did it was because a 9-year-old did it a few months back.
I was wetting myself still at 7, I think. Like, it just sucks when you see a 7-year-old kid making these achievements, knowing that you've just done nothing at 7.
Yeah.
I was crying.
You know, when they interview those hardened criminals that spent so many years on the rock.
The rock.
Little did they know that it's an easy swim.
Yeah. 7.
If a 7-year-old's doing it and a 9-year-old's doing it, I think these guys could have got off the rock.
I think they might have gotten out. Men.
They should have made it realistic and had guards shooting at the kid.
Well, they said that they had those rafts that they made out of raincoats.
Right.
The kid just had what? A wetsuit.
Well, there he is right there.
No flotation device?
Here's the story.
And a 7-year-old from Arizona pulled off a feat even the most hardened criminals were afraid to try. Brexton Bilbrey swam from the notorious Alcatraz prison to Aquatic Park in San Francisco. Now, that is 1.4 miles in the choppy and frigid 55-degree water. The second grader was followed closely by his coach and several others on a boat. Now, when asked about his next challenging stroke, Bilbrey says he would like to take on the English Channel.
Good for him. What an amazing thing to do.
Incredible.
Wow. All right.
Can't even imagine.
Wow.
There it is again.
The banter.
There it is, the dumb banter.
I bet he can't wait till he hits like about 13. That's when I reached my first incredible stroke. Done it ever since.
You hear this during every bit of news banter. All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Paper, tapping table.
That's
wonderful.
Right.
Oh, for the love of God, someone give me something to say.
That's fantastic.
They nervously shuffle their papers.
Somebody write something for me, please. Yeah, that's fantastic.
They have teleprompters. You don't
so young.
Your papers.
So young.
So young.
Yeah, did that.
Wow.
Thing.
Great.
So young, so white.
Fantastic.
We got more dumb banter.
Okay.
That Than found this morning.
5:25 now the time. Let's send it to Weehawken and find our wee little man, Mike Woods.
Yes, we are out
No,
here.
wait, no comment about the wee little man thing? Nothing?
Well, I'll let you slide this time. I was like, did she just say what I thought she said?
I did. I was just trying to get you riled up, but you're not going for it.
There's a long ways between you. There's a lot of water between me and you and that
That's right.
river right there.
That's right. That's why I feel safe saying that.
That's right. All right. Well, let me tell you what's going on weather-wise. Lots of sunshine going up to 60. All right. We'll get you over to Stacey Ann, and she's got a much better disposition this morning.
I wouldn't want to get Mike bad, guys. No, he's a good guy. I like it. Let's head outside right.
Shut up! Oh, my God. They're just babbling.
Shut up! The bottom line is, though, you'll never hear the weather. You're too busy laughing.
I had no idea what they were talking about.
Hey, where's Than? I got a project for him. I just figured something out.
I love when she goes, I wanted to get you all riled up.
Right. Yeah, that's going to happen.
Like, it would have been like if she goes, wee little man. He said, what did you say, whore?
Bitch.
Mike Woods, right? That's Mike Woods? Mike Woods is the black weather guy on Channel 5. I'm starting to notice something. He has nothing.
Yeah, he
has absolutely nothing. Because they keep going to him and they ask him to comment on stuff. Because we played some audio of him, I think, last week. And he had nothing last week. We got to start paying attention to Mike Wood and see if he has anything.
Improv skills
whatsoever.
Yeah, what'd they throw to him last week? And I think it was the Star story. And he just completely was like, that's not good.
Froze up.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What do you expect him to say about the Star story? Speaking of R. Kelly, there's going to be drizzle.
Well, we're looking for that dumb banter from your local news. Start taping your local news and send in the dumb banter.
There's always a laugh with it that doesn't belong there. There's always a forced laugh.
It's nervous titter, they call it.
Okay, Bill.
It's an uncomfortable.
I get it.
There's a bunch of river water there. I know.
Speaking of water,
don't want to get on your bad side.
Reservoirs are going to fill up because of this storm we got.
I wasn't done riffing yet, scumbag weatherman.
Let's go to the Birdman. Birdman.
What's happened?
Hey.
How funny would it have been if that kid would have got eaten by a shark?
No kidding.
Hysterical?
Under any circumstances.
Then it would have been a good news story.
Yeah.
No? Should have threw him in the water to the sharks.
Let me just explain something to you.
Happy birthday, homo.
When you do a joke about sharks and it gets a moderate, polite response, don't do another joke and then go back to the shark one like we're going to forget we just heard it, sir.
Yeah. Hoping. He was hoping.
We're not goldfish.
And then he really reached at the end, calling me a homo.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, homo.
He didn't get a laugh and insult you.
Right.
Try to make him look better.
That made that news banter look like who's on first.
He failed twice and then has to go for the insult to make himself look good at the end of the call.
Yeah, what if Ope was here? What would you do? Give him a little punch on the arm, try to get out of it?
Ass.
Awkward boob.
Let's go to Charlie in Jersey. Charlie.
Morning, boys.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, man.
Happy birthday, Help.
Hey, thank you, man.
You guys missed a really good one by Yellow Jimmy a little while ago.
What was that?
He said he's so young and so white
Thank you.
Okay.
It was a Wolf Blitzer.
A little Blitzer joke, yeah.
I thought the guys heard it and just ignored it, so I just kind of sat here hurt, and I thank you, sir.
I thought it was a stereotype of black people not being good swimmers.
Just making fun of
that you were
media
going
guy.
for, but you went for the Wolf Blitzer joke.
Yeah, because we were talking about the media and how they say things.
Right. And Wolf said that during the hurricane.
So poor, so black.
All right. Moving on to other things.
That's why I love our listeners, by the way, is that we don't have to toot our own horns. If everybody misses something, they call it in for us.
They're more than happy to toot our horns.
Exactly.
Father
Give me
calls
trolls for that every night.
Yeah, we were talking about McGreevy yesterday.
Old horn tooting bitch.
That's right. Take some horn juice.
We were on the McGreevy story yesterday. I guess his book's coming out.
Yeah.
And he admitted to having sex with men in rest areas and rest stops and bookstores. And now the father is, father calls McGreevy courageous and foolish.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of the father in the paper today.
He just looks disgusted.
He doesn't look too happy. I guess he was at the famous press conference when Governor McGreevy came out of the closet, told everyone he was, a gay American?
With his couldn't satisfy her husband-wife.
Yeah.
Standing next to him.
She's all stiff and cranky. She hasn't had an orgasm since 1982.
Useless thing. Standing next to him.
Yes. And every time he would kiss her stomach, he would just go, "There's something missing, hon."
Well, look at the picture of the father in the paper today.
Yeah.
At the
that
press
has
conference.
to hurt. Well, thank God.
His arms are folded, which says a lot.
I know.
And then he's got the what do you call the look? The
shame.
Well, it's like a.
He's kind of biting his lower lip, looking down and away.
Right.
From his son.
I can't believe I got to support this fruit.
And he's got to support it. But you know what the best part of it is the fact that his former occupation is no embarrassment. You know? Like what he did before.
What, the father?
Doesn't lend to his son being an embarrassment.
Yeah, the headline, ex-Marine speaks out on courageous, foolish son.
He was an ex-Marine.
I guess he's not going to the VFW hall anytime soon.
No, chatting about his son.
That's one place I don't believe they welcome the gay Americans.
Not what I fought for.
Right. I didn't fight for this.
Right, to have him go to a truck stop and go, psst.
It's actually faster to list the places he hasn't drank out of a mule.
Ex-Marine speaks out in courageous, foolish son. It's a courageous act on his part, perhaps a bit foolish, but still.
A bit?
What's the father say? He says, the kid's doing what he feels right. The kid's doing what he feels is right.
It's a phase. They're probably still trying to it's a phase.
Yeah, I'm a Marine. I fought in Korea, and my son burped, and it smelled like bleach.
Oh. It's just a phase. Father Frank will go back to the church. It's a phase.
An Irish Catholic former Marine drill instructor who named his son James after an older brother killed on Iwo Jima in World War II.
Oh, no.
Jack McGreevy said the forthcoming book could help people come to terms with homosexuality. It's my understanding that Jim's attempting to educate the public that there are gays living among us, and for them it's a legitimate lifestyle due to their physical, mental, and moral makeup, the father said. And I quote, he's 500 years ahead of his time.
I have a question about what you said. He's named after his son, after an older brother killed on Iwo Jima. How was he killed? Did he take a shot in the face?
Wow.
Those boys had no illusions. McGreevy took that watch. Even though I didn't tell him to. And he hit it.
It's not 500. Yeah, with my fist still on it.
500 years ahead of his time.
Exactly.
How does he know?
Exactly.
Take a time machine? Homo Earth? Is that what it's going to be called?
500 years, you think they'll still be creeping into bookstores, drilling holes?
No.
It'll be all cyber.
500 years ahead of his time.
Like you'll have those things that you thought you were going to have already, where you put on the helmet and you wrap a glove or something on it, and then all of a sudden it feels like you're having
right, that cyber
simulated
thing.
Feeling.
Some movies had that where we were already supposed to have that whole cyber thing. Remember in the early 90s, all the movies had the headset you put on and
virtual reality.
You had the gloves and you're feeling, and there's a girl there, and what happened? What happened?
Remember in the 80s, the year like 2000 was the big one, like stupid Escape from New York?
Yeah.
Made in like 1981, and they made it the year like in 1999, New York is a prison. Could you have made it a little farther in the future?
Yeah. Really put it far in the future.
Yeah, 2080.
Yeah.
Not a time we're all going to live to see and go, boy, that stinks.
It's ridiculous.
No one can rent that movie now. It's awful.
You think it's watching Space 1999. That looks really silly. We're not on the moon. We have no bases on the moon.
We have nothing.
We did nothing.
Rich in Bohemia. Rich?
I think you should use the veto from the Sopranos defense and say it was just the medication.
Right. I love you, Johnny Cakes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Opie Cakes. Johnny Cakes.
Well, we have the famous quote from good old Wolf. We could go down memory lane a little bit, talking about the banter, the dumb banter. One of our favorite ones right here. Come on. Maybe not. Maybe not.
As much as you see that picture, though, you simply get chills every time you see these poor individuals. As Jack Cafferty just pointed out, so tragically, so many of these people, almost all of them that we see, are so poor and they are so black, and this is going to raise lots of questions for people who are watching this story unfold.
For you in the boss's office?
Take a quick break. More of our special coverage right after this.
Whoops. Whoops.
So poor.
I don't remember the weatherman losing it. What's that one about, E-Rock?
Oh, yeah, that was a biggie. That was a biggie.
That was a gem.
That was a guffaw.
Weatherman on CNN was trying to do the weather, and the female anchor kept interrupting him, asking, well, explain this, explain that, and he loses it. He's like, would you shut up and let me do the weather?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This actually is a really good one.
But the storm was 902 millibars. 902 was the lowest that you had with this storm
He's
a couple
babbling.
hours ago. So it has filled in a little bit, filled in with some air, not as low of pressure. But Camille,
Chad,
let me talk, Carol.
Translate that for us. I don't know what that means.
Let me talk, Carol.
Chad.
Well, that's a great example of just what asses these people are.
Yeah.
That was the base with all adult dignity removed. That was exactly it. Let me talk, Carol.
Well, he is talking about what, millibars?
Millibars.
Less than 1% of your viewers know what
the hell the millibars are.
That's less than that, Ope.
And what that means.
Yeah, low pressure.
Listen again.
But the storm was 902 millibars. 902 was the lowest that you had with this storm a couple of hours ago. So it has filled in a little bit, filled in with some air, not as low of pressure. But Camille, let me talk, Carol.
Translate that for us. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, if you would let me talk. Camille was 908.
Laughing at him.
And so this is actually now not as strong as Camille, but not really as strong as it's been. 908, I'm walking over here because I can have this chart, but it's not in front of me. 908 millibars is 26.81 inches of mercury. This storm got down to 26.61, and right now it's 26.98. Now, if you would go to your home barometer that you have, it's probably a big circle.
Let me go to that.
Yeah, because we all have
Let me go to that now.
Oh, this guy's a douche.
1968, and I live in a colonial home.
You know, we had one in our house growing up.
Yeah.
And I didn't bother trying to figure out what it meant or did.
It's just stormy.
It was just there.
Fair. Didn't it say stormy?
Yeah.
Fair and pleasant?
Oh, it was
something like that.
It was in my house.
Yeah.
I had no desire to learn what it meant.
Who cared?
And he's now talking about going to your...
Go to yours now. I'll wait.
8. Now, if you would go to your home barometer that you have, it's probably a big circle hanging on your wall that you got from an uncle somewhere. If you go look at that, that is completely off the
Sounds
screen.
like he got something from an uncle.
Did you ever have to have a barometer that would go that low in the northern hemisphere, unless you were obviously trying to get under a hurricane?
All right.
Carol.
Thank you, Chad.
All right. Just having fun with you this morning.
No, you weren't.
No, you were in an argument with a bitch because you're an idiot nerd.
You weren't just having fun with her.
That wasn't fun, be honest.
What was fun about that? Explain to me how in anybody's life that is remotely fun.
Fun for the listeners.
Carol.
Fun for the listeners and viewers.
No, if they would have been honest, it would have been fun for the listeners. Shut up, bitch. All right, faggot. That would have been honest and fun.
Hey, really fast before we go to a break, the 911 story is really, really interesting. The one you were telling me about, I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, hell.
Oh, you don't have it? All right, we can take a break.
Oh, no.
All right. All right.
Well, we're just having some fun with you.
Opie.
We'll take a break and we'll
let me talk, Opie.
We'll do the 911 story.
Go to the barometer.
We'll do the 911 story next. And also, I think today we're going to do some news teases.
Yes.
Dennis Leary coming in with Lenny Clark and a few of the other people from Rescue Me as well, okay?
Right.
It's the ONA virus spreading across America.
Call the Opie and Anthony Show right now. 866-313-FREE. That's 866-313-FREE.
The phone lines are going berserk. Opie and Anthony, mornings.
Bring us back, Jimmy.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. We're coming back from a break, and the virus is spreading, and you're listening to the show now in the morning.
All right.
He's so smooth.
Yeah, that's why I don't really care about those old jocks. All I can do is better.
You got it. You got what it takes.
1-866-313-FREE. Someone was on the phone asking us, who do you think's going to win American Idol?
Care.
I don't even care anymore. I was into the show. I think, honestly, if Catherine McPhee has a really good night, she's going to win it.
Nah, I think it's all going to go to the gray-haired guy. There's Taylor.
Soul Patrol with Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks.
Want to thank the American Idol folks for giving us one American Idol this year. Go screw. There's still people out there that are scared of this radio program. It amazes me. We had Ace Young on. We had a good interview with the guy.
Went fine.
We were big supporters of the show, and they kind of blew us off. I mean, these American Idol rejects, the people that get kicked off,
yeah,
they're doing every show in America, every TV program, and we can't get them on. Why?
They're scared.
Someone answer that question, please.
We have a bad rep.
Go
a bad rep.
Screw.
We're like the school whore. Bad reputation.
Did you find that story, Anthony?
Yes, I did. Sex ordeal with burglar. I'll rock a little.
I was feeling it, man.
Hey, while we're rocking, this Friday through Sunday, I'll be at the Stress Factory in Jersey. That's all.
Very nice.
Very good, Jimmy.
The shows are sold out, so
all right.
Quickly.
Yeah, get this. This another case of 911 operators really screwing up. A homeless fiend. Wait, are there fiends anymore? When was the last time it was a fiend? That's like some guy in England that's slicing throats back in like 1790. A homeless fiend.
Well, there's a gang of kids. They call them a gang of toughs.
Toughs. Young toughs. A homeless fiend broke into a Lower East Side apartment of a Japanese woman and molested her and was able to remain on the lam. Who wrote this? This is like, I could have had a great thing. Who wrote this? Mickey Spillane?
Who wrote this? Walter Winchell?
He's on the lam, see? He walked in on a Jap dame. The broad had nice stems. So, he breaks in. And she calls 911, and the 911 operator doesn't understand her poor English because she's Japanese. But she's yelling, help me. And this guy that broke in is saying, you met me at the bar. You took me home in the background. So now the 911 operator's hearing this. And for some reason, the victim repeated what the guy said on the phone. Now, she probably said, no, I don't meet at the bar. But she's interpreting it as her saying she did meet him at the bar. And she was being molested. And the 911 operator said, hey, honey, if you brought him home, you kick him out.
First of all, what kind of a sexual assault allows a phone call to happen in the middle of it?
That's true.
She's dialing 911. She's calling friends and family. She's checking her messages.
The nightmare scenario began May 15th when the victim awoke in horror to find that Wahid Sine. Who
knows?
Exactly the kind of face you think it is.
Spell it in English.
Break a leg racing one day. had jimmied the door to break into a East Side home, stripped naked, and hopped into bed with her. As the woman resisted his kisses and groping, Sine, whatever, jumped out of bed and began hurriedly putting his clothes back on. That's when she called 911. So he really kind of didn't have his heart in it.
Yeah, first of all, when you get naked and get in bed with a stranger, what did he expect to happen? She's going to wake up and be grateful to see a stranger there kissing her?
Yeah.
What's
a 1 in a billion shot that
no kidding.
Girl's going to roll over and go, "Hey, big guy."
And he screams.
Phew, the right girl.
Right.
She screams, so he just jumps up and gets dressed again.
Starts getting dressed.
He's done that?
It's like, all right, you're right.
Oh, yeah. Right. Hey, my bad.
What am I doing here?
I'm out of here.
The victim told the cops that her creepy attacker had touched an ashtray in the apartment, and a fingerprint was lifted from it. Sine surrendered to cops after investigators warned his relatives that he should surrender. And he surrendered. His DNA will be checked for samples from unsolved rape and sexual assault cases. But this is just another example of, like, 911. Why wouldn't the 911 operator take this seriously?
They probably get a lot of crackpots calling them.
Yeah, but you gotta just say, we'll send somebody. Yeah. You gotta send someone over.
They did, though. They did. As the woman resisted.
But they're saying he was able to remain on the lam for 6 days because the 911 operator didn't understand the victim's pleas?
Wait. No. Someone else got on the... I don't think this is the entire story.
This could be the most confusing story I've ever read in my life.
Yeah, this is not how I read it this morning.
No. What the hell happened?
Who printed this out?
The translation got a little messed up.
This is probably what the 911 call sounded like.
Right.
She just read this story. I don't know. Help me. I got this story at the bar.
Forget it.
Who knows?
Why did we even bring it up?
I thought, didn't her roommate get on the phone and convince?
There's no roommate.
It's only when the victim's roommate got on the phone and insisted we don't know him. He broke into our apartment. That a police car was sent.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
So
that wasn't in this story.
The roommates, I know it was. That's the important part of the story. It wasn't like no one got sent. Probably a couple of minutes later. How long did they think this Sine fellow was going to hang out?
The operator, finally convinced of a crime.
Yeah, because someone spoke English, got on the phone.
That was a Japanese-speaking officer.
No, he was sent
Shinji Suzuki.
Listen to me.
Was sent to the scene.
Yeah, Shinji Suzuki is irrelevant to this part of the story. You just have a Shinji Suzuki fetish. Her roommate get on the phone. She goes, "Look, we don't know this character." Just keeping the speak of the time of this article. We don't know this character. He followed us out of the speakeasy, and now we can't get rid of him.
The speakeasy.
You know what we should do at this point?
They were put in an internment camp in the middle of the desert until the war was over.
You know what we should do at this point? We should just point out stories that we find interesting, and then tell people where they can read them.
Read it yourself.
Read it yourself. You don't need us.
Well, how about this? Just so you know, it's actually numerically been done. There are only 3 people in Aruba who haven't been arrested.
No kidding.
Yes, they're going through everybody. Oh, well, we're getting reports here that the problem was she was crying lape. You instant feedback people are a blast. Great.
But we were talking about the 911 operators, and I think Jimmy's onto something. There's so many people calling 911 for dumb things
That's true.
That, they just kind of...
But dumb thing, even if it might be a rape, perhaps you should immediately send a car. When it's somebody calling that, we've heard the thing of she didn't get the burger order right at Burger King.
We got that one.
Maybe that's where you don't send the car.
Well, she called back. Here's the problem. The Japanese lady repeated what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So she probably thought she was a drunken argument, and the guy wouldn't leave. And it was like, I met you in a bar. You took me home. I met you in a bar. I take you home. Why would you send a car?
Right.
Dope. What is she repeating?
She really is awful. What did she think? He was confessing to the crime? I'm here to rape you. He had to rape me. We got very good accents, by the way.
We got the Burger King call. Listen to this one. One of the greatest 911 calls ever.
Jack Department, how can I help you? Yeah, I'm over here at Burger King right here in San Clemente. Mm-hmm. No, not San Clemente. I'm sorry. I live in San Clemente. I'm in Laguna Niguel, I think. That's where I'm at. Uh-huh. I'm at a drive-thru right now. Uh-huh. I ordered my food 3 times. They're mopping the floor inside, and I understand they're busy. They're not even busy. Okay, I've been the only car here. I asked them 4 different times to make me a Western barbecue burger. Okay, they keep giving me a hamburger with lettuce, tomato, and cheese, onions. And I said, I'm not leaving. I want a Western burger because I just got my kids from Taekwondo. They're hungry. I'm on my way home, and I live in San Clemente. Okay.
This is this lonely housewife mom just wants attention. She needs someone to talk to, and decided 911 was the place to go. Cops should be sent, and she should be arrested immediately.
Perhaps you didn't hear.
Oh,
she ordered a Western. And they were mopping the floors. Not only mopping the floors, they gave her one with just lettuce and tomato.
Now, I don't know. I happen to know the restaurants around the San Clemente area, and that. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. It was Laguna Niguel. I'm sorry. That's a very important part of the story.
And maybe you don't understand what it's like to have hungry kids after Taekwondo. But this mom does.
Gentlemen, does make you very hungry.
Let's go back to the call.
She trying to get it for free.
Yes, maybe she should call Greg Charles and have him send burgers to her.
That is a little too inside, but very funny. We don't have to explain everything on the show. Just laugh along and know that it was funny.
Kids from Taekwondo, they're hungry. I'm on my way home, and I live in San Clemente. Okay. She gave me another hamburger. It's wrong. I said 4 times. I said, I want it. She goes, can you go out and park in front? I said, no. I want my hamburger right. So then the lady came to the manager, whoever she is. She came up and she said, do you want your money back? And I said, no, I want my hamburger. My kids are hungry, and I have to jump on the toll freeway. I said, I am not leaving this spot. And I said, I will call the police because I want my Western burger done right. Now, is that so hard?
Okay, what exactly is it you want us to do for you?
I send the officers down here. I want them to make me the right.
Ma'am, we're not going to go down there and enforce your Western bacon cheeseburger.
She wants an officer sent to Burger King so her burger is made right.
You know how this call should have ended?
Well, I'm glad you two are having fun being glib, but you don't know what it's like to be a mom with some hungry Taekwondo kids when you specifically order a Western bacon burger and they won't give it to you. And I think an officer should have been dispatched immediately.
Somebody is probably dying during this call. Somebody's probably having
commentary.
Well, no. A true emergency.
Go down there and enforce your Western bacon cheeseburger.
What am I supposed to do?
This is between you and the manager. We're not going to go enforce how to make a hamburger. That's not a criminal issue. There's nothing criminal.
So I just stand here. So I just sit here and
you need to calmly and rationally speak to the manager and figure out what to do between you.
She did come up and I said, "Can I please have my Western burger?" She said, "I'm not dealing with it." She walked away because they're mopping the floor and it's all full of suds and they don't want to run. They don't want to go through there and
ma'am, then I suggest you get your money back and go somewhere else. This is not a criminal issue. We can't go out there and make them make you a cheeseburger the way you want it.
Well, that you're supposed to be here to protect me.
Well, what are we protecting you from? A wrong cheeseburger?
No.
Is this a harmful cheeseburger or something? I don't understand what you want us to do.
Well, just come down here. I'm not leaving.
No, ma'am, I'm not sending the deputies down there over a cheeseburger. You need to go in there and act like an adult and either get your money back and go home.
She's not acting like an adult herself. I'm sitting here in my car. I just want them to make my kid a Western burger.
Now, this is what I suggest. I suggest you get your money back from the manager and you go on your way home.
Okay.
Okay? Bye-bye.
Wow.
Boy, that woman
should be arrested.
How does she handle real-life situations?
Oh, my God. Imagine the husband.
Yeah.
Just imagine that poor bastard coming home from work and her unloading with that drivel, nothing. That story probably went on for an hour and a half when he got home from a hard day's man's work.
That story should be followed with a minivan being backed into a lake with 2 confused faces peering out the window. That's what leads up to that.
A lunatic woman.
Well, here we go. Here's Mort in Jersey. Mort?
Dude, Burger King is supposed to make it your way. They have to send somebody down there.
You raise a good point,
Mort. Cops.
You know, what else are the police here for? I mean, if you can't get a burger made the way you want it, what's the use of living in a free country?
She wanted an omelet burger, I believe.
Well, whatever she wanted. She should have gotten it.
Sounds awful.
She's a mom. And she picked him up from
Taekwondo.
I'm sure that they were proud that their mother was fighting for their
should have sent the ass-kicking kids in there.
Yeah.
Jerry, bust that place up with their Taekwondo. Right.
Chop it up with their karate hands.
Jerry in Hoboken. Hoboken. On the instant feedback, this is why I don't mind that terrorists hate us.
Yeah. And it is part of the reason. When we're calling the police over a burger dispute.
Well, how do you think they would have handled it? Rationally and left? They would have walked in and lopped the head off and made their own burger.
The head off.
They don't handle things particularly well either.
Anthony in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? I'm a dispatcher in a small town in Jersey.
Yeah.
Every call we get, we send an officer to check it out. Once they get the full story and they come back with what they called us for, you can't help but laugh because people call us for everything.
Yeah, that's why New York City made the 311.
Yeah.
311 is supposed to be the answer to everything. That isn't an emergency. A lot of people call 911 for stupid things, and then you're supposed to call 311, and I can't see anything getting done when you call 311. Does it?
The best is when they drag their kids in for us to tell them to behave.
Well, they actually do have 311 is very helpful because a lot of times you don't know what to do, and they do have information for you. Like I was on a date one time and I was confused, and the lady just said, well, if she's really tired, you might have to spit in your hand first just to get it ready.
Holy.
All right, punching out.
311 solve that dilemma for you.
All right. Hey, we're trying to find the greatest 911 call. There's even a better one. I don't want to give it away, but we're looking for it right now. Hopefully we'll have it on before the show's over today. News teases. We got Dennis Leary standing by. He's going to join the program in a few minutes here. Maybe we could get a couple news teases in before we break here.
How are they scaring us today?
Well, we collected news teases from all over America. Danny does a great job with this. Danny, if anyone wants to send you news teases, what's the email address?
They can get me at danny@foundrymusic.com because people were complaining that hello exactly was too difficult to remember. So danny@foundrymusic.com.
danny@foundrymusic.com. Now you just have to know how to spell Foundry.
FOUNDRY.
There you
music.com.
go. Okay, and you watch your local news and you watch out for the scary news teases, which makes you watch their news, I guess.
What makes you tune in because you're petrified.
Right.
They give you just enough information to scare you and to make you think everybody's involved. And then when they do the story, you realize, oh, this affects one person, and it ain't me, so I don't care.
And we're looking for the ultimate news tease.
Yeah.
Here's two examples. The first.
How a twist on the predator law could shut down religion.
Shut down religion. Not a church, not a religion. Religion.
And then, of course, the one that's still in the lead.
One city wants to pack all their sex offenders into a 3-block area. Problem is, it could be right next to your house.
You'd know it in a second.
Sure I would. I'd be moved into that area.
Jimmy'd be a resident. Oh, just a bunch of conflicting ankle bracelet signals going off.
So we have the latest batch of scary news teases.
You'd see the little root kids take to school like a family circus cartoon that have like the little dotted area way around, like 30 blocks out of their way to avoid
They got to walk way around that neighborhood.
That fat family circus boy who I hate. I could slap his fat face.
They'd like him in that 3-block radius.
They'd love him.
Sure of it.
I loathe the family circus people.
All right, here we go. The latest batch of scary news teases. We start with this.
Scared.
Sitting through road construction is bad enough. Wonder what it can do to your house?
The floor has dropped from all the shaking.
Tonight at 10, how a Minnesota family is paying the price of progress.
That's not very scary.
Road construction, damaging homes. Yeah, not the scariest news tease.
Yeah.
No, but as always, these will build.
Oh, okay. Crescendo. Yeah. Nice.
Well, he's got confidence at least. Because I got to say, the first one sucked.
Yeah,
dynamic.
It's on purpose so that, the later ones sound even better.
Because that one's kind of legit. If your house is near road construction and they got all that heavy equipment, doing all that vibrating, you're gonna have some damage in your homes.
And then you could sue. It's not like it's going to fall on your head.
All right, let's try the next one. Hopefully it's a little more like the...
Hopefully it's up to snuff, Opie.
Exactly.
El Dorado Lake, a big problem with no known solution until now. We'll tell you what's below the surface, and could it finally be destroyed?
All right, it's Godzilla. That is... they are trying to make it sound like there's a monster in a lake.
Right.
A monster. Can it be destroyed?
Big problem. What's below the surface? Can it be destroyed?
Can it be destroyed?
I'm going to guess it's some stupid lake algae that kills your allergies or gives you a cold or does some nonsense.
I think it's probably a little fish that somehow found its way in there and eats the indigenous fish in the lake.
I'm going to go with barnacles.
Barnacles? In a lake?
Or some kind of like mussel.
Oh, a mussel?
I pulled it out of my,
yes,
what?
you did.
You pulled a mussel out of your, you know what?
Back to the McGreevy story.
This happens in a lot of the lakes. When I was living in Rochester, whatever lake is up there, one of the Great Lakes, Lake Ontario, I guess.
One of them.
And all of a sudden, there's this mussel that was introduced to the lake by accident, and now it's completely taking over the lake and destroying everything in its path. Am I right, Danny?
That is exactly what the story is about.
And Danny, can it be destroyed?
Well, I hope so.
You don't know?
Well, it's zebra mussels, yes. Well,
zebra mussels, yes.
That's exactly
zebra mussels.
And this is happening in where? Minnesota was this one?
I don't even know. Somewhere, not here.
Somewhere
Thank God.
that we don't have to care about.
Thank God. Our lakes and rivers are already destroyed around here.
The second, I'll be a little nervous if they're 6 feet tall and walking down Madison Avenue, snapping at people.
It's zebra mussels.
They are. They're called homeless people.
But they're dumb zebra mussels.
They smell worse.
Who cares about the zebra mussel?
Well, how big is the zebra mussel, and does it hurt humans?
It just keeps producing and then just takes over everything in its path. But who cares? The news is making it sound like you said there's some crazy huge monster,
like a monster that's going to come out. Yeah.
How big is it?
Radioactive.
It's about 4 feet across.
No, it isn't.
That's big.
It's probably like you get in.
It's like 2 inches
at the restaurant.
You can get a plate of them.
Stop it. All right. Ready for the next one? Scary news tease?
Mm-hmm.
So far, they're not that scary.
James was dying. He was rushed to urgent care, but they wouldn't let him in. I was scared to death. Make sure it doesn't happen to you. Tonight on Fox 31 News.
What happened?
See, that was scary.
Some guy's dying.
He went to the hospital.
And they said no.
He was denied access.
You're not getting in.
Was he faking it?
He was very scared. I'm suing everybody involved.
Let's go to RJ in Indianapolis. RJ, what's up?
Gentlemen, Jimmy, what's going on?
Hey, man.
Hey, I was thinking about that 3 square blocks of sex offenders.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the block parties those guys must throw?
No kidding.
Pool parties.
It's all alcohol and ribbons.
You girls can change in this room. And it just looks like it's been riddled with machine gun fire.
Nothing but cotton candy stands. A whole block of cotton candy stands.
There's a guy in a wizard hat. He's called the Memory Repressor. Come pet the puppy.
Guy's got a speaker that just plays the ice cream truck music all day long. Ding, 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 ding.
A puppy and a teddy bear in every tent.
Let's see. Dave from North Carolina. They are moving all the zebra mussels to one lake. The problem is it may be your lake.
Yeah, look out. Who cares?
David in Pennsylvania. David, what's up?
Hey, yeah, I know a little bit about the zebra mussels. I went on a fishing trip not too long ago, and the captain said that they're filtering out all of the plankton out of the water, and the fish that eat the plankton are starving.
They are a filter, mussels. They suck in the water and then blow it out.
And the big fish have nothing to eat, and everything's dying.
Oh, boy.
All right.
I've been working on my my lats and my zebra mussels, and I just can't seem to get that six-pack.
I hope the zebra mussel controls the finger. As you said,
I know when there crashes.
As you said it, I realized you were doing a zebra mussel joke. I salivated because it couldn't get anything but silence.
You suck. I'll crash myself. I know when I should steer into the abutment.
Dave from Phoenix. On an all-new house. He was dying but wasn't allowed into the hospital. House has to kill a man just to let this dying man in.
One man must die, so another man may live. Can House make a serum out of zebra muscles?
No. Never saying zebra muscles again.
There's something about zebra muscles. It's the antimatter of humor.
Yeah, there's nothing funny about
Two zebra muscles walk into a bar. Do they?
So what's the deal with the hospital?
Well, here's the thing.
Insurance?
When the listeners send in their teases, they really got to get on top of sending me the answers.
Oh, the answers.
Yeah,
we need them.
We like to give the answers. It makes this bit almost interesting.
Hey, Joe's got comment on zebra muscles.
All right, let's go to Joe in Arkansas. Joe?
Hey, how you doing, boys?
Hey, man.
I think there's black muscles and white muscles, and it created a mongrel mulatto zebra muscle. Punch it out, boys.
Do I have that clip?
Yeah, he didn't have that one, right?
Do we have it?
Yeah, we got to have it somewhere.
I have it somewhere.
I love that clip.
I don't. All right. We'll do one more news tease. We'll take a break, and Dennis Leary and Lenny Clark is here. Oh, awesome. Lenny rocks. And Dennis rocks, of course. Where is that clip?
Yeah. And ask them if they want to help save this country from the onslaught of integration. You know the system is they want to throw white children and colored children into the melting pot of integration, out of which will come a conglomerated mulatto mongrel class of people. Both races will be destroyed in such a movement. I, for one, under God, will die before I'll yield 1 inch to that kind of a movement.
Will ya?
And he's such a little old man. He gets all riled up. Little hat.
Mulatto mongrel class.
Little fiery old fella.
Yeah, he is passionate.
With his pointy cap.
By the way, Fred from Florida has the answer to the guy that was denied access to the hospital.
Ooh.
They were too busy working on Barbaro.
Ah.
Little callback to the beginning.
Very important.
All right, we'll take a break. Dennis Leary and...
I didn't like that joke.
As
it
you
didn't contain a zebra muscle.
Zebra muscles rule, and we're obsessed with them on this program. Send us your zebra muscles, people.
Your zebra muscle jokes?
We're going to have a contest. How about we have, we lay dollar bills under zebra muscles and have girls crawl around and pick them up?
When we get back, Dennis Leary and Lenny Clark join the program.
Yes.
It's the O&A virus spreading across America. Rogue. Soup. Tears. Poodle. Robert Reed.
And repeat. And repeat. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Hear what everybody else is talking about.
O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
Opie and Anthony, weekday mornings.
Are you
Yeah, then we just walk down the block. People follow us.
It's crazy, actually. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. 1-866-313 free. We're on the air. Grab a mic. Grab whatever mic you want.
Mike,
headphones.
Dennis Leary in studio. Lenny Clark in
Headphones and
studio.
mics for everybody.
Dirty show, or do we have to...
This is the clean show, Dennis.
This is the clean show.
But then,
well, you can't say fuck.
Hey, easy. Now they got to dump.
He asked me what he can and can't say.
I'm asking a technical. Can I say tit?
No, that's been eliminated from the repertoire. Depends on the context. Usually, no, though. You can call someone and ask. No, bad.
What about cock knocker?
No.
Probably yes.
Can I
because
say
it's
cock?
an old Irish
No.
expression.
Can I say
Yes,
cock?
it is.
No.
You can't say cock,
No.
but you can say knocker.
We're running out of delay.
I bet we're going to be out of delay in no time.
All right.
Wow.
At this point, we have to sound like we're underwater. What?
Is there a guy with a button?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no, okay.
That's what got us in trouble last time, though.
Okay, I know. Well, no, we're not having sex in St. Patrick's. We're just
You want to?
talking. I have actually done that, but it wasn't on the air.
And it was
with a saint.
It was against your will,
I think
and it was
Saint
many years ago.
It was very interesting.
First of all, I want to acknowledge the weight loss by Mr. Lenny Clark
Thank
again.
you very much.
Can I explain his weight loss?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Doesn't start with an A and end with an S, does it?
No, people talk
Is this
about
a very
Robert De
Brady
Niro.
explanation?
People talk about De Niro, and Robert De Niro is probably my favorite actor of all time. It's him and Clint Eastwood would be a close race.
Going out on a limb.
But I really admire that guy. That guy put on
100 Pounds for Raging Bull, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Absolutely.
And he rightfully so won the Academy Award. Lenny Clark, playing Uncle Teddy on Rescue Me, killed the guy who supposedly, in fiction, in the fake world of fake fires,
right,
ran over my son last year. And
Yeah.
I said, Lenny, your character's going to be on death row next year. And this guy went out and lost 100 and how many pounds?
About 102.
102 pounds because he knew in prison he would lose weight. He wouldn't.
Yeah.
And that's why he lost the weight.
But I could put
How about this guy? And meanwhile, he better get an Emmy nomination. If not, who are we going to take hostage if you don't get an Emmy nomination?
Jeremy Piven.
No, we don't want to give you money for him.
No,
We could kill him.
Right. No, we'll just get him out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You want him out of showbiz?
Yeah, we'll put him in a trunk and leave it somewhere.
Can I ask how you lost 100 pounds? That's got to be
You
tough.
know what it is? I went to
You
Weight
didn't get your
Watchers.
stomach
I went to
stapled.
No,
right.
you know how much
that's
that
the
is. I
faggot
looked
way. Can
into
I
that.
say faggot?
$25,000. You're not getting my money.
Wow.
Can we say faggot?
Yeah.
Faggot.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, anyway, not me, right? Good. Okay, so I go to Weight Watchers. There's 68 broads of me, and they're looking around. I think that's Lenny Clark. Isn't that Lenny Clark? I said, hey, I'm fat. I'm not deaf, you bitches. I'm here to lose weight. And then a few months later, bang, weight just started flying off. So, it was... and then I started going to the gym again, lifting weights, got a trainer.
So you're moving around, exercising, and eating a lot less.
Oh, yeah.
And that seems to make people lose weight. It's a miracle, people.
Yeah.
You could actually do it.
Yeah,
It's
you
called
don't have to-
willpower.
yeah, you don't
Stacker 4.
Yeah, you don't. Now, I could also go the other way. I mean, I could put on 30 pounds in a cab ride. That's not a
Yeah.
problem. I mean, I could really... Because I was thinking...
But mentally, I think I've noticed that you don't have the same compulsions. We were doing a press tour for a movie or for something once, many years ago. And this guy, I was with him all day doing press, and every room you went into, they had like gourmet food and stuff.
The Ritz
He was
Carlton.
eating all day, and I was getting sick of it. The Ritz Carlton in L.A.
Yeah.
And finally we go into this room, and he's eating something. I go, what are you eating now? He goes, I don't know. He didn't even know what it was.
We ate that hotel out of lobster.
He just
Actually,
wanted to
Mr.
eat.
Clark, there was no more lobster.
It's like when he gave up everything else, he thought, I'll just eat myself to death. But
Yeah.
now it's a different mentality.
Yeah, you had packed on some pounds during that last season.
Oh yeah, I was going to hit 400 before Man of Mirrors.
Wow.
I tell you, it was bad.
That was a nice surprise ending, though. There with him coming out and blasting the guy
Pulling
that
the Jack
ran over you.
Ruby. Yeah, that
like
was great.
I've known him for a long time, and he's done some great work, like Monument Ave and some other movies. But that scene where he tells me about I'm going to kill the driver, I thought he was acting-wise fantastic.
Yeah, because basically, you're known as a comedic actor,
right?
And that was a pretty serious role.
He gets scary.
You know, now he gets
I've
scary.
seen that in bars.
I would love
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right.
It's not like you're taking a risk going, can Lenny do this? Lenny, act like you're doing a bar.
Yeah, he's like sitting with Charles Durning, who's an Oscar winning
love
actor,
him.
and he scared the shit out of both of us.
Yeah.
He was good. It's good. And you should see the stuff he's doing in the prison scenes this year, man. It's great.
Uh-oh. You don't call anyone Johnny Cakes, do you?
No Johnny Cakes for Lenny Clark.
Yeah, if you're going to bang a guy, is it got to be 500 pounds? Come on. I don't understand that. But
that's not sexy?
Not to me.
No.
What is with two guys going at it? What is sexy for you?
I'll tell you what's sexy.
Yeah.
Marissa Tomei, who's on the show this year.
I hear now.
Sarandon, who's on the show this year. My wife.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into that. That's private. I wanted to say one thing to you guys. How much... I can't say the F word, obviously, right?
No.
I figured if I
Can we go to the filthy show with you guys, too?
Right.
I really can.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
go to the filthy show, and then you can just...
Hold on, I'd like to hear an answer
it
to this
must
question.
be zillions.
Yeah, Jimmy wants to know.
Yeah, Jimmy wants to know, too. I'm really happy for you guys.
Look how I dress.
See,
I don't make much
Let
money.
me tell you something.
Really,
Dennis, let me tell you
How did
something.
they think of this to begin
When
with?
I know.
What was the
Tell me
David
about
Lee
it.
Roth thing?
The David Lee Roth thing was the best thing that ever happened to the Opie and Anthony show. Because
that poor son of a
because
bitch, man.
being the guy after the guy is hard.
It's hard.
But being the guy that brought the ratings down to
Can I tell
nothing.
you one true Hollywood story?
Yeah.
And I usually don't tell these stories because I don't like to embarrass the other people. But since it's you guys, they called me when Howard announced that he was going to leave.
Yeah.
A guy called me and said, we want you to come on and be the guy. And I was like, okay, first of all, I have a job that involves me writing and starring.
Yeah, I'm on a hit show, excuse me.
I can't do it, number one. Number two, what moron would? You know what I mean? What new guy would come into this format? Because you're dead. It's like being, you might as well get in the car that Kennedy was just in with the roses and go, hey, and wait for the gunshot. You know? So I think, to begin with, the morons that run show business, as we know they all are, Well, how could they not look at you guys? Or even, I'd have to pick, what's his name, Corolla, or somebody, and go, got an established person who's already doing the same gig, bring them in. You know, bring them in. They know the mics. They know the system.
Yeah. I think it's one of those situations where
spandex pants. What was he wearing? Nobody knows. We don't even know. Yeah.
He wouldn't even broadcast from the studio.
Why?
No,
He
because
thought there was asbestos floating around.
Yeah, he was really freaking out at the studio and everything.
Maybe he just walked away with a bucket of money.
Yeah, he probably did.
And something else we learned. You see this unbelievable window?
Yeah.
That was covered up. Howard didn't want that window. He was scared of snipers. I swear to God, the stories we're being told so far.
Scared of snipers, so this place was like a dungeon.
You know,
look how awesome that window is.
Who's afraid of snipers? Jim Carrey.
Really?
Yeah. Now, see, you and I know there's actually snipers looking for you and me.
Yeah.
And they're members of our own families.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
and the only reason they haven't killed us is they've got to take the gun with them. Because I applied for sniper school, and I said, what if I make a hit on a really important guy and I kill him? He's dead, but they're after me, and I leave the gun. They go, then you'd be fired. And I go, I don't think I can. And they go, you can't be a sniper. You've got to bring the gun.
Of course,
it makes no sense.
Hey, by the way, Charles Durning, actually was a sniper in World War II.
Was he?
Yeah. He sits around the set, and one day, Lenny's talking about snipers, because we talk about that a lot.
I love snipers.
and
Who doesn't?
Charles Durning actually begins a story, which I would love to be able to do. He goes, I was a sniper. World War II, but I only killed the grunts. You know, I mean, the officers, not the grunts. I let the soldiers live. I killed, like, the generals. And me and Lenny are like, this is a real story. This is not...
This isn't just
a real
crap.
Guy.
He's really telling...
Yeah.
And then
wow.
Dennis, we're ready for you. Hold everything.
Yeah, hold
Keep
everything.
talking, Charlie.
Yeah, I want to hear the rest of this.
But
How about that generation of guys? We think that we're, living the life. Those guys gave
He's got
us
a handprint.
He's got a handprint of a Nazi. He killed a Nazi with a rock. He crushed the guy's head with a rock. I mean, went through the guy's face.
Because he ran out of bullets after he killed the first three guys.
And he's got an imprint of 5 fingerprints in his left upper chest, like where the guy dug in while he was trying to kill him. Now, you think you're a tough guy, and you're talking to this guy, and he opens his shirt and goes, the cocksucker grabbed me here, and you're like, oh, my God.
He's trying to rip the heart out of my chest.
Right.
You know?
He's trying to get an Indiana Jones move on.
I don't know what you were doing.
I went to the Cape.
I was jerking off.
I went to the Cape and hadn't paid to do that. But, the thing about it is they could have found me if they needed me. I told them, listen, I'll be at Cape Cod, but I'm not, if you really need me, come down.
If you need Lenny, we know where he is.
Yeah, I'm down at Cape.
Well, you guys, come on.
What?
How close were you to being drafted?
I was close. My brother was actually in the lottery.
I was in the lottery.
And then his number was fairly high. There's 2 kids on our block that went. And one guy came back, screwed up. The other guy didn't come back. But, my brother's number was in there. And then
you're not old enough to go to...
You seem a little too young to...
74 was my junior year in high school. And that's when they canceled the draft right after my brother got picked.
You'd have gotten there and watched that one helicopter leave the building in Saigon. Okay.
No, my plan was I was going to go. I was going to bring a lot of really good weed. And I was going to become friends with the Vietnamese. And forget the Paris talks. I was going to solve.
You were going to fix everything. A little bit of pot.
I wasn't going no matter what. And it wasn't because
Come here,
of
Chow Ming.
It was snakes.
Weed. Have some rice.
Snakes. That's what kept me out of now.
Snakes kept you out of
snakes and fags. By the time you hit it's too late, they're all over you. Especially those attack Asian fags. They're deadly. And they're done with the snakes. Who's going to hear you scream? Forget about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth it.
A lot of those Asian fags, they actually have snakes, and they want to put those up your,
Of course,
you got to watch that.
Tunnel people. The tunnel people.
Oh, the tunnel people.
Tunnel rats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Snakes.
And it wasn't just the tunnels that were
I don't need that in my life.
Colin Quinn had that great line one time about. He goes, I was in Vietnam, and it was horrible. It's 1984. There was no hotel rooms. Great line.
Wow. So we're promoting Rescue Me, the soundtrack today?
We're promoting,
I think we're going to hand this out when we walk from here to the XM studios.
No, not yet.
Oh, no.
No, we got time.
Well, I want to make sure we got some people outside, Free FM here. We're on, 57th between 6th and 5.
Yep.
What? 5 and 6th Avenue.
You're giving away too much information. The snipers could be out there now.
Yeah, look out. They're setting up.
So we're hoping some people show up for the walk today, and we'll hand you a Rescue Me soundtrack.
Of course, the people listen to you guys. They'll be out there.
Do people follow you from here to there?
Yeah. They follow.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do pretty young girls follow you?
No.
No,
we got to follow with that.
We're working on it, Dennis. We're hoping maybe you can bring that aspect.
A lot of fat guys
to the show
with beer bellies.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about what the music is on the soundtrack or no?
No, I don't care.
Okay. It's good. It's good.
Actually, it is really good.
It's got some great stuff on there. And the first 3 seasons, the best of the first 3 seasons. Greg Dooley, who used to be the lead singer and songwriter for the Afghan Wigs, has got a song called Pussy Willow on there, which is a great song. I can go through the whole thing. I mean, it's all great.
Well, you got Our Lady Peace. You got a lot of really, really cool bands that don't get a lot of airplay. Is what I want to say.
Soundtrack.
You know.
And my son Jack is listed as a consulting producer because about half these songs I found because I'd be talking to my son saying, I got to find some music for the scene. And he'd go, how about this? Because, he's iPod heavy.
Yeah.
16.
They know.
And he's driving now. Jack's driving.
I'm nervous. Does that make you?
He's
his kid's
We've seen him many, many times over the years. He's like 6'5", 6'6" now.
Yeah.
Hey, can we let Jim talk a little bit?
Oh, I don't mind. I'm tired today. I've had nothing all day. Why not just enjoy it while men do what they do?
He puts the breathe right over his mouth
looking
today.
at us like he wants to get paid.
Not at all. I just sit here and when I have nothing, I just shut my face.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and let everybody else.
Why, you tired? You were out late last night?
Dude, I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. I do it every night.
He does spots, so he...
Oh, so you go to the clubs and then you go to bed and then you get up and do this?
He takes a nap, basically.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Well,
that's
you had
a lot of money.
Dennis, you had an interesting quote in the Daily News. Did you see this?
No.
No?
This
stuff isn't sent to you?
It's going to hurt my marriage?
This one won't.
No.
Okay.
Good, read it.
It might, actually. For goodness sake, don't ask Dennis Leary, star of FX Rescue Me, which man he'd sleep with if he had to. Elle Magazine did and got this answer. I'd shoot myself in the head. Leary couldn't resist adding, I asked this gay guy I know how he keeps his relationship together. He said, when we get mad, we beat the crap out of each other, then have great sex. So it's basically hockey with sex, which to me sounds perfect.
It's true, though. That's one of the hairdressers on the show. This guy Stanley said that to me. I mean, you guys are all straight, right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yes. We've all made a few mistakes.
Now Jimmy's going to talk.
With a beautiful young lady with a black girl with a blonde wig, and you're like, that's probably not her real hair. And then you realize she has arms like Kobe. You're like,
A big back to rub.
Money back guarantee. Who am I going to do? Talk to her manager? Just finish.
Well, there was a story that Jimmy told a while ago. There was a little confusion.
Who doesn't love a tranny, huh?
But you know what I'm saying. Like, with women, it just gets to the point sometime. Yeah, I mean, I know personally I've been to hell and back. You get to the point where you just want to go like, I'm done talking, okay? It's got to be physical nature one way or the other. And, you can't hit a girl. I mean, that's the rules. And it drives you nuts.
Not with witnesses.
One day I was in a particularly tough situation, and I said, Stanley, what do you do with your boyfriend? This guy's been with the same guy for 12 years. And that's what he said to me. He goes, we get into a fist fight, and then we have great sex.
Just beat the crap out of each other.
They duke it out. Like men.
But you
they
can't
act like men for a few minutes.
You can't even upset women, because if women say you hit them, you're done. You can't even... Women, if women say you hit them, you have no recourse. It's just, you know what I mean?
Well, you can't.
No, I know, and I don't.
No.
But I'll pay to have it done.
Yeah. My mother used to hit us with a wooden spoon. My mother's like,
that's why kids today, people don't hit the kids, and they're acting crazy. You want your mind? Beat your children. Beat them every chance you get, because if you don't, when you're in a wheelchair, they're going to be burning you with cigarettes. You go, why are you doing this? Because you never beat me. You never showed me the love your grandparents showed you. My father would beat me for practice. He would say, get me something heavy, and bring it over. Don't make me get up. I'll beat you during a commercial.
When they make you get...
I used to have to get my own stick.
The thing is,
how degrading is that?
When you had it coming. I didn't hit my own kids. And now Jack's, 6'5". I mean, psychologically, I still have the advantage. But, I mean, he's a big kid.
Yeah.
But something tells me... I'm not complaining about my kids.
Something tells me you can throw a pretty good beating just talking to people, though.
Yeah,
like you could pretty much
but you know what?
Nail a kid or screw him right into the ground just talking. I gotta say this.
My kid's really funny.
Yeah, he is.
He says he's driving now. So the other day I'm in the car with him. His mother and his sister in the back seat. I'm riding shotgun. And he's got his learner's permit. He's a good driver. He's been driving for years, illegally. But
best thing.
He's driving along, and his mother says something. He turns and he looks into the back seat. And I go, what are you doing? He goes, what? I said, you can't look. Your eyes stay on the road, and you go to your central mirror and your two sides, and that's it. Maybe the radio station, but now that's on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
You don't look at anybody when they're talking to you. Get in the habit. And he goes, all right. And for the next, 4 or 5 miles, he starts doing this. Like, just to piss me off. And then he does this, which he goes like this. Like that. And I'm going, I can't say it because his mother doesn't know what he's doing.
Just the side glance at you.
Side glance to piss me off.
To piss you off.
Newsflash.
What?
Katie Couric, the news person of the world. What if you had no period? Hey, this is good. Turn it up.
That would make writing letters
What if you had
almost
no period?
impossible.
What if you had no period? This is the woman
This
who's
is the
going to do
news
the
show.
CBS Evening News.
This is the news
To
in
take
America.
over for Walter Cronkite.
People all over the world are getting ready to bomb us and kill us, and our headline on the news is, what if you had no period? I don't have a
She
period.
looks like Sally Jesse Raphael with those glasses.
right now-
this will make me look important. Give me glasses.
Stock in white bearskin rugs is going through the roof.
You know, I get to meet Walter Cronkite.
Hey, I
down
talked
the
to
vineyard.
Ferrari. You guys talked to him lately?
Oh, Adam?
Yeah.
I called him. I haven't heard from him.
He's kaputnik with the relationship.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What?
Yep.
That's breaking
Yeah.
news, really?
He was going out with that
Tomorrow
girlfriend.
night.
He is.
He sounded like a happy man, but a slightly broken happy man.
Yeah.
He's been on the road. He's got no place to live here.
I talked to him, and I'm like, you bought that place.
I know.
What happened? Oh, well, we have an arrangement where, you know, and I don't want to get into too many details, but, you know, but this isn't any surprise to any guy that's broken up or had a relationship go sour. You wind up out on your ass with the girl in the place. And I'm like, Adam.
With the place done over, with the furniture that was bought to fill in the
Thank
done
God
over
for
place.
cable TV.
He's got everything.
Get it back. I go, get back in the house. Well, we got
Get
an
back
arrangement.
in there and fight.
Well, we got an arrangement in September. I'm going to do that. I wanted to reach through the phone and choke him.
Well, what can you do?
You got to love him.
She's a nice girl.
Is what you do.
You know, they had a good thing going. I don't know why it blew up, but it blew up, and, you know, now he's like you. He's living in a place with a couch and a cooler.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You
can get in touch with yourself whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
And no one can say
Throw
anything.
away all materialistic things. Is that it? Cleansing
Live
of
like
the
a
spirit?
Spartan for a while.
Yeah.
That's all. See what it's all about. Then you have tapes of people yelling at you, just in case you get lonely.
Yeah. Answering machine.
Do something!
Pick up the phone, you idiot, if you still have one.
We got to get Adam on the show now.
Yeah, I know.
He's in Tampa. He's in Tampa. He's with Phil Esposito and Espo's wife, and he was doing a gig in some comedy club in Tampa. I mean, he sounded fine, but
Because he's probably getting laid like crazy
let's not
now.
talk about that because you know that could get him in trouble.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm saying probably.
Probably?
I haven't talked to him. I just know by going to
You
gigs.
in the gay world. He's getting laid in the gay world. Not women.
Yeah, that's it.
He's rebounding
That's it.
with men.
I forgot
That's
to
what
out
it is.
him. That's what the mistake I made.
Yeah, oops.
I just know when I go. I went down to Governor's or whatever to see Adam. I'd get like 3 big fat guys coming up to me. Love your show, dude. Love your show. Adam's holding court at the bar with a harem. A harem.
The chicks always.
They love Adam.
You know
He
what?
has a
But also-
boyish Tony Danza charm that makes me physically ill.
I don't think it's Tony Danza.
Oh, they
charm.
love him.
Tony
No, it's
Danza's
just
got that
that
small
from
guy that
Taxi.
can tap dance and sing charm. You know,
Now,
big guy.
the new
Adam-
Tony.
No, Adam's more like I'm a sarcastic guy, but also kind of suave.
I
He's
think
kinda
charming.
smart.
Tony
Huh?
Danza in Taxi when he was like lovable and just like the guy he had the little bobbing hair. They all loved him. He was cute and handsome.
Yeah. Not the old one now.
I'm going to sing some Sinatra songs for you
Nobody gives Tony
on my
Danza enough
show.
credit. That guy could box.
Well, he certainly can't host a show. He might as well.
That's why I'm getting terrific ratings. I'm going to sing torch songs on my show. You might remember me from Taxi. That guy's dead.
Why's he
He's
funny?
gone, and I'm just singing torch songs.
What's the matter?
He's
The
finding
hell
something.
happened to Tony Danza?
E-Rock, what are you trying to find?
Snipers on the roof.
Oh, you don't have
Snipers, lower the shields.
Hey,
Ninja snipers.
Yeah, they rappel down and smash through, and Howard sits there and goes, I told you, Tom. I told you never to put a window in here. Now I'm dead, and Robin's in the bulletproof glass.
Hey, I got an instant feedback before we take a break for Dennis Leary. Johnny Cakes from New Hampshire.
Johnny Cakes.
Somebody tell Leary that hockey sucks and it's a dying sport. More people watch curling compared to hockey. I'm sick of him trying to make hockey a real sport.
That's someone
Hey,
who
let me
obviously.
tell you something. I'm not trying to make hockey a real sport. It is a real sport. It's the toughest sport out there. And I'll tell you what. Why don't you come to the Opie and Anthony show? We'll bring in Cam Neely and LB. And we'll have a discussion about what's tough and what's not tough. And I don't give a shit about who watches it.
He's an animal.
Obviously, someone who got cut from a little league team.
Yeah, can I say blow me?
Probably.
Come on.
I don't think
said
so.
Blow job on the Leno show.
That ain't gonna work.
Did they let it go through?
Yeah.
Don't worry. In about 20 minutes, we'll get
being told that I can't say certain
I love
things.
Leno.
By the way, this will be a record-setting dump report today as we announce everything that was dumped on XM. We go to XM and get the dump sheet
Okay,
from
so
here,
you ready?
and we
Oh,
can read
that's
it
good.
verbatim.
Can I make it
No,
even-
no,
Okay,
we,
can't.
I don't.
What happened?
I don't think
We're
we
running
have
out of
enough
delay.
dump.
Ben came, he came running in here before going, dude, we got like 2 seconds left. That's it.
What does that mean?
And then they just turn the key and we're
They'll
off
turn
the air
the key
for a while.
and go to
we don't want that.
a song.
No, we don't want that.
They'll go to a song, so they have to
They'll think we
build
were
up
hit by
the
ninjas.
delay.
Don't we get a grace period because this is our first time back on the
Yeah, I say they do.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure the Federal Communications Commission
sure
gives
they'll
out grace
accept that.
periods as they're increasing
make an
fine
exception for you, Mr.
totals
Larry.
and
Love
everything
the
else.
show.
This is what's his name's kid, right? That's running the FCC now.
Powell?
Black
Powell's
General?
kid?
No, he used to. He's
He
out.
stepped down, right?
Yeah, now the guy named Kevin Martin.
Yeah, why don't we take a break?
running
This is
the,
what's going to happen.
FCC.
We're going to do a clean show for another 20 minutes. Then we're going to get really dirty at XM. You guys are going to do the walk today, right? I would love
It starts at the walk.
We broadcast the walk on XM, by the way, too.
So
I listen to you guys on
the
XM.
filthy language starts the second we hit the concrete.
Oh, that's great.
Down
I
the
can't believe we can
sidewalk.
actually do
We
this.
carried. We were carrying Lord Stanley's cup down.
That's right.
The, yeah, we had
We
it
had
right
the
here.
Stanley Cup in.
Bullshit sport called hockey. Sorry.
Yeah,
There it goes
yeah.
again.
I'm sorry. You're not allowed to say hockey.
Yeah, hockey is a dirty word.
Hey, man, I'm with Dennis. I think this is funny that he's just cursing like crazy. We had the Stanley Cup in here, and then we were able to walk it to XM. It was really cool.
Now, have either one of you guys gotten married or anything since the last time?
Not since the last time. No.
I forget you.
No, I'm done with marriage. I did it once. It's over, Johnny.
I love my girlfriend.
No, what a bunch of... I can't say.
I swear to God.
Yeah, you can.
Ask these guys. I've never been happier in my life.
How long you been with her?
It'll pass. We're up to...
It'll pass.
We're up to...
Talking about like a kidney
Look at
stone.
Lenny.
It'll pass. A lot of pain, but then it's over.
2 years.
2 years is
2 years.
I like
gotta
it.
go to 4. That's when
That's
the trouble
not
starts.
even. That's not even a married argument.
How
2
old is she
years.
again? She's young, right?
Yeah, she's young.
How old?
15.
She's
15. No wonder
she will be.
She's in her 20s.
Yeah.
In her
That's
20s,
gonna
just.
work. That's going to work, yeah. All right.
Today, what'd you learn in school? Today we learned math.
Yeah. You know what? I'll wait. 2 more years I'll wait. No,
2 more years you'll wait? All right. So we're going to do the walk with Dennis Leary and Lenny Clark, and you guys are going to be handing out we'll hand them out for you, obviously, the Rescue Me soundtracks today.
Okay.
Who are you playing hockey with that you're a little beat up today?
You know, on the show, we have those hockey scenes.
Yeah,
We had
which are
8 hours of
hysterical.
hockey
Yeah.
yesterday. It's, you know, stunts and fights and all that.
So you, I mean, obviously you're playing a lot longer than they show on the show.
Yes.
And
gotta
you
play
guys are really taking hits, and it's not
Yeah.
like bring in the Leary
I don't
stunt
even
guy.
the stunt guy in the hockey scenes.
No.
Most of the hockey guys don't, and or in the fire scenes. For
That's
the most
awesome.
part. So when you shoot a fire scene, it's all day. It's like or a couple of days because it's dangerous work.
Yeah.
And the hockey stuff we try to do all in one day. So you get, I mean, it's a long day, but you get it done in one day, and then the next day is just brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Jesus
'Cause, you know,
Christ.
All right. I woke
How
up
you
this
guys
morning,
doing?
I was like, yeah, how old am I? You know what I mean?
You feel
God, most of these
everything.
guys are like 25 years old that you're skating against, you know?
Those are the
Smashing
guys that
into
we let them skate while they're on fire.
Yeah. Let them on fire and let them
All right.
Get a little advantage.
We got to do a quick break. When we get back, I want your thoughts on this dummy.
Oh,
Madonna getting...
What?
Yeah, we'll get into it next, but check it out during the break. It's the only virus spreading across America.
Welcome to the Opie and... Hello? Hi, Mom. Ma, I'm working. I'll call you back, okay? Love you too. Welcome to the Opie... Hello? Ma, I'm working. I will call you back. Welcome to... Ma, let me work. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Whew, finally. Mornings with Opie and Anthony.
All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. We've lost all control. During the break, the studio door opens up, and they brought in a birthday cake.
That was adorable.
All the sales guys came in to sing happy birthday. I wish they did it on the air.
And the big brass.
So I could just kick the cake over. How
You have
embarrassing
the,
was that, Jimmy?
It was. I got the douche chill, and I was just so happy it was happening to anybody but me.
I know.
I'm like, and they don't get it. They wait till we're in commercial break. That's something you do on the air. You humiliate me on the air.
That was like a mafia thing. You keep it on the QT because we had the Hollander boys were there too.
Yeah, the Hollander boys.
It wasn't just like, you know, some sales guys coming in. You had the Hollander boys.
Who were they?
Thanks.
The
bros.
The bros. They made this happen.
Oh, okay.
They saw it our way finally.
Look at the size of that piece of cake Jim's going
I
to
just want a little piece.
Yeah.
Jimmy started the Fat Smash diet.
Jimmy.
It's ice cream cake. It's lovely.
But Jimmy started the fat smash diet. He's smashing fat down his mouth.
Louis C.K. sitcom on HBO?
Yes.
Oh, that's also where I saw you. Yeah, okay. How is it? Is it funny?
I hope so. Yeah, man. I was very happy.
I read the
with
script.
It starts in a couple weeks.
Funny guy.
Louis,
man.
very funny.
Yeah,
it's great.
Did he just curse again?
Did I?
No, he said funny guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. We have.
See, it should have been funny.
Right.
I'm sorry.
But he scared me.
Few minutes, we'll be able to.
Well, Tom Chiusano said that they've never had to take a radio show off the air, and we were one curse away.
Yeah, one away.
One curse away.
That's when they turn the key. Hit the button. It goes to music.
Do we go for it?
No,
we can set a record.
We can't be the first.
Okay, all right.
I just want to see if they're capable of controlling this.
When does that show come on?
Put that down.
Ben, what happened?
I am.
We almost got almost right.
Jim Norton.
Yes, sir.
When's that show come on? Louis C.K.
Couple of weeks.
June 11th, right after Entourage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a bad spot, right?
Entourage, which is the third best show on TV, next to what, Lenny?
Rescue Me.
Rescue Me and what
Rescue Me.
What's the second best show?
Sopranos has got to be, right?
Well,
It was.
You want to talk about the
My
Sopranos?
Name is Earl.
You want to talk about the Sopranos?
Yeah, let's
Let her rip.
Because
It's my favorite show in the history of television.
I gave up on it this year.
I got really pissed off.
I gave
I
up.
can say that, right?
Yeah.
The last 3 weeks, I was really upset. And then when they whacked the gay guy last week,
Yeah.
and the other guy they whacked was actually a guy that guest starred in Rescue Me.
That's right.
But I felt like they were making a little bit of a comeback. I thought the first 3 episodes this year were some of the best television I've ever seen in my life when he was in the coma. But I got to tell you, I was really, I was getting pissed.
Did you?
Yeah.
I got annoyed last week because I didn't feel they spent enough time on the vacation in France.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna have an affair.
I wanted more
How
time.
great would that have been if she banged somebody in Paris and Tony didn't know about it?
Right.
As a writer, I'm thinking, this is where you
And
gotta
they
go.
didn't.
Well, maybe it was that guy that left that had something for her.
It was
I don't know, like 3 freaking seasons ago. They started.
Yeah.
They started that storyline.
He's gone.
But they start.
Furio.
That's right. They start so many storylines, and then you
I'm
never.
really pissed off, and they better fix it quick.
Yeah,
Because I think it's the greatest show on TV, but the last 5-6 weeks I've been very disappointed.
Yeah.
Lenny, you're not talking.
And now we're going to have to wait.
I'm in deep thought about it.
No,
Yeah.
Now they're going to replay
we
3
loved
weeks.
it because they were killing people. They've only killed 2 people in 2 years. Yeah. Kill everyone. I want everyone whacked.
Give Lenny a piece of cake.
No,
you look like
I'm
you're
already
starving
can't
over
have
there.
it.
Are you starving?
No, I'm
can't have
good,
it.
brother. I'm good. I'm off the cake. I used to live on cake. Cake was my favorite.
Cake and cocaine.
I had
Cake.
cocaine cake once. I was up for about a week.
How's the cake, Jimmy?
If it was any better, I would make myself throw up so I could eat more. This cake is fantastic.
That's kind of a bird.
But you got to start the
right?
fat smash diet.
No, I don't care.
You don't care anymore?
No, of course I care, but I'm just having a piece of cake. It's your birthday. I'm celebrating
All
my
right.
friend's birthday.
Hey, did you guys see the Madonna picture? Where
All
is
right,
that?
here's the thing with Madonna. I don't know about you guys.
No one cares about this one, by the way.
Okay, I didn't even know about it. I'm just going to say this. I thought she was a highly attractive woman when she did Desperately Seeking Susan. I know it's 20 years ago.
Right.
She's the same age as me, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got to tell her, here's a message from Madonna, all right? You know what? When your arms are more defined than mine, I'm not having sex with you. I don't care what woman it is, but specifically her. I look at her, I go, you know what? You got better arms than me.
Sucker punch, you could go down.
Yeah.
A sucker punch, you could go down.
Stop working out. You know what I mean? Put a little weight back on. Let the arms go a little bit, you know?
I've
There's
taken her out of
zero
my
body
spank
fat.
bank.
She
She's gone.
destroyed her
Yeah,
husband,
gone.
Guy Ritchie, one of the greatest directors of his generation.
Snatch, one of the greatest movies.
Completely, his talent has been sucked out of his penis. There's nothing left. His last, did you see the last movie he made about Kabbalah, whatever the hell it was about? This guy,
No, no
I was
one
up,
did.
I was
up for that.
Yeah.
I was up in a Kabbalah movie.
She's taking his balls. Okay. Sorry, and put him in a pickle jar. Somebody I can say that, right?
Oh, wow. I'm just looking at the time going,
and his baseballs that were in the garage.
There you go.
And all his sports equipment.
That's right.
Put it in a pickle jar.
That's right.
That'll
This is
work.
ridiculous. This is a joke. You know.
Well, what
Even
does this
the Pope
symbol?
is looking at this and laughing.
We're trying to figure out what this symbolizes.
her crucified like she's Jesus.
No, but
Yeah,
what is
wow,
she
what a
getting
tough life
crucified?
she has.
Yeah, because she's the Madonna. She's the mother of God, I guess, right? In her
It ain't washing with me. I'm not.
Let's call Guy Ritchie. Let's get him on. He doesn't have a phone. She won't let him have a phone. He's locked up in the basement with the kids. Mommy will be home in about 5 weeks.
We were commenting, or Jimmy was saying that she's so brave to do that, yet she will never, ever mock the Muslim religion on stage like that.
There you go.
Man,
now you're talking.
None of these Hollywood faggots talk about Islam. They trash. If you're going to be dangerous,
I am a Muslim. Just so we get that straight, all right?
Well, we knew that.
Yeah, I'm not practicing.
You really
I'm a
look the
faggot,
part.
so
but, you know, if there's some plastic,
Now, can you be a faggot Muslim?
around, I like to have it just for my, just to save for later on. You know,
they try to be dangerous by attacking Catholicism. If you're going to go after religion, at least show some type of moral courage and go after the one that's been causing a bit of a ruckus lately.
Some diversity. Yeah. Have some diversity in your.
I disagree with you, Jim, because I think the mob is dead. Okay, the Irish mob is dead. The Italian mob is dead. The only mob left is the Catholic Church, and these guys have got it up. This is the greatest organization in the history of criminal behavior on the planet. They have more real estate than anybody else. They'll bang your kids and pay you off. I mean, they'll do anything.
And then they'll listen to your secrets.
From Charles Durning's mouth. I was with him and Lenny. We were sitting in the dressing room getting ready to shoot a scene from Rescue Me the day that they sent the smoke up from the Catholic Church bong that they used to announce the new pope.
New pope,
and he said out loud before the guy, his name was announced, they opened the doors and he walked out. He goes, "This guy was with the Nazis.
The Nazi youth.
He was in front of a Mercedes-Benz factory in Berlin when they marched into Berlin." And that's what he actually said. Not his version was, I quit the army, which I was forced to be in because I was German, and I protected the Mercedes-Benz factory because I knew the Americans and
the value of a good car.
This guy
similar to Major.
He is a scumbag.
Okay, you're right. Catholicism,
the whole church, by the way, in my mind, is
understandable, but they're not lopping off heads actively, and having a silent
I'd rather have my kid's head lopped off than if he was abused by a priest and had to live with that for the rest of his life.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. You know the damage this does to these people?
You know what the lopping off
kids that these priests bang and then they pay them off? These kids their lives are over.
It's safe to attack the Catholic Church. I'm not saying the church is good. They should be attacked.
The church is bad. The church is the most evil organization on this planet.
It's easy to attack them. Islam is never attacked by people in show business because they're terrified of Islam. Do you imagine?
I'm not terrified of Islam. I'm not
saying you. I'm saying in general.
I'm terrified of Scientology.
The New York Times
that frightens me.
And by the way, Catholicism. Yeah, they protest the Da Vinci Code. If it was a movie about Islam, they would have murdered the people that made it, like they did Van Gogh in Denmark for making an unpopular play.
Yeah.
So they go out and murder you. What I'm saying is Islam is practicing barbarism, and no one in Hollywood's talking about that.
Who invented barbarism? The Catholic Church.
No, they didn't invent it. They've been a part of it. They're a part of it, but they didn't invent it, and not in the last couple of 100 years. It's been Islam is the ones who've been piping up lately. I'm just saying, if you're going to be a maverick, you better put religion.
Are you saying if we had a boxing match between the Catholic Church and Islam, Islam's going to win?
Oh, no, I'd have to go with the church.
I go with the church.
I go with the church, too.
The church has been beating people.
I go with the church, too. What I'm saying is...
Go ahead, take care of your problem.
This pseudo-dangerous nonsense that entertainers do, it's like nothing wrong with attacking the church. I'm all for it. But they will never balance it and go after Islam.
Right.
And she's in the Kabbalah, which is supposed to take place in Israel. I don't know, but it's something Jewish. Her name's Esther, and she won't go after Islam. And all they want to do is end Israel. You understand this phony pseudo?
It's a lot more dangerous.
That cake really went to his head.
Wow, he was on a sugar rush. The guy didn't say 3 words the whole time he was there. He's got the sugar rush going.
It's not even anti-Islam. It's just if you're going to be dangerous and go after a religion,
right?
Well, at least mention the one that's been acting a little frisky.
I like the boxing match idea. I like the boxing match idea. A couple nuns against some Islamic guys in dresses.
Yeah,
I'll take the nuns to win.
Okay, yeah, nuns, angry nuns always.
Angry nuns over a guy in a dress.
Angry,
yeah.
Now, you must have grown up, though, in the Catholic faith, like 12 years.
12 years.
Hardcore. And
12 years in the same building. 12 years in the same building. With all the same kids from my neighbor. We lived 2 blocks away from the thing.
People that grew up like that hate the church more than anyone else.
Oh, no, by the time I was 13, me and all my friends, my brother and my sisters, we were all like, okay, let's just put up with it for a couple more years, get out of here, and throw the ties away and the skirts, and we're done.
I've invested too much money in that church to give up.
Nuns used to stick grapes up his, I can't say it now.
Yeah, but we could figure it out.
Yeah.
Not nose.
You know.
By the way, good news, balls in a pickle jar was okay.
Was it?
I got through today.
No. Nice. Let's just go another one, right?
That's the name of my next TV show. Balls in a pickle jar.
Hey, we're gonna end the first half of the Opie and Anthony show, so we should tell these fine folks listening about Rescue Me real fast.
Oh, okay, Rescue Me. A week from today, at 10 o'clock p.m. on FX, we'll begin our 3rd season. There'll be 13 straight weeks of that. The soundtrack comes out the same day. The season 2 DVD is in stores now.
And Lenny Clark is going to be in in the joint.
I'm in the big house.
He's in the big house. And we have Marissa Tomei and Susan Sarandon this season, and some really if you're a fan of the show, some pretty shocking.
3 Academy Award winners on that show.
It was a real shocking first 4 episodes. So,
and what was the question to Jimmy?
I was going to say, Jimmy, why are you so I gotta watch my language. I had too much coffee. Why are you so? Can I say pissed off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why are you so pissed off about Islam?
Because they're getting a free pass.
Why am I so mad? I don't know.
What religion are you?
I'm raised Irish Catholic, but I also
same as me. You don't
also
believe in
find them to be repulsive in a lot of their behavior. Why am I so mad about Islam?
Who's repulsive?
I said I also find them to be repulsive.
Who's them?
The church and Catholicism as a whole.
Of course, yeah.
But why am I pissed off at Islam? Gee, I don't know. I can think of 19 fellows a couple of years ago. I can think of one who's on trial.
No. That's obvious. I'm just saying.
And the silence, and not all Muslims, but the silence of a lot of Muslims. Whenever there's an abortion bombing, right? Abortion clinic bombing, Catholics speak out about it. They crap out. But when you hear about something like that, there's this really weird silence by a lot of Muslims. Maybe they're afraid, maybe they're not. But I'm tired of this fear of Islam.
Maybe it's racism. Maybe we're just you and I and the other men in this room are racist against Barry Bonds and Islam. Maybe it's a racist thing.
Is Barry Bonds Islamic?
Wow, is he?
Hey, what do you think about Barry Bonds with the home run?
He hit it with his head. It shouldn't count. He hit it with his head.
He hit it with his head.
Babe Ruth did it drunk and fat. And by the way, Barry Bonds and a guy who's a friend of mine, Danny Glover, and Jesse Jackson want to claim this is a racism thing. Where's Hank Aaron? Call Hank Aaron. Get Hank Aaron on the phone and have him tell me, along with you, that it's racist. When I was a teenager, I saw that guy when they were death threats and the N-word was on every other poster. Give me a break.
They did the same thing to Roger Maris when they thought he was going to break a Babe's record.
He's an arrogant son of a bitch, and it's not true. And there's not going to be an asterisk. There's going to be a giant pimple, a steroid-infested pimple next to his name in the record book.
Why doesn't baseball just admit, if you're going to put an asterisk next to him, you know what? There's so many years they should have an asterisk next to so many different people.
I love baseball, but I'm going to give it the giant middle finger for not pulling him over to the side of the road and saying, take off the uniform and get out before you break Babe Ruth's record. And he said it 2 years ago at the All-Star game, when I break Babe Ruth's record, you can bury that white boy forever, right? That's what he said, right? He's denying he said it now. Tell you what, now you broke the record. Take off your elbow pads and your ankle pads and get a glove and go to the mound and pitch for 4 years and be a 20-game winner, which Babe Ruth did at the start of his career.
And steal home. Absolutely. And steal home.
You scumbag. You brought it up, not us. It's not racism.
No, I don't think it's
what
racism.
Color you are. It's the size of your head, you steroid infected.
And he did it all with throat cancer.
Yeah, it's exactly
While
right.
womanizing and smoking.
Yeah,
eating hot
dogs a day.
Right.
Yeah.
The Bambino.
All right, with that, we should end this part of the Opie and Anthony show.
We'll call it a push.
Yeah.
Lenny Clark and Dennis Leary, they're going to do the walk with us in a few minutes. That will be broadcast
to the
live
Filthy Show
on XM Satellite Radio. The second half of the show will be on XM exclusively. Ooh. And today, as we do the walk and broadcast, we're going to be handing out the Rescue Me soundtracks, all right?
Nice.
All right.
Birthday cake.
Yeah, we'll hand out the birthday cake, too.
It's an anti-religious birthday cake. You eat it, and then you start talking about how much you hate Islam.
And the Catholic Church.
We're at 40 West 57th Street, between 5th and 6th Avenue. We'll see you guys downstairs in a few minutes. If not, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Bye.
There is nothing quite like a Cuban cigar. Right, Ramon? The rich texture, the full flavor, so relaxing. Oh, fiddlesticks. No ashtray. Ramon, open your mouth.
Relight the birthday cake, E-Rock.
Ugly fucking statue.
Relight the birthday cake. We're in the lobby of Free FM here in New York City.
Oh, it's so
Dennis
good
Leary
to be
and Lenny
on.
Clark.
This is the Filthy Show now, right?
Yeah, now you say whatever the fuck you want.
Cunt.
Yeah, but look at that fat cunt over there. That fat cunt statue.
That statue is the worst statue I've ever seen. And you know, it probably goes for millions.
Oh, sure.
Lenny, did you model for that statue back in the day?
Yes, I did at one point.
It's got a slit. What the fuck are you?
Well, I had put
you tucked? You did a Silence of the Lambs? You tucked?
You two can have a cut.
All right, we got lots of people out here. They're going to do the walk with us to XM.
Some people snapping
happy
pictures.
birthday, Opie signs. Stalker Patty's
great.
holding my birthday
Patty's
cake.
got the cake. Patty, why don't you eat a little of that, you You twig.
Oh, God. Come here.
But you
Stalker
can't.
Patty, come here.
It's not good. I have health problems. Patty is a 51-year-old virgin.
Hey, good for her.
And she's waiting for the right guy.
Really?
No shit.
Has she met Jim yet?
Yeah. Patty.
There was a guy with
51
when I was looking for you.
And she's going through menopause
to
right
watch
now.
your back.
So she wasted everything. She wasted her entire moist years, as we like to call them. Hi, Patty.
Hi.
Want to say hi to Dennis?
There is no right guy. Go out and get laid, because there is no right guy. Believe me. Even if a guy convinced you he's the right guy, he's lying. All right? Bang him, anybody.
Okay.
You know? Today. The world could end tomorrow. What are you doing? You have a vagina. You know how valuable
She's 51.
Fuck somebody, for Christ's sakes.
She's 51.
Get off the bench and get in the game. And you got to get laid, sister.
And she's going through menopause now, we learned. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, menopause or no menopause, I don't care.
She left the Ferrari in the garage for the entire lifespan of her vagina. You wasted it. Now your ovaries are like
How do you know you're not a
prunes.
lesbian?
I'm not.
Well, you don't know. You haven't fucked a guy. Right? What's your excuse? Come on now.
Lenny, fuck her. Go
Come on, Lenny.
Yeah,
Take one for the team.
Yeah, you're all about charity. Come on. Are we ready to walk? Jimmy has joined us. Where were you, Jimmy?
I was upstairs.
You guys don't have like a fucking limo or something?
No, it's a physical walk.
It's an
And we walk and we broadcast.
It's a block and a half.
AIDS walk.
Have you seen our audience? It is.
I don't walk anywhere.
Al Sharpton going to join us? He hasn't missed a walk in 30
Al
years.
Sharpton's on Rescue Me this year, playing himself.
Is he?
Is he walking?
He's playing.
I bet he's angry about
he's
something.
Playing a reverse racist preacher.
God love him.
Jesus.
No, we walk and just make fun of people.
Yeah,
All
now
right.
we
Are you up for
we
this or not?
talk, we make fun of people.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take it on the road here.
The mail.
Hey, look,
There's
hey.
cake,
There you go. You're
luggage.
welcome. All
There
right.
you go. Yeah, handing out the Rescue Me CDs.
What's Crazy Patty to forget? Give her one of those.
Yeah, Stalker Patty, she could maybe
don't
roll it
believe
into
it.
a dildo or some shit.
I don't fucking believe that.
51 years old, never been touched. But we actually had a couple of years back. We put tickets to U2 because she loves U2 down Ron Jeremy's pants. And she had to reach down, grab his cock, and take the tickets out. And she
No
was.
wonder she's not fucking men.
Yeah, her hand has AIDS.
Wow, we got quite a scene today for the walk.
Yeah.
The paparazzi.
Here's our favorite bus driver.
Well, no, not
Here
that
he
one.
is.
He doesn't like us.
There's one of her. Hey, oh, look at that, getting off the bus. Very nice, Dennis. She seemed to have had something for you there.
I think I've had too much coffee.
Had enough.
And then other people just walk around. They're going play. It's New York. You see this nowhere else.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Nice tie. How you doing?
Oh, we fell right into it. This is exactly what we do all day.
It's going to rain. Good thing you wore that jacket.
Where's your tie? You don't have a tie on.
Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Ma! Ma! How you doing? Hey, how you doing? You want to be on the radio?
Never been on the radio, no. Well, thank you. Good morning. Sheila Hingorani. Sheila?
Hi, Sheila. I'm Dennis. That's Lenny.
Hi, Sheila. Nice to meet you.
Anthony?
Hi, you watch Rescue Me? You don't watch Rescue Me?
I don't know what show that is.
It's with Dennis Leary.
What do you watch?
What do you watch?
Well, I now moved to San Francisco, so I've been in San Francisco for the last year.
What is that? They don't
They
have Rescue Me in
have
San Francisco?
no television there?
Gay world, it's locked out.
She looks like Wafa bin Laden.
I'm on and he's on.
So what do you watch?
I'm a boring person. I usually watch the business news and the Discovery Channel.
Oh,
Say that
are you
again.
married?
Wow.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Get off the business news.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Where's he?
Oh.
In San Francisco.
Is he gay?
Uh-oh.
No, he's straight.
Yeah, are you sure?
He's the guy.
Very, very straight. You know what he does?
Okay, he's a fag. I'm telling you right now.
Does he notice your
Look
shoes?
at the bus. Look at the bus
Yeah.
right there. There's the show.
Yeah. Yeah, the show's on the side of the bus. See that guy on fire? That's
it.
him.
The man is burning.
That's the soundtrack.
There you go.
Tell your boyfriend he's a very nice guy.
For a fag.
Call him right now. I'm sure he's blowing another guy. But you need to check on that.
I'll make
if he
sure
likes to go shopping and he's in San Francisco by himself right now, you're in trouble.
Hey, nice to meet you.
All right, goodbye, you boring whore.
Kicking the ass right now.
I like how Jimmy commented she looked like Bin Laden's sister-in-law.
Mac is here. Dennis Leary's got to meet Mac. Who's Mac?
Mac, we got to give him some cash today. It's our homeless friend. He's on the corner on the other side of the road.
Hey, meal ticket. Can you back up so you don't get hurt?
Run over. It's your birthday.
Don't get run over, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, if he gets run over, my whole schedule gets thrown off for retirement. Bastard. I love when he says he's going skiing. Break your neck. He skis, yeah. Me, not so much. I don't like the cold.
I like the cold. I just don't like the ski.
I ski.
All right, here we go.
I throw them on. I go right down that mountain.
I've got some of the boys up there. I see one of the fire trucks up there.
I know the terrorist right there.
He touched your hand. You probably got something on your hand now.
Oh, shit.
23. Injured 23.
There he is.
Hey, pal, how are you?
I don't know. Dennis is talking to a fireman.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Checking the hydrant.
Just checking the hydrant?
Make sure it works.
What do you need?
You like Dennis's show?
Yeah, Rescue Me. It's a good show.
Accurate portrayal of the fire department?
Some so. Yeah.
Some so. All the good parts, where it makes you guys look good. The broads love you guys, though, right?
Yeah, he can say that.
You can. I see it. You guys are like sitting out the side of the truck on a call, and the girls are all like creaming over you guys. It's the uniform, does it? Work for you? You single, married, what?
Single.
Single, so you get a lot of pussy, right?
I'm a young guy. I'm only 23, so.
Well, you can still get a lot of pussy at 23.
All right, pal. We'll see you later.
How's that hydrant working? Is there going to be water coming out of it?
No.
Do we need any black children to be...
Anthony,
no?
Anthony,
you don't want to get wet.
Someone has to poke Mac to see if he's living.
Mac!
The
you're
homeless
right.
guy that we see every day.
Mac! You're right, bro.
Why you can't?
How you doing, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, a true Yankees fan.
Well, he had a goddamn Boston hat on when we first saw him. I'm like, no one's giving you fucking money with a Boston hat on sitting there. So he gave him the Yankee hat and had him throw away the Boston hat.
Oh, okay.
Because, come on, New York.
Mac, what team do you really like?
New York.
Yeah?
You're a lying son of a bitch, Mac.
No,
but you're homeless, so, we'll be nice to you.
You know who that is?
No.
Dennis Leary?
The Green Goblin, Spider-Man? No?
Yeah.
You ever watch Rescue Me?
In a suit. He's been in a suit.
House. Never mind.
I know. I'm thinking maybe you could watch TV.
What are you giving him? $10? You son of a bitch! With the contract you just got, come on. You should be giving him.
That's all I got.
No, give him the grand. Go ahead.
You want me to give him the grand? Yeah.
Come on.
How about Opie? Fess up. Give him some money. I'll put the pressure. Jimmy, where?
Give him some of your weed. Come on.
He's got to outdo me with a 20.
And Norton says he'll seize the 20. He raises 100.
Jimmy's giving.
And keeping with the way the contracts are, you get $1 from me.
We're working on it, Jimmy. I swear.
Mac, do you mind showing Dennis Leary your leg?
You gotta show
It's really a tourist attraction here in Manhattan.
Just one time. You gotta get this fixed, bro.
What the hell is this?
It's bad.
All the way up. All the way up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You gotta
get this guy to a hospital. Never mind putting him on a radio show.
We've been telling him, get the hell to a hospital.
What am I telling him? Have somebody pick him up and take him.
The legs might stay if you pick him up. I don't know. He needs an ambulance to come and pick him up. You play a fireman, do something.
You can either have these guys take it to the hospital and get it looked at, or just turn it into a bong and get it over with. You know what I mean?
No, I don't want that.
Table legs.
We were supposed to have a doctor do the walk with us to, try
one
to
of
figure
these
out what
days
this
gonna
was.
Check it out and diagnose it right here on the street corner.
At the top of the to-do list over there. Jesus Christ.
No, Dennis Leary.
This guy's over here watching his leg rot off.
You got to get that fixed. Why haven't you been to the hospital? We give you money for maybe you take a cab over there. It's free for you.
Poe, give him a treat today. Give him a little treat.
What's he got?
Not the cookie. Not the cookie.
Why not? The cookie's good.
I want the cookie.
Jesus Christ.
Well, give him a slice of cake. You got plenty of cake.
Give him a cookie,
Yeah, give him a
cheap
cookie.
fuck.
I can't fucking walk, and you won't give him the cookie.
Jeez.
All right, Mac. We'll see you
All right,
soon.
Mac.
All right.
We'll
see you tomorrow then, Mac.
All right.
Make sure you check out Rescue Me on FX.
Go to the goddamn hospital.
With the
Say hello to Popo over there.
Popo. There we go.
Hey, boys.
Officers. How you doing, guys? You want to say hi to Dennis Leary? All right, they're waving hi.
As Dennis, the NYPD, a couple of the boys.
All right, we're moving on to XM.
Straight up.
I know. We tell him to go to the hospital. How did you see the leg to begin with? Was he in shorts?
You know, that's a good question. How the hell did we see that?
I'm going to bet the under on
Look,
that.
Dennis, a prop.
All right.
You guys...
They doing a photo?
Yeah, E-Rock.
I was that crazy horse on the second and the Falcon, he was home.
Oh, shit.
Where's your camera? Where'd it go? Right here. Oh, okay. Using this phone. That's the only guarantee. Take a picture of that. All right. The other one's so yeah, I love it.
Dennis taking a...
Back up again, Eric. I'm going to bite your neck.
FDNY is hanging out in front of the building, testing out some hydrants. I guess what they're doing today.
They're not testing out hydrants. They wanted to meet Dennis.
You think that's it?
Of course it is.
Testing out hydrants. Oh, now look at this. See? There's girls coming in now. These firemen got it knocked. Knocked. They love them.
All right, moving on.
The girls love the firemen.
Moving on. Lots of cops in the area today. All right, they're talking to... All right.
Take it easy, guys.
Need your mic, sweetie?
That don't matter.
There we go. We continue up the sidewalk.
Oh, you got a mic.
I got a mic. Don't worry about me. Mike's for everybody. It's so nice to be able to walk by cops without having to run.
Lenny Clark.
I've never seen so many cops and firemen on this walk.
Let's go all Irish.
We're always the next part of our entourage.
Is that it now?
Cops, firemen, and hookers, right, Lenny?
That's right. Not in that order.
All right, back in. We'll be upstairs.
Hey, we've made
doing
it.
our show in a couple of minutes. So
Goodbye.
stick
Thanks
with
for the watch.
us.
What the fuck am I? The fuck is this shit?
Disgusting. Sexual. Parents say it is not for kids. Pornography in the workplace being played on TV screens, drawings. They ransacked and took off with the family car. People making nasty comments about women.
Virus spreading in our area, find out where.
Racial language and racist attacks.
Push the button! I'm a black ninja, fuckface!
All right, we remember. Shut up. We smoke pot with Snoop Doggy Dogg on a daily basis.
You're talking out your ass.
There's going to be some action today.
I'm going to crap myself.
Oh, what a log you're going to have.
Holy shit.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Holy shit, Yahoo, indeed.
Oh.
With Opie.
I have psychosis.
Anthony.
I'm a xenophobic asshole.
Jim Norton.
I don't have the chops to do this.
And a bunch of zeros.
Good old Ben.
Steve really is love.
Perfectly enunciating bulb.
Sorry, Steve.
E-Rock.
I bring nothing to the table.
They love when Hawk fucks up.
Shut up. But more importantly, we see Derek's balls.
You just relax. Here comes the funny.
Problem, Hawk?
My crotch is burning so bad.
Shut up.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Never touch that leg. There you go. You sit there, Lenny can sit right there.
Now it's just, we've gotten to the point where we just don't care. Hi, everybody. Hello, XM radio audience.
Yes, hi.
We are here with Lenny Clark.
Yes, and I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be away from that leg.
It's
upstairs.
Yeah, that leg scares the shit out of everybody.
I'm going to take better care of myself starting now.
It looks like what you would get if you took a safari in Africa like 1909.
Right.
And shot a rhinoceros, cut his legs off, and made table legs out of it.
That's it.
That's what it looks like. He's got the scales. It's almost like a hoof-like thing.
Right.
If it wasn't for the pussy bandage around it, which really scares me.
Now, what you ought to do for your next contest, you know, Wacky, have somebody touch it to win tickets.
Just touch it.
Just touch it.
That's bad enough. Because most people would say, lick it. Oh, now you...
I'm going to go by myself.
Oh, it tastes like the banana cream pie filling. Only different. What's that? Christina Aguilera.
Get out of the car.
Paris Hilton. Yeah, that's our wall of fame.
Yeah.
It keeps getting less and less paid. Is that Lindsay Lohan?
No. Britney Spears?
Britney?
Maybe.
Are her tits real?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who cares?
That ain't
How
bad,
fat
though.
is Paris Hilton's pussy? She has a nice fat puss. Really nice one.
Well, when a cock is going in and out of it 24 hours a day,
I don't care
it
why
might
it's
get
swollen.
a little puffy. You don't like thin broads like that?
No, I'm married to a tall, thin girl. I love
Yeah.
tall, thin girls, but that head and the shit that comes out of that head, the helmet is a very important thing.
It's
to me
the
when it
shit
comes
that
to
goes
girls.
into it that's
Well,
important.
whatever. I mean, first of all, she doesn't know how to fuck because we've seen the video.
Yeah.
I have to have a girl who's smart and funny and fucking beautiful. I'm very picky.
Yeah, very.
I just need a chick who's under 300 pounds with a fat pussy. That's all I require.
Jim, that's why you're probably
Well, you know what?
than I am.
You've got to have goals.
You lower those percentiles.
have goals.
You're a much happier guy. You know?
The numbers go up.
Who wants smoothies?
I want a medium
I think I should
iced
probably have a
latte with
smoothie.
soy.
No, I can't have it.
Last time I had a
smoothie for
smoothie.
breakfast.
Wow. That really cleans you out.
I don't need a smoothie today.
You want some cake?
I think we're
No,
going to have
I don't
cake.
eat cake.
No
But then
cake.
again, did
Not big
XM
on the cake.
did XM get me a cake for my birthday?
I
don't
do we
think
have
they
coffee?
did.
Oh, boy.
I have
CBS
coffee right
got me
here.
a cake for my birthday,
Oh,
and they got me tickets to the Mets-Phillies game this Thursday.
We're playing the divorced parents gig with XM and CBS. Now, CBS got Opie a birthday cake and tickets to the Mets game.
Okay.
The
And now
Mets-Phillies game
now he's
this
waiting
Thursday.
to see what Mommy gets.
Now I'm just waiting to see what XM's
What
going to
is
get me for
Mommy
my
going to
birthday.
get me? Daddy got me this. Now, what does Mommy get me?
I say I
How
get
old are you
nothing.
today?
41.
41?
41, you beat the under.
Yeah, you're doing good.
A lot of people said the way you guys were, you'd never make it to
What did your girlfriend get you?
I'll find out in about an hour and a half.
Oh, really? There's some life you guys have. You get up at what, 4 o'clock in the morning?
4:15.
That's
okay.
the worst.
And you're done by what, 10:30?
4:15, you go to work, and you're done by... No, they have to go to 12 now, right? Right? Do you work till 12?
Well, technically, but we can play a lot of tapes.
Today I don't.
Okay.
Today I don't care what anyone else does. I'm out of here at 10:55.
Okay.
I'm right with
so,
you.
11 o'clock, you're done with work.
Today, because it's my birthday.
Okay,
Last night I didn't even
wait.
work on my
Don't
birthday.
try to change the subject.
All right,
Then,
go.
the 20-something-year-old girlfriend, what does she do for a living?
She's looking around right now.
Yeah, she's looking around. She's living off his
She's
salary.
in
Okay,
between
so
careers.
then you meet up with her, you bang her, or she blows you, right? And then... What, you fucking hang around, watch giant plasma TV in your fucking big rich apartment, right? And then you probably get blown or fucked again, and then you go to bed at like 10 so you can get up at 4 and do this. Fuck, you got the life, man.
Yeah.
You definitely have prostate cancer in your future. I'm telling you right now. Have that fucking thing checked. Get that seed put up your ass, because something's going to happen.
David Lee Roth is home
much
listening
good.
to this. Right?
He's at home listening to his old fucking Van Halen tapes going, what was I thinking?
Well, first of all,
What's this?
First of all, hold on. We'll get to this in a second. But what do you guys think?
wow.
What do you guys think of the walkover? First of all,
I thought it was fantastic.
isn't that cool? We get
My
to do that
favorite
every
thing I've ever
day.
done in radio.
We get to do that every day, and every day it's different. Sometimes we
Hey,
have,
cock knocker.
sometimes we get big celebrities like yourselves, and other days it's just us.
That was a nice walk, though. You
That
had a
was
good
good.
crowd of people.
Isn't that nice?
It must
very
suck
nice,
when you're
yeah.
fucking in the middle of a snowstorm or something. Though,
Well,
right?
it was raining last week, and no one followed us, so we were out there with umbrellas.
Yeah,
but-
in the winter, let me tell you, that walk thing ain't gonna
Oh,
fucking
so what is
happen.
this? This is like fucking school all over again.
This
it
is
has the dirty words and then the name of the guy who said it next to it. Like
This is-
when we go to court.
Dennis,
you know,
yes.
Lenny, you said pussy. Dennis, you said tits.
Dennis, this is one of the favorite parts of the show for some people.
People love it, and we even have a sounder
Prick.
for it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wait. Let Anthony get into it. It's really good.
Okay.
Go.
Live from the Opie and Anthony Show studios, the Daily Dump Report.
And here are your dumps for this Tuesday, 5/23/06. It started at 6:40 a.m. with Jim Norton saying "fuck." He might have swallowed the K, but at this point it was academic. He said "fuck." He got right up to the C. And believe it or not, when you say fuck, F-U-C, It's pretty much the same word.
The K is implied.
The K, yeah. 647 shit from a caller. 647 fucking from the same caller who didn't know what the fuck to do on the radio. 804, you can't
Hey, we
say...
went an hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
We were doing well there for a while until someone
804
arrived into the studio.
Opie said you can't say fuck. Now, how did the first dump... was you saying you can't say fuck?
I know.
Who
and
said fuck? And why
because
wasn't
I
that?
asked him, I said, can I say no?
What words can we say?
Yeah, maybe that's
and
what
Opie
it
said
was.
you can't say fuck.
I was just trying to help out my friend Dennis Leary.
804,
They said,
Dennis
by the way, my
Leary.
name is spelt wrong. Okay.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
There's
so
only
fuck
one
you.
N.
Yeah. Assholes. Just remember the word penis and then put a fucking D on the front.
You can't say
804.
penis on that show, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
Tit, which the lightest of the words that you use the entire time
I
at
love
804.
Dennis Leary at 804 was on a roll.
Look at all at 804.
Let's just acknowledge 804 as a fine time to be listening to the first half of the show.
804, cockknocker, Lenny Clark.
Yeah.
Which I want to contest.
You want to
You want to contest the
I think we
cockknocker?
should contest.
Is this radio show under protest?
Yeah, well, not this one, but that last fucking show where you can't even talk about tits or a cockknocker. What is a cockknocker?
Who even knows what the fuck a cockknocker
That's
is?
right. So you look up at a
Yeah, you know what, Lenny? I always thought, ever since you invented the word cockknocker, which was back in the late 70s, I always thought it was a door knocker that was shaped like a cock. You go up to someone's house and you have to grab the cock and let it go, and it bangs on the door, and the guy goes, "Who's out there?"
It's me, you cockknocker.
Yeah.
An Irish guy.
Yeah.
Not only 2 times at 804 you said cockknocker.
So I think we should contest that.
So it was like cockknocker, and then someone said, "No, you can't say that," and you said, "What? Cockknocker?"
They tricked me. I was tricked.
Well, so was Dennis at 804 when he said fuck, and someone apparently said, "I don't think you can say that," and Dennis said, "Fuck."
This is all 804.
Which I replied to.
And
Don't
then at
listen to that
804,
asshole.
Again, Lenny must have called Dennis an asshole for saying fuck.
There was 9 dumps.
And then at 804, Dennis again said fuck.
Why isn't there a second-by-second breakdown at 804?
There really should be at
804.17.
Yeah, look at 804. We broke the record for 1 minute.
All right, cockknocker, fuck, asshole, fuck, shit.
This next one
all
I'm
at
surprised
804.
at. 813 I'm surprised at.
Well, no, I'm not surprised at that one as much as 809. 5 minutes passed before Dennis said shit, and I'm sure it was shit. We haven't cursed in 5 minutes. At 813.
This is the gray area they talk about with the FCC.
well.
Oh, yeah, the gray area where it's double entendre. Yeah, this one could have gone either way at 813. Dennis said, "The cocksucker grabbed me here."
Yeah, I don't even know what
That's
I was
almost not
talking
allowed on
about.
satellite.
And at 813, again, I was jerking off Dennis Leary.
Dennis is a potty mouth.
Nope.
At 825,
It's not me. People are channeling themselves through me.
Dennis again, shit.
Yeah, it's not.
At 825, again, Dennis, blow me.
But it was a stuttering problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
right.
again at 825, he said, blow me.
So it's blow me.
And then he was arguing whether he can or can't say blow me.
Blow me. So he argued the point at 825, saying they said blow job on Leno.
Let me
Followed up
Followed at 825 by blow me.
825, he was on a roll.
I didn't think you could say that many times in a minute.
So 825, it was shit, blow me. They said blow job on Leno and blow me.
And then at
all by Dennis
826,
Leary.
a minute later, he must have been pissed at the whole blow me controversy because he said bullshit. Oh, wow. And then we went, wow, a long time.
Yeah, 16
From 826
minutes.
to
You can't say they
842.
can suck. They suck the talent out of my penis. You can't say that.
Talent has been sucked out of his penis.
What can't they say? I'd like to contest
I was
this,
talking about
too.
Madonna's husband.
No, I
Yeah.
know, but I would like to contest
I
this
think
because penis you can
anything.
say on
I didn't
regular
say that
radio.
she sucked it out of his penis.
No.
There's a certain way you can use penis on the radio. And
Like, oh, I banged my penis.
which
Which would be a cock knocker.
probably, technically, I think you're right.
Yeah.
We might have to
We'll
go
contest
to
him.
court with that one.
We'll go
I
into
think
court on
penis,
that.
if you said he received an injury to his penis, something like that. But anything being sucked out of a penis is a no-no.
What if a snake bit you in the penis? Opie gets bitten by a snake in the cock, right? And then somebody has to suck the poison out of his
Dennis,
penis.
You're gonna
funny
die.
you mentioned this. This happened once.
That's right.
And Jimmy Norton was a trooper.
And it was a gardener snake.
It was a rubber snake that someone threw in
Opie's laugh. It was
And
a boa
Jimmy,
constrictor.
Johnny on the spot.
It didn't even bite it.
Didn't have fangs.
I just sucked the swelling out because I'm a good friend.
And then they had a little problem at 8:44 over there. Huh?
Yeah, wow. Bang your kids?
Yeah. We're talking about the Catholic Church.
Yeah, see, now the Muslims, once again, not one Muslim remark in the whole thing.
Absolutely not.
Norton's right. Norton, you're right again. Norton.
Muslims can bang their kids. But when it's the Catholic Church, it gets dumb.
So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Is it a record?
16, 17,
Oh,
18,
hell yeah.
19,
Oh,
20.
good.
22 dumps today.
22
That's a record?
dumps, Dennis.
Yeah.
And that
That's a
was
record.
us not trying to go over and screw up, fuck
Right.
up the show.
That's
Dennis.
right.
That is a true record that
I
will not
can't
be broken
believe
anytime
it.
soon.
Well,
We usually have like
I'd like to thank the Academy, and I couldn't have done it without Lenny,
And that
Lenny.
cocksucker Guy Ritchie.
who was right. You got me those two cock knockers. That
puts you over
made
the
a
top.
difference.
That's
you know?
it.
You know.
The 2 cock knockers as an assist.
And yet,
I think that puts you
I
over
want
the
to
top.
contest them.
Yeah.
I want to contest
the rest of the show is under protest.
Well, with the record now is going to have an asterisk.
Wait, when did
God damn it. Protesting.
Motherfucker.
When did
All right, I
when did
refuse
Dane say
to protest.
blowjob on the Tonight Show? When did he say that?
Dane Cook. Somebody was telling me yesterday. It just happened to be yesterday that somebody said, "Hey, did you see Dane Cook on?"
You're sure he wasn't giving a blowjob on Leno?
Yeah, he was.
I'm
he was
kidding,
on
of
with Lindsay
course.
Lohan.
Yeah,
and
see?
they said, "What do guys like to get for Christmas?" And apparently, he ran up to one of the cameras and grabbed it and said, "Ladies and all the ladies in the audience, I want to tell you what every guy in the world wants for gay and straight wants for Christmas: a blowjob." And Lindsay Lohan said, "Hey, my mom's in the audience." She said, "I saw your mom at a party last night. Believe me, she knows what a blowjob is."
Holy
This is a great line.
shit, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they let it go.
Good.
You know?
Wow.
I know.
Oh, we got
did she
to
really-
find that
Did she
audio
really
now.
get fucking self-righteous about her mom being in the audience?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, she
Probably.
stinks.
I got
Left her fucking
I
eat her
got in a
ass.
huge fight on Leno when I was just on it last week or the week before, after my segment with the segment producer. I had a bit. I have a bit that I do where I bring out a ton of product and I do it on every talk show. And I
Oh, it's funny.
Some of it,
yeah,
some of it's mine and some of it's just stuff that books that I'm reading.
Yep.
Or whatever. And it kills every time I do it. On Conan, Stewart, even on Leno. The last time I was on Letterman,
I've seen it. At first,
and the guy,
it looks like
the
you're
guy
just
wouldn't let me do
talking
it.
wares.
He wouldn't let me do it because I got there late and he said, "We can't make any changes. It's too late to make changes." And I was like, "There's no changes. Bring the stuff out and I'll do it at the end." And he wouldn't let me do it. So when my segment was done, which was I'm always good on that show, Jay asked me to stay for Bob Uecker, which I agreed to. And when the guy walked out, I'm sick of this Hollywood bullshit. The guy walked out like everything was great. And I said, "You know what? Fuck you, cocksucker." Right in front of the audience. Fuck you. 15 years. I've been doing this fucking show. I kill every fucking time. I'm a fucking comedian. You don't have the fucking balls to have some faith in me. Fuck you. Oh, we have a problem? Yeah, we have a huge problem. I'm funny, you're not.
Cursing at you,
Yeah,
asshole.
and Jay was like, "What's the problem? I'm fucking sick of that bullshit, man."
Yeah, do we have a problem?
And he's like, wait till you see on dump sheet.
You know what it's like to do a fucking talk show. Like, I'm a comedian. I work on it. I come up with fucking material. I fucking do new shit on every show when I go on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy. I'm fucking shooting a TV show. So I do it in the fucking car on the way home or at home on my computer. And this cocksucker's telling me, you can't do the bit. Fuck you. What am I writing it for then? I'm not a fucking rookie. So anyway.
Right, to come on your show
and of course, I'm
entertain
sure
your
nobody
audience.
screams at him in front of Leno and the audience.
Yeah.
But I'm sick of it. I'm done
I
with
think
it.
that whatever decisions they make over there at Jay's show are just fantastic.
Jimmy's kissing a little more ass.
Jimmy's going to be on
Kiss
Leno
ass. I'm
soon.
just telling you, I do all the talk shows, and I'm fucking tired of people. And I left there and went straight to Craig Ferguson and did the exact same fucking bit, and it killed. So don't fucking tell me. It's like a baseball player. Put me up at the plate. Okay, here's my batting average. I'm batting .320, and you're going to fucking tell me not to hit the fastball? Fuck you. You're a fucking segment producer. I'm a fucking comedian. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm too old.
Jimmy?
I'm almost 50 years old. You want me on the show? Shut the fuck up. Tell the guy to introduce me, and I'll fucking be funny for fucking 12 minutes.
There we go.
You fucking asshole.
Cocksucker.
Life's too fucking short.
Well, it's my birthday today,
Jimmy
but
knows which ass cheek his career's buttered on.
I certainly do. And another gentleman from Boston who just happens to have a bigger chin, so I'll put my face right in between those cheeks and
How many
nuzzle.
How many days does he have left? Under 1,000,
In
right?
2009.
I like Leno. He lets you get away with more than anybody, though, as far as content. Like when you
No, but I'm not complaining
No, I
about
know you're
Jay.
not. I know.
mean, Jay hires these guys, so ultimately, like I said
How
to
many
Jay,
days
I don't
left?
want the guy
How
to
many
get fired.
days left,
I understand
Jimmy?
what he's doing.
How many
He's got-
days left, Jimmy?
He's got 2 years left.
You know how many days.
Not enough.
You know how many days.
Conan's people hate me.
All right, here we go.
Why?
Listen.
Why do they hate
They
you?
just don't like me.
Oh,
I'm
what
like an
have we
alternative
got?
comic. I don't know. Because I don't have ironic
sucks.
distance,
All right, listen.
as Colin would say.
Today it's my birthday, but Anthony and I are giving out the gifts for
In
Lenny
the
Clark.
spirit of giving.
Hey,
Lenny Clark and
Oh,
Dennis
you guys
Leary.
are fucking awesome.
These
man.
are the latest XM to
so
go.
I can take you everywhere.
These things, live programming as you're walking, like a Walkman,
I don't have to be near a Tower of of some sort?
No, you can if you want.
I don't want the towel.
You know.
Can you turn this into a bong?
Yeah. Drill a hole in the top.
Thank you, guys. This is awesome.
Just like you turn anything into a bong, right?
Exactly.
Just set up and go.
When you want to smoke pot, you'll make a bong.
Exactly right.
I think it's all ready to go. I don't know.
Now,
it better be.
Can I point out that the XM cake happens to have fucking strawberries, which the other cake didn't?
Yeah, I think the XM cake may be better.
It really is.
Cake.
Oh, look at that.
I'll let you know after I shove a piece in my fucking fat face.
And on the top of the cake, it says "Happy Birthday, Jimmy," crossed out, Anthony crossed out, and then Opie.
Aren't they clever?
Very nice.
That's kind of cute. You know, the two names wrong, then the third one right.
It's stupid.
Oh, boy.
No, 2 out of 3.
You fucking guys.
So they got the Pioneer Airwear.
Living the life.
Thank you, Pioneer. Thank you, Opie Anthony.
XM to go.
Great.
But I got to go and continue my media tour.
I know you do.
It's my
That's why
only
we
day
want
off
to give
from
you
work.
the
Well, I appreciate it.
Hey, listen. So can we just one more time for your audience on satellite say next Tuesday night, 10 o'clock, FX, Rescue Me debuts season 3. The soundtrack comes out the same day, which is a fabulous fucking soundtrack. The DVD for the second season is in stores now. I should push Franz Halomida's documentary, which I've been pushing. There's a thing called When Stand-Up Stood Out. It's a history of the Boston comedy scene. It's a great documentary. It's got myself and Lenny on there. It's really the Lenny Clark story when you think about it. I mean, most of the documentary is about him and his brother Mike.
We're going to court over this.
When Stand-Up Stood Out. So go out there and pick it up. And
On
also,
Lifetime,
the best
Lenny
fucking
Clark
rock and roll album I've heard in the last 5 to 10 years is a record called Powder Burns. Powder Burns by the Twilight Singers, which is a band headed by Greg Dooley, who used to be the lead singer in the Afghan Wigs. It's a fucking great record. Go out and fucking buy it. I'm telling you, man. I don't know. I think the songs are about addiction. I'm not certain, but I'm sitting there. I'm listening to this song about what I think is cocaine addiction, and it's a dance number. It's fucking awesome. It's a great fucking record.
Which is always good when you.
That's right.
Better than a ballad when you're on coke. I don't want to hear a ballad.
Hey, one phone call before you guys leave.
All right.
I guess there's a Rescue Me drinking game out there.
Is there really?
Really?
I want to turn some people onto this. Donahue in Philly, what's up?
Can't do it.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Dennis, have you heard about the drinking game for Rescue Me yet?
No, what is it?
Oh, it's great. It's the Holy Rescue Me game. Anytime you say Christ, Jesus, or God, you have to take a sip.
Oh, you know what? I'm so glad you gave me that information because we have 6 episodes left to write, and I'm telling you, you're going to need a new liver by the end of the season. I am going to rewrite. So it's Christ,
Jesus,
and God.
God is a sip. All right. Anytime you walk into a church, you have to chug a beer.
Wait, hang on a second.
Wow.
I got to write this down. Hang on.
He's writing it down.
Wait, so walking into a church
is a chug of a beer.
Do a dream sequence where you walk into the same church 100 times.
That's a chug. Jesus.
The first episode.
Wait, Jesus.
Hold on.
Wait. Jesus, God, and Christ is a sip.
Yeah, you just got a pen and paper, so start over.
Okay, so I got those two. Now,
okay, now
keep
what?
going.
Jesus, God, and Christ are a sip of beer.
Yeah, we know.
Anytime you walk into a church or anybody, including your cousin, like any priest or your cousin or your child molesting half-brother or whatever, anytime they spoke was a chug of a beer. So anytime you walked into a church or somebody that was a priest or is a priest, you have to chug.
Well, you ain't going to see him no more.
Okay. What else?
All right. Anytime you have a vision of a dead person is a shot at J-Mo.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
All right. The first episode, when you have all those dead kids in the background on the beach, I fucking hated you.
Oh, my
That's a
God.
lot of shots.
That's like
What,
fucking
for each
8
one?
shots? 7 shots? All right.
I don't know. I bought the first season, and second season, you guys got to do something better. 'Cause I had to go to 5 stores to buay that. But
That's because they sold out, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know.
Anything else I need to know about the drinking game?
Yeah. The last one is, anytime you have a holy vision, like Mary Magdalene, Jesus Christ, or, like that, it's a double shot and a beer.
Wow.
Ooh, wow. God. You guys are in.
Hey, by the way, how hot was Mary Magdalene?
I thought she was very
she's hot.
She's really hot.
Who played her?
The worst part is I'm out in Michigan for law school, and you got a bunch of future lawyers getting shit-faced to this.
That's great.
All right, Donnie, thank you.
Nice to know if we get in trouble, you guys will be defending us.
Who directed that one? Cool.
All right, guys, keep watching.
All right. And you signed on for more seasons, right? Someone's asking?
I can't speak about
ongoing negotiations.
There's going to be one more season at least. I can't discuss what I would like to do because I like.
Yes, you can. It's satellite. You can say whatever the fuck
I like
you
to
want.
shock people. I like to do something shocking. You know.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever done a show that just ended in the middle of a season that was supposed to be a certain number.
Without being
where it just
canceled.
fucking
I've done that
shockingly
several
ends.
times.
I'd like to do something like that.
That would be cool.
Wow.
We're going to be around less longer than most TV shows. I don't like the idea of being on for too long, ever. Plus, I have ADD, as does Lenny. So, as far as I'm concerned...
He's got movies to film.
No, it's actually not about the movie. I want
Ice Age 5.
Ice Age 8, baby. So, we'll see what happens, you know? There's going to be a fourth season. I just, beyond that, I don't like to even think about it. I'm fucking writing the thing. It's killing me. You know what I mean? I wish Lenny was writing it, then I'd be fine.
Lenny can't write. I can barely read.
I know. Can you read?
Well, not really.
No, because he's dyslexic.
You just tell me what you want.
But you got to sit in the trailer with him and tell him his lines.
He has to put his lines on cardboard, and he has to walk around. And it's tough for him.
Flashcards.
The first book you read was after.
First book I ever read was Merv.
Right.
And I stole it on the way to Hawaii. I'm not proud of it.
Did you see Merv and Larry King? He's like 80 years old. He still smokes. He looks like he's 50.
Oh.
That semen diet must really be working, huh?
I got to tell you, I took off in a hot air balloon out of his backyard. And I was so excited, because I took the wife. She said, let's do something romantic. We end up in Merv Griffith's backyard. And the guy goes, you got to be quiet. This is Merv Griffith's backyard. I said, I always wanted to meet Merv. I read his book. Next thing you know, we unleashed the hounds. The dogs were chasing, nipping at the balloon. I took off out of,
what the hell are you doing landing a balloon?
What the fuck were you doing in a balloon? Mexicans, I thought that would, I got out of a magazine.
You just land in Merv's backyard in a balloon.
We took off. We landed at a supposedly deserted airstrip, which wasn't deserted.
You guys have to understand something. And this is him now. It's not like when he was fucked up.
Right.
He comes, a couple months ago, he comes to hang out, whatever we were doing, and he goes, I'm going to get shot out of a cannon. I go, what? Dead serious. He goes, I want to get shot out of a cannon, but I found out that it's pretty fucking dangerous.
86% failure rate.
Yeah. He wanted to fucking get shot out of a cannon. I go, what are you've lived this long and this is how it's going to end?
Well, some circus folk are all right. A lot of the county people I don't care for, but I just thought if you're going to be in a circus, that's the way. That's the way.
The cannon.
Because I ran away from a circus and joined the home. However, it had been the other way around, I would have been the cannon guy. But I saw this, on the History Channel, one of these channels, all the deaths involved. 86% death rate. That's not good.
Another dream dies.
Yeah, so being older now, I just said, I'm going to let it pass.
These guys are cleaner now than they were on terrestrial.
I know.
Fucking...
there you go.
Tom Saletti just fucking flew. For Christmas, I bought him through the Air Force. I got him a fucking a morning in a jet fighter where you get the dog fight.
Oh, the dog fight.
Dog fight. And they put a camera in there, and he fucking puked twice, but he did 6 dog fights.
How'd he do?
He did all right, man. But this is a real dog fight. You roll.
Oh, I know. You're rolling.
Fucking awesome.
You're in control of the plane.
No, I'm not doing it. Fucking Tom Saletti did it.
Did they let you fly?
He flew the
pilot takes you up. Pilot takes you up. But then you get control of it. You get lessons on how to fly the thing. And then if you get in trouble, there's a pilot that's going to... But you're responsible for getting the guy into your sights and hitting the trigger. And they have some kind of infrared or whatever it is that hits the other plane. And the other guy's trying to keep you off his ass. You're actually flying the plane, though.
It's awesome.
It's a real-life video game. And then the pilot lands it for you.
That seems bad.
I can't.
That sounds like a bad
How
idea.
cool does that sound?
Well,
and they use, old Russian MiGs. They get these planes that they bought off a Russian surplus.
It's crazy.
All right, one more phone
like
call.
A blast.
Then we got to get these guys out of here. Jamie in Houston. Jamie.
Hey guys, you rock hard down here in Missouri City. Hey, tell the story. I remember you telling the story on Alex Bennett years ago about when you were wrestled up Julia Childs one night.
A Julia Childs story?
Yeah.
Oh, we went to her house and
Lenny Clark
broke her window and said, "Make us breakfast, you bitch." And then her husband came out, and he, I could have beat him up, but he was too old. You don't want to beat up an old guy, especially when you heard the police sirens coming. But we were out, we were pretty high, and someone said, "Man, I'm hungry." I go, well, "Let's go by Julia Child's house and have her make us breakfast." And someone said, "Agree with me." We ended up.
Someone thought that was a good idea.
I always love when you say that. Somebody agreed with me. That's why it happened. It wasn't Lenny's fault. guys had a crazy idea, and somebody said, let's go, and off we went.
And you know, a guy that agreed is as drunk as you were.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, it's like I didn't get to say that on your radio. I met Walter Cronkite.
Oh, my God, it's one of my favorite stories of all time.
I see him down, he lives on the island, and I went up to him, hey, Walter Cronkite, how you doing, Walter? He goes, get away from me, you fresh cocksucker.
Walter Cronkite saying cocksucker.
Called me a fresh cocksucker.
Wow.
No, he's fucking Carly Simon's little sister. I mean,
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
He's not.
His wife wasn't dead a minute he was banging her. He fucked his senseless. I seen him on the
Which sister? The one that used to sit on the porch of that store in the vineyard?
Yes.
He's fucking her?
Yeah.
Oh, my
That's
God.
Walter Cronkite.
See?
He'll be fucking Katie Couric.
Nobody talks.
Katie Couric will be sucking his cock.
Nobody says anything about network news pussy. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These guys get fucking laid for telling the news.
That's right. Reading the fucking news.
And you get
$100 million a year, and you are a pussy.
And now even the cocksuckers are saying the war is not winnable. Who knew he had such a potty mouth?
Fuck you, Walter.
All right. Where are you off to now?
I've got I don't know. I got a schedule. I got to call.
You're lying.
A schedule.
The main office.
Stick to your schedule.
I think I'm actually staying here and doing phoners.
Can you do them on the air?
I
We love
can't.
when we do that.
I can't.
Jimmy does that all the time. It's
Yeah, does he?
hilarious.
Well, that's Jimmy.
Tell
That's
us about
Jimmy's bit.
Tell us about
Tragic.
Rescue Me.
Yeah. And now after doing this fucking show, you can imagine how much it's going to
forget
suck
about it.
doing regular
Fuck, cunt,
phoners.
fuck,
Yeah.
Cocksucker. I'm going to go in the next radio.
And they'll be like, Walter?
Cocksucker.
Hey, I got a question
You're
for you.
interviewing?
This broad and this guy who do the CNN morning show, they're both named O'Brien. Are they brother and sister?
Husband and wife?
Are they husband and wife?
I don't know.
Lovers.
Who cares?
I'm just saying.
A river rescue in
River rescue.
L.A. You never see that.
Yeah, fuck them. Like the river in L.A. You ever seen it? It's like 2 inches deep. It's a fucking river.
It's
You know?
jam-packed with
You
Mexicans.
couldn't drown that homeless guy with the bad leg in that fucking river. You're going to hold him underwater, he'd still live. All right, guys.
All
It's been a fucking pleasure.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for the prize. Congratulations on continued success.
Thank you.
Yes.
You know,
Knock on
continued
everything.
world domination for you fuckers.
Jesus.
Cocksuckers. Take the money and run.
Hey, Gotti's indicted again. Well, what do you know? Some things never fucking
Boy, they
change.
will just keep pounding until they get something that sticks.
Oh, here he comes. Curtis Lewa.
Good old
Still wearing the
Curtis.
fucking beret.
Yeah, that went out of style, didn't it?
Yeah, right about a minute after he invented it.
Exactly.
After he fake invented the Guardian Angels.
I love how there's
You
no
know?
new Guardian Angels. They're all big, fat,
They're all
old
big,
guys
fat,
now.
50-year-old cocksuckers. You know what I
They
mean?
can't get a
Who are
new
you going to
recruit.
fucking chase, you motherfucker? Yeah.
No new recruits on the Guardian Angels.
We're going to take a break. They might be here. Who knows? Dennis Leary and Lenny Clark, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Happy birthday.
I can't wait
That's
for
right,
the new
you
season of
cocksucker.
Rescue Me. It's going to be great.
You're listening to the soothing sounds of Opie and Anthony. So sit back, relax, have yourself some herbal tea, close your eyes, and drift away with O&A.
Big ass cock. Hi. This is great. You dick. Bye. Shut up. Fuck all y'all.
Horrific and tasteless.
It's called sarcasm.
I've never heard anything as offensive and gross as you are. And that's why I'm signing up.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I got to find out, man.
It had the consistency of strawberry, though.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. That's Godsmack. Speak to me.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't catch it.
We're really big fans of Godsmack. Still fighting a dumb battle with WAF in Boston. We want Godsmack on the show, but they're kind of cock-blocking. It's just a whole thing that's going on.
Why would they want to...
And it's really out of Sully's control. I'm not blaming Sully, but it's just a pain in the ass.
How about going with the station that actually broadcasts into Boston without any static? Wouldn't you like to hear Godsmack in Boston without and dropouts?
Well, we were supposed to get Godsmack on the show, and I don't know. I mean, when the CD first came out, They did a lot of press in New York, and unfortunately, we were bypassed. And I'm not blaming the band personally. It's the people behind the band.
Yeah, but you know what? The band can say they want to do something and do it. They're
it's really big boys.
The band can, believe me.
It's really frustrating. I think what happened when we were on, the first half of the Opie and Anthony show where we broadcast all these terrestrial stations, whatever, we were discussing that Godsmack's coming in soon, and then all of a sudden it just was dropped. So I think, the boys at AF found out, made some calls, put some pressure on them, and now it's kind of like, we're trying to figure it out.
Well, what are you going to do? If one station in Boston can block anybody from coming on a nationally syndicated show to Canada and the U.S. and on at least 7 terrestrial stations, I don't know what to tell you.
We're doing much better with guests, but we're still dealing with bullshit. Like, we should have had the American Idol people on. We had one American Idol guy on.
Fuck them. They are fucking clown shoes. Fuck them in their fucking asses.
By the way, someone's got to help me out. I'm deathly allergic to cherries.
Just don't even fuck with the cake. I'm not sure what it is, dude.
If it's deathly, don't eat it.
Don't eat it.
If it's kind of swelling and funny looking, do it because it'll be entertaining. Let me
I thought it was a cherry,
Let me say it.
Is it cherries or strawberries?
We don't know.
What?
It's strawberry shortcake, so I doubt it. And the consistency it had was very strawberry-like.
This looks like cherries. This looks like a cherry.
You sure it's not just sliced strawberry?
E-Rock, it's up to you. Try the cake.
All right.
Try the cake.
If it's
would you like some cake? No, my health won't allow it.
By the way,
what a dud I am today.
What is it?
Strawberry.
That looks like cherries, though.
I know
E-Rock says it's strawberry.
We can't mess this one up.
It means it's strawberry.
Why don't you have some ice cream cake? It's better. I've had both. Strawberry shortcake stinks. All of it.
It's delicious.
It's cakey and ass-ish. I would go.
I had some ice cream cake.
Fucking ice cream cake.
And the strawberry shortcake was better.
No,
the ice cream cake is
better.
melted now.
No, it's not. It's still chilly and delicious. And if Sam doesn't cut me a small sliver, I'm going to kick him in his raceless ass.
By the way, where's
Good luck
Ben?
finding it.
Get Ben.
Thanks. Jesus, when I said sliver, you don't fuck around. Looks like you with cream on you.
I want to thank CBS for acknowledging my birthday today with a fine ice cream birthday cake
and an ovation that I've never seen in my life of management and sales staff.
Joel Hollander himself.
Joel Hollander was there himself. Come on.
The whole sales staff came in. It was lots and lots of suits. They decided not to do it on the air. They should have, because it would have been really embarrassing and stupid.
Yeah.
But they did it during the really long commercial break. And then Joel Hollander handed me tickets, knowing that I'm a Mets fan, to see the Mets and the Phillies Thursday. Not only did he give me Met tickets, he gave me Met tickets for an afternoon game, knowing that I have to get up really, really early.
Right, so not a night game.
It's like the perfect birthday gift. Came over here, and I announced right off the bat that I want to thank XM for the fine birthday cake. And now I'm finding out that actually XM did not buy the birthday cake.
No.
It was Ben and the boys.
Eric actually went and bought it.
E-Rock?
Of course he went and bought it, but we all, discussed it. We were trying to think of something to do, but...
I haven't asked for anything from CBS yet. I have not asked.
They asked Jim about Sabbath today.
Yeah.
He said he couldn't do it.
I am asking for something right now.
Wow.
I'm going to ask for something.
What?
I am going...
Jesus. Thanks, E-Rock.
Why don't you clean the boss's plate?
My God, what a mess. Would you vomit that up?
What, are you like a mother bird and you chew my food for me?
Hey, how about this?
And he wants to puke it into your mouth.
Hey, soon to be fired. How about putting a napkin under that and giving it to the boss on his birthday? Stop fucking around.
You don't serve birthday cake with half the cake on the bottom of the plate?
Not to the boss, you don't.
It was on the bottom of the plate.
Of course.
Don't argue with Ope. Just fucking check next time.
Of course you didn't know.
Why don't you throw out that fucking cherry-ridden piece of shit cake in front of you?
Here's what I'm asking for.
Shouldn't you say this on the CBS show, though?
No, because somebody from here will hear it, and maybe a producer or somebody, and get in touch with the correct people over there at CBS.
Game on.
Game on. Here it is. I did a charity auction thing where I bought tickets for Radio City Music Hall to see Stephen King reading from one of his books.
When?
It's a reading. It's in June. I don't know the exact date, but it's up on the website for Radio City and everything. And it's for charity and stuff. I would like to know, because it's put on by CBS and Simon & Schuster, who we kind of know.
Yep.
Wink, wink.
You want to meet Stephen King?
I want to see if we could have a meet and greet thing. Me and my girl meet Stephen King. For hello. Just say hello, shake the guy's hand, maybe get a picture of the best writer ever, Stephen King.
We've been trying to get Stephen King on our show because he writes a pop.
If CBS can make that happen for me, I am forever indebted.
How do you know people from Simon?
You know he's a.
I'm just saying.
No, he's a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, I know he's a Red Sox fan, and you know something? That blows right past me. I don't care. That man could love whatever team he wants.
We've been trying to get Stephen King on the show because he does a great pop culture column in Entertainment Weekly.
He's a brilliant guy.
I read it all the time.
Yes.
I think it's awesome.
And I would like me and my gal to meet Stephen King backstage at Radio City Music Hall during this reading.
All right, we'll work on that. I'll put the
put the feelers out.
I'll tell you who he's going in the booth with on Thursday at the Met game.
Uh-oh.
Mike and the Mad Dog?
Mike the Mad Dog.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell.
Oh, my God. Hey, Mikey, you won't believe who's coming in. It's the guy that stole your wine over at one of the restaurants they ate at. Who's just sending you a message?
See, I told you I have that.
I
Isn't
know.
that awesome?
When
all my birthday messages are coming.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jimmy, that is a goddamn disgrace.
That was before, though.
It just hit me.
I'm sorry. You know what it was? The ice cream cake.
All right, hold on.
Now I got to put the cake up to my face.
Hold on.
Ice cream.
Oh, it's strawberry and shit.
A phone call.
Strawberry shit.
Ice cream cake upsets my innards.
It's strawberry shit cake cream on top.
It's Opie. Can I
I'm
talk
sorry. Ice cream cake upsets me.
Are you kidding? Has the XM show degraded to the point where we now just come here and carry on business?
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm calling Joel Hollander personally, and I just found out he went into the bathroom. He's taking a dump. When is he going to be done, you think?
Look, I don't want to come off as the whole every time on this show, but you say stuff that you got to be quelled. You must be stopped.
It's going to be quick. He must have the liquid,
No, he doesn't.
Hey, I got his secretary on the phone.
In there
She's
like a
saying that...
businessman.
No.
Straightening his tie, washing his hands.
Behaving like a gentleman.
Looking in the mirror, grooming himself as the executive
have him
that
call
he
my
is.
cell phone immediately. We got some serious stuff that needs to be discussed.
Don't make
Opie
him. Don't alarm him.
Opie and Anthony show. Yes.
Mornings.
It's not Anthony. Anthony would not be calling.
No,
Joel Hollander.
I'm right here.
Oh, he's right here though. All right, have Joel call us back. All right. Goodbye.
Don't snap it closed on this second. You are making me have to play part of the whole with the way you treat the. Yeah, Kenny stinks in here, right?
Close the door, Kenny. Well, our broadcast, our volume must be controlled.
No, keep
Close
the door open. That is one of the worst ones
ever.
Like ever, as far as longevity.
Well, thank you.
Smell-wise, I've smelled worse out of you, but longevity, it's still lingering so strongly, even after I'm using what.
Lysol.
This is crisp linen. I need lemon.
You know what it is? It's.
Where is the lemon?
You know what it is, Aunt? It's the ice cream cake upsets me.
Does it make your stomach nervous?
It gives me a sour stomach.
Do you get nervous like you think you're at a party and you have to mingle with people?
Well, it was like when I won that award when I was a kid. I was all nervous.
Oh, God, are you... Oh.
I didn't want to go up and accept my trophy. I was just shy.
Hey. XM has less than an hour to get me my birthday gift.
Need something to drink, GH?
You're not getting a gift.
No.
CBS gave me a great gift.
You'll get your gift when I get my raise.
We've been here too long, is what it is. The honeymoon is well over here.
We never had a honeymoon. What honeymoon? It was jerk me off in the back seat and get out.
What honeymoon?
Whatever honeymoon it was is over, and now it is a working relationship. We must come in here and perform, and they must compensate us for said performance. That is our relationship. We're still chumming it up over there.
We sure are.
We're still chumming it up with the brass.
I don't know.
Oh, there's tickets going out.
Last week
cake.
a Stanley Cup. This today birthday cake by the entire staff.
Mets tickets.
And Mets tickets for a day game.
I'll also need Yankee tickets.
By the way, John in Jersey has a
maybe for this Saturday.
John from Jersey. Listen, John.
They're in town, right?
Opie, I just want to defend XM Satellite Radio for not getting you Mets-Phillies tickets, because where the heck are they going to get Major League Baseball tickets? Come on.
That's a good point, man.
That is a good point you make.
They really don't have any connections to baseball. It would be kind of silly to expect them to make a connection to baseball. You're right. You raise an excellent point.
You sure do.
That's all. You know, what are you going to do?
Cool.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go to Tomcat the trucker. Tomcat.
Hey, guys. Happy birthday, Opie. I love you, Jimmy Cakes.
Thank you.
I get nothing.
Hey, I was just going to tell you, I know how you guys say you can't have a funny show without swearing.
Fuck yourself. Go
your show
fuck
today
yourself.
On 3FM was
Fuck your
hilarious.
mother. Fuck your mother.
Tomcat.
I got nothing from you.
You love, happy birthday, Opie. You love Jimmy Cakes. What about our good friend, Anthony?
I sit here and have to listen to your drivel, and I get nothing in
you
return.
toil day in, day out, Ant.
I didn't get a hello even.
I love you too, Anthony. I said, hey, guys. That includes all of you.
But you specifically said happy birthday to Ope. You specifically said I love you, Jimmy Cakes. And I saw Anthony wringing his fingers because a compliment was coming.
I thought one was coming, and then you went into your drivel.
It wasn't drivel. He said the CBS show today sounded really, really good. And he didn't think we could do a good radio show without cursing.
Well, thank
you, Tom. I like you.
We'll settle it like this. Thank you for the compliment, cunt face.
All right, fucker.
All right, bro. I like Tomcat. Oh.
What is that? That's Ben snoring. That means a phone call.
Hello?
Steve's car is a text, by the way.
All right, I got Joel Hollander here.
Does he know we're on the air?
We're not really on the air. Opie's on the air.
Joel, you're sort of on the air. I guess because of the FCC, I got to tell you that. Your voice isn't on the air, but my voice is on the
Opie
air.
says.
I want to thank you for the birthday
to get a
cake.
big kick out of it when it happened to Fareed, by the way.
And the Mets tickets for that fine day game on Thursday, meaning you know a lot about me, and I appreciate that. It's a fine birthday gift.
Now he's thanking.
What's the other shoe that's going to drop? You know how you got me the Stanley Cup last week? Anthony kind of wants something. It's really simple, too. He just wants to meet Stephen King.
There's a thing going on at Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah, he's going to Radio City Music Hall for a reading. Stephen King's going to do a reading from one of his books.
And I paid for tickets. It's a charity thing. So I auctioned and
I'm talking on your behalf.
But I want to make sure you get it right.
It was a charity thing, and he actually, he had to pay money to go to this thing.
The auction.
It's an auction.
And I won the tickets.
And he won the tickets and all that. How much for the tickets?
It was $1,000 per ticket.
$1,000 per ticket. Good cause.
I'm rich, Jimmy. Don't make a fucking face.
Anthony's yelling.
And it's for charity.
Sorry about
deductible.
And CBS is putting on the show, I think.
It's I saw a big CBS logo and Simon & Schuster.
CBS logo and Simon & Schuster logo. When is it? He doesn't know.
It's in June.
Gone!
He's screaming.
Hold on.
I know you're very busy.
It's in June. Perhaps I will... 2 seconds. Oh, my God.
He always has time for his guys, he said.
I love this man.
Hold on. Hang up and talk to Jamie and Elvis.
I'm going to my email.
He's going to his email.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. He says it would be nice if you call up the CEO to have the information.
I know.
Well, here's the deal.
I got spooked.
It's co-sponsored by CBS and Simon & Schuster. He just wants to possibly go backstage and get a picture and say hi.
And say hi to Stephen King.
He's going to drop everything he's doing.
He's going to be... Wow.
Because he lives to take care of our needs.
Wow. I really like this.
Yeah, get him the date, and he'll see what he can do.
I will get him the date immediately. Damn it.
Who?
Oh, here it is.
Who's Hugh Pinero?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's right. He's the CEO of XM. I forgot. He doesn't think this is smart that now that we're on just Hugh Pinero's air that we're calling him for a favor. And Hugh Pinero should do this for you. Yeah, but it's sponsored by CBS and Simon & Schuster.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, exactly.
I got it for Friday. Damn, it's 2 nights. Which one I got?
I don't even know. I have no idea.
Dude, it's not till June. You could.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna figure this out. What?
August. It's either August 1st or 2nd.
August 1st or 2nd.
I'm not sure which tickets I got yet.
And Anthony's gonna, give another $1,000 to the charity because he's that good. You got to email Joel And he's going to take care of you.
I will email Joel the date and everything. See, it says Simon & Schuster, a CBS company, and then it says CBS Corporation right under it. Scholastic.
Yeah.
And it's J.K. Rowling, Stephen King, and John Irving.
Yeah. All right. We're not tired. No, it's my birthday. I'm going home soon. I'm not tired. All right. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Unfortunately, XM has decided to blow off my birthday this year, and I just want you to know that, Joel. You're quickly becoming the number one guy. When are we going to be syndicated to other stations?
No, you don't hang up on Joel Hollander like that. You... Oh, my God, he is a dick. You are an idiot. You don't ask him the question and hang up. He is the CEO. Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Yeah, but you're going to meet Stephen King.
Well, that, I hope, happens.
Right. John?
Picture with the... You got a picture with Stephen King, Jimmy?
No, I love him. I've never met him.
Oh, now that might be something nice for me to have, huh?
I would be very jealous of that.
Who beats Stephen King that you have?
All of Sabbath. For me. Right. That beats everything.
For you. Opie still wins everything with Bill Clinton.
All of Sabbath, for me, beats Clinton, although I'd love Clinton.
No,
for me, it does. For the rest of the world, it might not.
For the rest of the world, not.
I don't care.
Personal doesn't matter here, though. We're talking stats as far as what the basic populace would accept as the top notch, and Opie has it with Bill Clinton.
I'm having my Sabbath picture blown up into a mini poster for my wall.
Ooh.
That's what I care about.
I gotta be honest, I'm feeling a little nervous that I just hung up on him.
Yeah, no shit.
Why would you hang up on Joel Hollander?
I'm a little nervous. I don't know if he gets the gag.
Well, yeah, but
what is this?
Intern accidentally opened it.
What? The intern opened your card?
Yeah.
Kill him!
Well, it must be from XM.
What
does it say?
Have a great day. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, employee number.
From who?
3218.
Oh.
Thanks for the birthday card.
Why did you open the boss's mail?
It was mixed in with the WoW mail, so just I
with the WoW mail.
What did it say? WoW on it? Or did it say to Opie?
Well, sometimes they address it to the Opie and Anthony. Just
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Yeah, I can see how you'd mix this up with the WoW mail. It says Greg Opie Hughes.
Let's go to Jay and DC.
Yeah, that just seems kind of like. No one I understand. Why don't you send Opa WoW sticker?
Let's go to Jay and DC.
Jay, hey guys, what's up?
Jay, what's up, man?
What's up?
Guys, could you stop being a bunch of fucking douchebags?
What do you mean a bunch?
Blowing up your spots at fucking XM, because if you get kicked off the air, I can't listen to you anymore.
We will not get kicked off the air.
Right.
You're faggots. And Jimmy, when are you coming back to Virginia?
Hopefully soon. The Improv will not book me in D.C., so I have to...
Fuck the Improv. I'm talking State Theater. I've seen you there twice, buddy.
Talk at my house.
Okay, I'll come down again. I would love to, maybe September, October. Depends if I'm shooting Louis episodes.
You rock, dude.
Bye, Angel.
Let's go... Sorry about that. Let's go to Eddie in Philly. Eddie.
Anthony, you have to stop Opie. He's screwing it up. He's going to screw up the bit. He's going to screw up the spot. You're going to go away again, and I'm going to miss you. You can't let him do it. Who decided to say the mayor of Boston was dead?
Who is this?
Opie.
Is this?
And who said let's send him to the cathedral to go have sex? Who said that?
Actually, I did not say that.
You did.
Who said okay?
I think you put it on the list as a joke, and someone took it seriously.
Okay. Opie, don't hang up on the CEO of CBS. That's bad.
Yeah, don't do that either.
Yeah, that's...
If you're going to bash one side...
Hugh Panero. Please.
No one bashed Hugh Panero.
No one's bashing you. Opie just wanted some recognition from XM that it was his birthday.
Hugh says hello to us. If he happens to be in the building and we're here as well, Hugh will poke his head. Oh, go ahead, you talk. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't know what I was thinking with the headphones on. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Jimmy.
No, it's actually you probably have something more entertaining than I did. I have been awful all day.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Jimmy, I love you.
Now, go ahead, buddy.
Happy birthday.
Eddie, what
Anthony,
else?
you're the man.
Thank
but
you,
please,
sir.
Don't blow it up.
I have to I have to. All right, thank you. I have to address Sal from Long Island because there's a lot of sides to this whole story. I do have to acknowledge and thank XM. They did get me a door for my SRX. If you remember, I had a dent in my door for my Caddy SRX, and I made a call. And since General Motors is affiliated with XM Satellite Radio, they got me a door for my SUV. It was very important to me.
And I thank Eric Logan.
Yes.
Eric put me in touch with somebody who did get me a deal on my car, which is why I got the car I got on a lease. I got, an employee deal. It wasn't as much of a discount as I had hoped for, but it's what they get.
They never are.
But thank you, Elo.
So Elo is the one that really has been the supporting force behind the Opie and Anthony show. I wouldn't be surprised if something from Elo comes.
I'm breaking character. I only do it every once in a while on the Opie and Anthony show.
Are any walls coming down? Because I got to prop stuff up. We're out of walls.
I just like to break out of the character that I play on the Opie and Anthony show from time to time.
All right. This is great. This is like when Gleason came out at the end of the Christmas episode.
This is Greg Hughes.
Uh-oh.
Wow, not
Opie on the Opie and Anthony show.
He's going to be a human being.
Impossible.
You might know me for some fine bits on the Opie and Anthony show, but this is Greg Hughes now, the actor that plays Opie. I also thank Eric Logan at XM Satellite Radio. Thank you.
Wow. And that was the serious Greg Hughes.
Yes. That's right. SIR-US.
The actor. The actor that plays Opie.
The actor that plays Opie.
Yes.
Plays the role of Opie on the radio show, the Opie and Anthony show.
Right.
We love Elo.
Elo is the best. You'll never hear me talk bad about Elo.
Not until he leaves the company or until we do.
Oh, the rumor mills.
All right.
Little doggies are not as bad as we had thought.
Oh, but now you're really pushing it. Holy shit, are you really pushing it?
I love the NFL.
They are never going to believe this one and start a rumor about it.
Gotta love their stock.
Yeah, they're both, oops. It's some issues.
No, I'm honestly talking about the little doggy.
And look,
it's a buying.
It might be over 4 today.
Why would anyone get you tickets? I mean, in all fairness, there's just no baseball connection here.
I know.
They broadcast every game.
I know.
They broadcast every game.
I know.
Everyone. They have every single moment in baseball on their channels.
All I'll say is that we're, back on the commercial radio for about a month now, and it's been very, very nice.
People who think we bitch
the
too much.
The support has been unbelievable.
It's nice to be treated nice by the nice.
Yeah, that's all. That's all we're saying.
It's nice.
All right.
Little special things.
And I certainly hope Joel thinks that maybe your cell phone crapped out. Or that you,
Oh, yeah?
No, don't even do it again.
No, don't do it.
He's a busy man.
I think Joel gets it, though. He's a radio
working.
guy. I think he gets it.
Yeah, he gets it.
All right. What's Patty doing here? What are you doing?
I don't know.
What the hell does she want?
Hopefully eating some cake.
Oh, well, it's your birthday, Opie. When has a year ever gone by where Patty hasn't recognized your birthday? I bet it's something from Starbucks.
Ugh.
Because she'll always get you something from the place she works at.
Oh, this nervous asshole.
All right, come on in, E.T.
Bring in the needy waist.
Oh, look how big her ass is getting.
Patty.
Hi, Patty.
Hi.
Hi, braless.
Yeah, Jesus. That's
You
not the
you never
birthday
wear
gift
bras.
I was looking for.
Nice nips.
You never wear bras, right? No.
No, I don't have anything
They're
to push
dirty.
up.
Don't need to cover my dirty pillows.
Is it cold in here? Ugh.
She's just looking at you, Ope. You look so good today on your birthday. Her nips are hard.
Get that Pal Talk camera on her nips there. Wow.
I heard you were quite a dirty girl at the party.
Yeah, filthy whore.
Stripper dick all over your glasses. I heard Patty was quite the naughty one.
Just place it right there, E-Rock, so they get a full
gander, Ope.
A gander.
Take a gander at those birthing nipples.
Ugh. Oh, wow. They are popping out.
Those are perfect for a hungry mouth.
Oh, my God.
A hungry baby mouth.
Oh, my
I was thinking more maybe a hungry bear. Disembowel her.
No.
What? No, of course
No.
not. Stupid.
Patty, your torso is making a cartoon face. I would have named a cartoon character, but I can't think of one right now. But
People are threatening to cancel their Pal Talk accounts.
Oh, stop.
Stop. Patty,
what do you want me to do?
What'd you bring Opie?
Oh, you're a fancy person. I know you
Anthony's the
like
fancy
Starbucks.
person.
That's
I've never said I was a fancy person once on the
Jimmy's
show.
fancy.
I'm fancy. Jesus, gut.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Patty, what's going on? You've gotten a gut in the past, week.
Yeah. Jesus.
Look, you sit down, you got a big gut. You used to be skinny all over. And you were in proportion because you were skinny all over. But now your top half is skinny, and your bottom half wobbles, but it don't fall down.
Which I don't understand.
Is it the menopause?
I have no idea. I've no idea whatsoever.
Yeah,
You're collapsing onto yourself like a fucking like a star.
But the thing is, I don't eat any more than I do. Actually, I eat less and I walk more, so I don't understand
Your
it.
metabolism is probably slowing down because of your menopause, and you're probably getting to the point where you can't. How many cricket wings can you bring back to the ant hole per day?
Not even one.
Yeah, you're kind of filling out at the bottom.
I don't mean to.
Are you exercising at all?
I am. I do a lot of walking. I walked all the way from Midtown to the boat and then all the way through to my friend's house, about 4 miles from the boat. So I don't understand it. There's 2 free coupons in there for Frappuccinos.
Coupons? Listen, there's 2 free what?
Coupons.
Coupons.
Yeah, they're for banana. We have a new banana Frappuccino.
Where the fuck are you from that you talk like that?
Staten Island.
Does everyone in Staten Island talk like that? Because if they do, I swear it should be a nuclear test ground right now, immediately.
Patty,
start aerial bombing of Staten Island.
What are these?
Frappuccino coupons.
Coupons. Oh no! Oh no!
I don't like Frappuccinos.
I know.
Oh God!
Opie, you ripped up her.
But I do like the coffee.
Oh, I know. Coffee's really good.
Yeah, I like.
What is that brand?
No, I will use the coffee.
Oh, definitely.
All right.
What type are they?
One is the New Guinea coffee.
Hey, I'm
New
Italian.
Guinea coffee.
Papua New Guinea. But that's the name of it.
I don't like the derogatory terms for Italians you're using.
That's not.
Just say it's the new Italian coffee. You don't have to say New Guinea coffee.
Well,
you can only drink it after you pass somebody money under your white fedora.
No.
In 1910.
Jeez. Do you have the recent Coon brand, too?
Yeah.
No.
You're racist. Patty's a racist.
Yeah.
I am not. It's just the name of the coffee.
What's that?
Papua. Well, I should have just said the Papua part.
You got any old Jew espresso?
New Guinea. Did you blast another fucking fart?
No, I didn't.
Holy shit.
I don't have it yet.
Jimmy Norton, I cannot believe
I don't have it yet.
I can't help it. The cake does it.
I don't have it yet.
Patty, you smell it?
I don't have it yet.
You're at ground zero
I don't have
over
it
there.
yet. I don't have it yet.
It should be wafting over any minute now.
I don't have it yet.
Oh, Patty's gut
Patty's
is making
nipples
me
are getting
happy.
hard. Patty, what's going on? Lift your shirt up and let me see your gut.
Stop trying to suck your gut in.
Yeah, you can't.
Look at... No, you're
stop
sucking it in.
Ew.
Let it out. Relax.
Is that a
Relax.
mosquito bite? What bit you?
Ew.
Relax yourself.
My cat scratched me during the night because she was rolling over.
Lift
then
it
I
up. Why don't you give
moved
Opie a
and
Well,
almost
you
went on
ought to put more peanut butter on it so it doesn't stray off onto your stomach.
Hey, Patty, why don't you give Opie a birthday wow?
Nah, it's okay.
Give him a birthday wow.
He's already seen it.
Yeah, I know, but it's special.
Why?
Come on, you give him a birthday wow.
No, Jimmy. No.
Come on, Patty.
Give him a
Show
birthday
those
wow.
luscious
He doesn't
cans.
want to.
No, I don't want a wow.
Yeah, Patty.
I don't want
You
it.
show those lovely
I don't
bosoms.
Want it.
I don't have
want it.
any.
I don't want it. I don't.
Nah.
You don't have any.
Well, Patty, you're getting better with the gifts. I like some of them. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I like the coffee, the frappuccinos, you know.
You can still turn them in.
Now,
Unless you have both hands.
listen close. Now listen close. Here's the next thing that's going to happen.
What?
Get the fuck out.
Oh, okay.
There you go. But I'm so tired of her.
Whenever you hear us in here broadcasting, whether you don't hear us broadcasting, no matter what you hear us doing, when we're here, we're working.
Hear that, Patty?
Yeah.
No.
That means get the fuck out of this.
What's the matter?
All right, you can stay. Okay, take a seat. Pull it out, Kenny.
I feel bad for her.
Take a seat.
No.
Take a seat.
I feel bad for her.
No.
Patty, I feel bad for you.
No.
Aw. Oh, God. That sounded like something that gurgled from the La Brea tar pit. It probably left a mark in your underwear the same. A tar pit stain.
The last gasp of a stegosaurus.
Blurp.
All right, Patty.
Patty, that was very nice of you.
Okay.
It was thoughtful.
Thanks for dressing in perhaps the worst outfit a human has ever put on.
Oh. How high up do your pants go, William Frawley?
Yeah,
They don't go that high.
That high. Well.
They're still below the belly button? How's that possible?
Here's the problem, because she's getting chubby in the legs, so she always looks like she's wearing horse riding pants.
Yeah. That's what she looks like. She looks like a motorcycle cop.
The thing is, I don't even eat.
Shut up, Chips body.
Well, that's the problem. You got to eat during the day.
You got to eat a lot of cake. There's cake
keep your
out there.
metabolism going, and then it'll burn the fat because that's what it does.
Your lips are grass thin, and you still have chapped lips. How did you do that?
Weather.
What's up with the hair too?
What do you
mean? You're not using a good shampoo.
No, your hair is very dry.
Are you using like dish soap or something? Like liquid dish soap?
No, I use Thermosilk.
Yeah, well,
there's nothing silky
it's
about
fucking
that.
awful.
Right.
Thermostraw? You sure it doesn't say that on the bottle?
Thermobrick.
You sure it's not
Why don't you try to moisturize a little bit? Like you put some conditioner in after.
I save a little money by making my own soap. I take some lye. I render some fat. Do you buy regular brand name stuff, or do you just kind of bar of ivory for everything over your head? Everything.
I go to Dwayne Reed for everything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a great endorsement for Dwayne Reed right there.
Yeah.
Do they sell cyanide in the pharmacy section?
Oh, thank you, Anthony. Oh, please.
I got to know, please. Step back. Talk to the hint. Yeah, that's looking good. It is getting a little,
it's awful.
Dumpy.
We got to shave your head again, I think.
No.
And you start over.
Yeah, Patty.
No.
Yeah.
You know, when we shaved...
Grab her!
When we shaved your head, you had a much better attitude.
Yeah, close the door, Kenny.
Yeah, get the clippers
close
out.
the door, get the clippers.
No.
Yep.
No.
Time to shave your head.
No, I don't want that.
That's all right. You'll get used to it.
It's my birthday gift.
There's the wig.
It's my birthday
Get used to. Oh boy, Patty. Yeah, Patty's gonna. Patty's gonna open the door. Here it comes.
It's my birthday gift.
It's Opie's birthday gift to himself.
No.
Fire it up. You hear that, Patty?
No.
We got a wig for you.
I don't want that. No.
Can we get a mic over there?
No. Get away.
Here it comes.
No.
Here it comes. Here it comes, Patty.
No, I don't want that. No. No, I don't want that. No.
But we do.
I don't.
It's my birthday gift.
It's a wig. You'll look pretty in the wig.
I don't want that.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Opie. Happy birthday to you.
No.
Stop thinking of yourself, Patty. Think of others.
You selfish bitch.
Your whole life is one act of you.
Will you undo the
got a wig here and everything.
She's out of reach because you didn't undo the cord.
No, undo the cord there, Danny.
There we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Opie. Happy birthday to you. Take the hair.
No! I don't want you to see. No.
Oh, no. She's crying.
Please.
You know,
please don't.
She's begging for her hair.
Please.
And her hair's awful.
Opie, is this the best present ever?
Ever. Hey, you want to get that hair off? Just break it like spaghetti.
Holy shit.
I can't. I gotta say.
What? All right. Calm down.
I'm getting an asthma attack.
All right, calm down.
There's no R in
Patty,
asthma,
sit down.
Sit down.
Yeah, don't upset her anymore. Sit down.
Get my inhaler.
Okay, give it. Let her get her inhaler.
Kenny, let her out. She gotta get her inhaler.
Yeah, let her get her inhaler.
She's gotta get her inhaler.
Go inhale. Don't. I liked the healthy Patty better. She could take so much more abuse.
Fat asthmatic.
There she goes. She's getting her inhaler.
She's struggling for.
Is she okay? Make sure she's fine. Here she goes.
She's fine.
Doing her
All right.
Primatine mist.
All right.
Stupid little bird lungs closing.
I get her back in here. No more with the clippers, but she just did her inhaler.
Do you think she wants some cake?
Patty, get back in here. You all right?
All right,
You did your inhaler?
Let's make sure she's okay.
She wants some
Sit
cake.
down.
She wants some cake.
Sit down over there. Take a seat and relax.
Are you all right?
You took your inhaler. You okay?
Yeah.
You get your asthma. Okay.
All right.
Don't let her sit, jackass.
You all right?
Did you think we were going to cut your hair off?
You scared me. I got scared when I saw that cake.
Yeah, cakes are scary.
Grab that cake. Grab that cake.
All right. Take a deep breath. Slow breath. Slow.
I'm okay.
Let's go to
Slow
Sean.
breath.
Just relax. You're in a little coffin.
Just relax.
Let's go to Sean in New Hampshire. Sean?
Yeah, I hope. You better call you and see if you can set up a broadcast from prison tomorrow for assault and the retard.
All right.
If we kill Patty.
All right, John in New York.
There'll be
John.
trouble.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
I just want to say that entire thing just sounded like a rape. She just kept saying no, she didn't like it. She just kept screaming to you guys. You guys just kept laughing at her.
It sounded like a Stephen King freaking movie or novel.
A little horrific.
Happy birthday to me.
How does the inhaler work for you? Good?
Yeah.
Opened it up.
Taking effect. Yeah.
Now you can just relax. You're breathing?
Yeah.
Nice. You're relaxed?
Yeah.
Good. Very good.
Well, breathe this.
Oh, that's Opie's inhaler. I'm between dueling, farting fucks.
It's the ice cream cake. Doesn't it just...
It's unbelievable.
It gives you a sour stomach.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Oh, not good. Let's see.
Who is it? Elo?
Anthony, did I tell you that I used to get nervous when I would accept an award when I was young?
Yes, you told me that through your ass, Jimmy. The way it would just fart.
I would get nervous.
All right, here's I just want to replay what Patty just said for the people that just might have missed it.
He started to touch me. He started to grab me. I told him to stop. He didn't stop. I hit him back. And then he got really angry. He pushed me out of the car.
You are a whiny. You do get a little whiny there, Patty.
Let's go to Justin in Montana. Justin?
Hey, guys, this has been one of the best shows ever. We got 3 psychopaths torturing an old lady and Opie hanging up on one of the bosses.
Yeah. Like I will not be calling Joel
eyes.
as soon as we go to break. Thank you, sir.
Jesus Christ, this sounds like a prison rape scene. Boy, I didn't know kidnap and torture was part of the show. It sounds like you guys were beating a chimpanzee for Opie's birthday. You do really get a chimpanzee kind of sound to your scream.
I can't help but when I get scared, I get scared.
Yeah.
Can you sing me a song for my birthday or something?
Why don't you sing him happy birthday? At least give something.
Oh, happy birthday to you.
No,
sing it.
No, it has to be. I don't want a happy birthday.
No, you want another song?
I want another song.
Okay.
Another song. P. Niggity.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
What's happening, man?
Hey, Master Poe didn't come rushing into the studio to save the day for Stalker Patty.
Yeah, there was a woman in distress, and Master Poe, we know, likes taking care of women in distress. Not a sign of them.
Nope.
Because it's Patty.
Exactly.
Later, you guys suck.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
know
my
a lot of women
friend.
are going to be attacked, and I like to help them.
I don't like hearing the women screaming, so I put in earplugs.
Yeah, we should take a break.
All right.
My stomach isn't.
Patty has the same reaction to seeing Clippers as she does seeing a penis. Throw the cake at her, damn it. She sounded like Dr. Melfi getting raped. Okay, horrific. Wow.
What's really? I want to hear that audio again.
Get the cake.
Maybe before the end of the show.
The singing Happy Birthday and the screaming reminded me of the scene in Clockwork Orange when he's singing I'm Singing in the Rain and kicking that guy.
No. I saw that scene too.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Get hot.
She has.
I know. Now she has asthma, so we can't even fuck with her anymore.
Now she's needy. And
Can we have a healthy 40-year-old virgin?
Now she's needy, and we have to feel sorry for her.
I know.
Are you all right?
No.
Oh, she's fine. Are you all right?
Patty, nothing was cut.
All right.
No,
Nothing was
I don't
clipped.
tell too many people of my condition.
Well, except the whole freaking country and Canada. But
the northern hemisphere.
Well, at least you're keeping it only to the northern hemisphere, Patty.
There's a lot of the globe that has no clue. You're
not
right.
counting the people that listen in other
on
countries.
the internet.
Yeah.
And,
Let's keep it between us. Who's us? Oh, Russia and Florida. Jeff the trucker. Jeff the trucker.
Yeah, man. Why don't you keep her screaming, man? I almost finished my shorts while I was driving down the road. It was so fucking hot.
Some people found that hot.
Yeah, he was jerking off there.
Especially the truckers. They find it hot. They hear that from that sleeper cab in the back of their truck all the time.
Patty, here's the deal. Patty, here's the deal.
No, Patty.
You have 10 seconds from right now to get out of the studio. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ah!
There she goes. Thank you, Patty.
For to listen to Opie and Anthony is more good than to work in the Fruit Roll-Up Factory, making the Fruit Roll-Up.
When I was in Russia, we work and make things that's so much better than your American.
Because what do you? Let me just. Well, you already know, but
you don't want to work. Work good for you,
right?
Why you don't want to work?
I was farting so bad, and it stunk so bad.
You fat American,
right?
Russia is so much better than you, my friend.
I think that would be something that maybe people should need to know.
Okay, back to work.
Y'all crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Hey, y'all crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep me right on.
Yeah, that's Buck Cherry. I like those guys. Checking out the O&A show. A reminder, Jimmy Day. Coming to the Opie and Anthony show. Even though you hate to plug that after my abysmal performance today, my apologies to the listeners. I had nothing. I was really good there was like a 4-minute period once we got to XM where I was on fire. But the
4
other
minutes.
fucking 5 hours, I was a waste. And even with that, I will whore. Just so you know, this weekend, Friday early show, there's 35 tickets left. Late show sold out. Saturday early show sold out. Saturday late show, 20 tickets left. And Sunday is like half full. So
for the Stress Factory,
that's what's available this weekend.
Vinny's Fine
in
Comedy
New Jersey.
Club, who did our show once and just decided he doesn't want to be a part of this radio show anymore.
Vinny wants to come back. He asked me. He'd love to come back on it.
We would love to have Vinny on. He runs one of the best comedy clubs in the tri-state area.
And
I love his place.
He's dying to get back on. He really does. But I have a lot of guys I've learned. Like, a lot of guys ask, and I do the same thing you do, and I know you like Vinny, but there's guys that have never been on, they're like, I want to get on the radio show. I'm like, yeah, and I just give him Ben's number.
Yeah, that's right.
But Vinny is welcome.
Know who wants back on is Paul Mercurio.
Yeah.
We've been having discussions behind the scene. And I said, you really need to have a conversation with Lowell Jimmy Norton.
Yeah? I know we don't.
Because he's a big part of the Opie and Anthony show now.
That's right. The
Yeah?
biggest.
Maybe we have that poll on Bodog.net.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe we do that poll.
Leave it up to the listeners.
I will fight that one tooth and nail.
So,
And I don't hate him on a personal level. I really don't. Don't hate him.
Right.
And we talked about what happened, but there was something in his, like, when he was like, I was trying to do compelling radio. I was just trying to do compelling radio. I'm like, no.
To the new listeners that set it up, Paul Mercurio was the spotter the famous day that we got fired, the Sex for Sam. He was the guy that actually was reporting from the church.
From St. Pat's.
I don't blame Mercurio for the whole thing coming down, but I do know the parts I blamed him for. And I know he got caught up in the moment, but I'm like, you were just trying to re-grab some juice that you had in the beginning from the Kathleen Turner thing, and then you thought you lost some, and that's what you were trying to re-grab. And he's like, no, I was just trying to be compelling. I wasn't thinking about my bad appearances before. I'm like, Ope fucking gave you the
oh,
and you pulled your dick out. And Ope goes, he took his dick out. Ugh, it was really a bad.
Well, I said something like he's bombing so bad that he's got to use props now.
Oh no!
And then so it was after it was like losing that juice.
Well, the whole build-up was really Opie's fault. You beat him into this person that had to do something desperate.
Had to do something big.
So I'm not going to trash Mercurio. I mean, it's been a long time. We're back on. But that is a move I would protest. I'm not saying I could override it, but I would certainly protest.
Well, we should throw that up on Bodog.net. Bodog.net wants to have what polls. I had another good poll
question. I think
question.
Everything should be unanimous, though, on this program. So it would have to be unanimous. And, if that's not unanimous, it's just not going to happen. That's how it's got to go.
And so it will be.
Right.
And so it is written.
Wah, penis.
So it shall be written, so it shall be done.
All right.
Yeah, because I saw him at the comedy club there, Caroline's. Talked to him a while. Said he'd like to come on the show. So I'll talk to the guys about it. And I guess we have spoken.
And if it's... But again, I don't have override power, but that is one. Because of discussions I've had with him. And it was... Again, I don't hate the guy. I'm not sitting here saying he's a piece of shit. None of that stuff. I don't blame him for putting the church on the list. I told him that. But I've been arrested for the show.
Yeah.
I've been cuffed. Long before that.
You've been fucked in the ass in jail for the show.
Long before jail. Simply to get on this show. I didn't know that Steve wasn't the producer. I let Steve C. fuck me, and I didn't need to.
That's what I call the casting couch.
And I said, dude, when the cops are there, you got to be quiet, man. You got to shut the fuck up. And he's like, well, I was just trying to do compelling radio. I'm like, you were trying to make up for lackluster appearances. And he goes, no, I didn't have any lackluster appearances. And when he said that, to me it was almost a sociopathic denial.
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I know when I'm awful. I was awful today. I know when I do things for certain reasons. When I got arrested, I had been there, I shut my fucking mouth.
You took your pinch like a man.
You don't talk shit to the cops on the air.
Right.
Under any circumstances.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
You just don't do it. And again, that said, there was one point where I wanted to do nothing but badmouth the guy or argue with him on the air. And now I'm just like, hey, I wish him well. But we don't have to cross paths here.
Not in my house, Jimmy.
Well,
Not in my house.
By the way, another update for the channel.
Yeah.
What do you want, sweetie? Let me get over there. Pat you on the back. Pat him on the back, Hawk. Ope's nervous. It's his birthday. Ope likes negative attention. He doesn't like positive attention. Ope doesn't know how to handle positive attention.
I certainly don't.
Someone gives you a pat on the back, you hang up on the CEO.
No, you were going to give me a birthday hug.
Let's go. Are you my friend? Come here.
Are we really going to hug, or are you going to?
Yeah.
Are you going to pull back?
Cameron.
Are you going to pull back?
No.
If you're going to pull back, tell me now, because I'll be hurt. I'll be hurt.
Wait, what are they doing?
We're doing birthday hugs.
Oh, that's cute.
One of my best friends for his birthday.
Oh my God, damn it!
I'm sorry, I got scared. No, I got overwhelmed.
The second he hugs him, he farts. You are despicable.
I got overwhelmed.
Oh, it stinks so bad.
Of course it does. He's stinking this whole goddamn place up.
Ope hugged it out of me. It was
Did he just squish it
I
out
was
of you?
trying to
I
hold
did
it.
give him a little squeeze and the air popped out.
Oh.
Because he's got a sour stomach.
I have a sour stomach.
He had too much ice cream cake. He's
And
got
I-
a sour stomach.
I haven't been that nervous since I accepted that last award when I was a boy.
I've heard.
No, you didn't know. This is a different award. I don't want to talk about it
Because it'll make you nervous. And
yeah.
I have an update.
Sure.
Oh, on the channel.
What?
I think we're doing. When did the new replay start? Tuesday. Tuesday.
New schedule, right?
And actually, I need someone to do me a favor. Maybe we could do this on bodog.net as well. I want to know when people listen to the Opie and Anthony show. There's three possibilities. Do you listen to the show live?
Yeah.
Do you listen to one of the replays?
Yeah.
And consistently, I know sometimes, but consistently, do you find yourself listening to the live show, the replays, or you just listen on your own time with your MiFi, jumping around and, skipping breaks and stuff?
Yeah, there are people that never hear this show live.
I'm convinced.
They only hear it on the way home.
This is what I'm thinking. I'm convinced more people listen to the show in a replay situation than live.
Really?
And if that's the case, we got really good news because starting, I think, Tuesday, what they're going to do, the first half of the Opie and Anthony show, let's be honest, there's very long breaks there that they fill with O&A material. When we do the replay, they're taking all that filler stuff out, so it moves by a lot faster.
Yep.
Oh, they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, they've done it a couple of times.
You sure? Because we asked to have it done immediately, but because of the system they have in place down in Washington, it takes time, and now I'm hearing it's going to start Tuesday.
But they did that. What they didn't do was continue, and after that, play The Walk, and then this program. They would fill in between
with bad stuff.
And then play and completely ruin the flow of the show.
So what's going to happen is they're going to take the CBS portion or the first half of the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
By the time the replay hits, all that filler stuff for the most part is going to be out. They still got to take breaks, but instead of 8-9 minute breaks, it's going to be 2 or 3 minutes or whatever it would be.
Quick.
And then right after that, right into the walk, right into the second half of the Opie and Anthony show. When the second half of the Opie and Anthony show ends, it goes right back to the first half of the Opie and Anthony show.
Yep.
So there shouldn't be any filler in between the replays and all that.
I have been saying this for I don't know how long, and they told me yes, and I listen, and I hear the first part, and I hear the bulk taken out, and it's like, this is great. And then, boom, I hear Mila Jovovich in the studio, and I'm like, what the fuck? This was months ago.
And she was fun, but it's not worth replaying a lot.
No.
So I guess we're kind of interested in finding out when you listen to the show, whether it's live during one of the replays or you record it on, one of these XM2Go units and listen when you feel like it and listen to the segments you feel like listening to.
We're trying to make it work.
It would be very interesting to see the results of that poll, okay?
Yeah, because the people that are angry at us are the people that are like,
should they go to bodog.net on that one?
I like to listen.com. Which is linked on opieandanthony.com and Foundry.
I like to listen.com.
What the hell is that website? How many websites are you running, Steve?
Yeah, you creep.
No,
6,000.
What?
7.
I like to listen. What is that?
That's the site that Bodog made. That's the mini site. They're willing to change the name, but they want to have people vote on what the name is going to be.
Ugh. All right. So I like to listen.com?
Correct.
And that link will be up somewhere else that's easy to find?
Already on opieandanthony.com and Foundry and all that stuff.
And maybe the message board could also do the poll, because I'm going to look around and see what everyone, how they answer this question. And some people say I listen to both, but, I mean,
what do you listen to most consistently? Because if you're listening to the replays consistently, you're going to be in heaven.
Right.
You're going to love it.
Anything else you want to promote, Steve?
No, I just wanted to know which poll I should take down, because I have 3 up there. There's the horse one. There's the
one in Ben's pants. Because it's huge.
Well, why don't you make a 4th poll?
I can't make a 4th poll.
Why?
Why not?
Because there's only room for 3.
3 polls per
Yeah, but the
poll.
first poll is big. You split the first poll into 2.
You should double down.
I can't do that.
Why?
I don't like those sunglasses on your head.
I know you don't. That's why I wear them.
What's the first poll?
It's the little thing.
That's the who's going to get dumped out of the most.
Okay.
Well, Leary.
Wow, Leary wins that.
Leary completely wins that now.
He was a dirty talker.
What's the second poll? Just means I'm going to have to try harder tomorrow.
No, Opie.
What?
Don't try harder.
Why?
Oh.
Because
we were
you
one curse
hung
away.
up on the CEO.
We were one curse away from disaster today.
Can we please?
One lousy curse.
Can we please?
And I know they don't have a system in place to knock us off the air. We are one curse away from some serious problems.
Can we please make this work? We did 2 years, and it was awful. Remember we'd be in San Francisco and going, Bob called today, back in 2003.
Of all the cities I traveled to see you had to say San Francisco.
Maybe Dallas.
Dallas was cool.
How
Cleveland?
about Montreal?
Montreal.
You were in Montreal, right? Didn't we go out to eat?
Yeah.
Where we had with Brother Weeze went to dinner?
Montreal.
Okay.
Yeah. Montreal. All right.
Many cities. Philadelphia.
Philly, yes.
Cleveland.
Cleveland, I said that.
Oh, you did say Cleveland?
But you had to say San Francisco.
Yeah.
Home of the faggot.
What? There are some fine faggots living.
Wow. Well, now you don't want to piss off the faggots either?
No, I don't care.
All right.
What are you kidding?
We love the faggots.
We do. We have a lot of faggot fans.
That's true.
They know we love them.
Every one of you godless cocksuckers, we appreciate that not only are you ruining your soul, but you're enjoying our show.
When do we get out of here?
Oh, God, I hope it's soon.
Why? We're just teasing.
I don't know.
What's wrong, Anthony? We're not going to blow up this show today.
No,
I don't care.
What?
Whenever you're ready.
Well, will Barbaro die? What's that poll up to? Because that's a boring poll. What?
Don't you backtalk.
But at least let's get some results first.
Yeah, let's see what the results was.
What are the results? What are the results, Steve?
Steve, get the results.
Steve!
What? How about some results?
Everyone is going to bodog.net. Yeah, I guess that's what they want from that fine website.
How many?
He's not going to make it 53%.
I'm breaking your balls and you right away you're getting fucking fresh.
That's right, Steve.
All right.
And fresh.
Rotten milk in here.
Jimmy's asshole.
Where have you been? He's been farting for the last hour because of the birthday cake. He gets a sour stomach when he eats ice cream cake.
Sour.
Everyone knows that.
Oh, look, he's bending over and pressing his abdomen.
Oh.
Are your thighs aching? You get achy back of your thighs when you're really percolating?
It's you know what it is? It's just I get nervous on birthdays.
Yeah.
It's such an exciting day.
Even if it's not yours.
Yeah, but my body just gears up for parties.
Yeah.
It's all nervous.
Disgusting.
When I was little...
You are still little.
But the award for boy whose smile most resembles a rainbow, I knew I was getting that award.
You never won that award.
I did.
You're a liar.
And it was supposed to go to the Wilkins boy.
There was never a Wilkins boy.
But there was mysteriously a gas fire in his bedroom.
Sack of shit.
The night before the party, and he had burns on his face and neck.
And thus his smile wouldn't look like
rainbowish.
A boy's who would be rainbow.
So I won.
Smile. You won. Wow, he's slipping out.
Oh.
He's giving it his best shot.
Where are you going?
He's doing a cartoon tiptoe out the door like it really works. Why don't you just dig a tunnel? Blink, blink, blink. There he goes. Hope he's just left the program.
Hawk, this is your big chance. Make an impression. XM's listening.
I feel compelled to stay for the 5 minutes, though.
I do, at least.
Like, the second we cut it before 11, then it's like when a stock drops. It goes to $5 and then $5.10, $5.10, and then it goes $5 again, and you feel good about it. And the second it drops to $4.99, it goes right back down to $4.75.
Yeah, you're finished.
You're finished. So if we don't go to 11, then maybe someday we'll go to a quarter to 11, and we'll go. You know something? We can leave now because we left early one day.
Here's our goal: to broadcast from 6 to 9 on CBS, and then as the commercials are playing, just to say fuck a couple times to make the XM people happy, and then go home.
And then just leave.
We want to go home at 9.
We know that's our goal.
That's right.
Just to leave at 9:01.
Give you a couple fucks on the way out the door. Yeah. Shit, fuck!
That way they feel like they're getting something for their money.
And they'll go, all right, that's why I paid.
Yeah. I don't think it's ever going to come to that.
I had nothing all day today. You don't understand what it's like just sitting there watching all these people have fun and banter.
But you're inspirational to just be around.
Thank you.
Like, to see Jimmy, I'd be saying something, and I wouldn't feel too good about it, or I wouldn't have a good idea, and I'd look at your smiling rainbow face, and it would inspire me to say something, whether it was funny or not, I have no idea.
Do you know what's funny you say that? Because I did win the award for boy whose smile most resembles a rainbow.
Yes, I remember hearing that story. 4 minutes.
And counting. Why don't we go to the phones?
Oh, let's do that. Let's
Eric,
take some
make
phone
some decisions.
Not a happy birthday Opie call, you idiot.
Yeah, exactly. You
go
stink
to
at this.
Jeff in New York on line 6.
You're no Opie.
Hi, Jeff. How are you?
How you doing, guys? I'm good. I just want to congratulate all of you. You guys are so talented. You guys were able to do an entire show that consisted of absolutely nothing.
You know,
no topics or anything. You guys are a bunch of shit dicks, and I love you.
Some people might say that, but let me tell you about a little TV show that was based on the same premise, my friend. A show about nothing. That show was Sanford and Son.
That's right.
Wasn't it?
You guys are great. I love you.
Oh, there was a junkyard involved.
That's right.
Like
it was
that.
Seinfeld.
Don't go. What, are you? He left. He didn't even want to hear me.
Why
say
are you hanging up on people, Eric, while Anthony's talking? Don't hang up when the boss is speaking. Who's next?
All right. George from Buffalo on line 3. George, you're on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning, George.
Thank you, George.
We love you.
Thank you.
But you got my permission. Get the fuck out of there.
We're getting
Go
the
home.
listeners' permission to leave.
But wait, George,
Jimmy.
this is good stuff.
We actually have to. I have to stay until 11.
I want to stay.
What?
Why do you have to stay till 11?
Because if you...
my permission, go.
No, because it's like a thing. If you leave early, then it gives you permission next time to leave earlier. As long as we lock it in at 11, it will always at least be 11. If we leave before that, it opens it up to us leaving at 10:30.
And right now, we're being very entertaining.
Yes.
This is gold.
Yeah, but you keep your thing in your pants unless you see a beautiful lady.
All right, let's go to the next call. I don't know what that meant. Go ahead, Hawk. Next
Gone.
Call. This is the surprise me round.
I think Jay from Jersey.
Welcome to the show. Surprise me. Go.
Jay, you're on the air.
Jay, welcome to the surprise me section. What do you got? Go.
Jimmy, baby, I went to this comedy show last night to go see it. Came all the way from Jersey. You didn't hang around. I wanted to get a picture with you, baby.
He hates the listeners and will never, ever hang out with them.
No, I had to leave because my friend, Happy Typing Girl, hooked me up. She recommended somebody to me who I went to see, a photo person, to get my Sabbath picture blowed up. So I thank you for checking in on the surprise round, but we...
T-minus 38 seconds and counting.
Let's go to the next call.
Do we have a go from fuel? Fuel, go! Ignition, go! 30, 29, 28. The astronauts are perched upon the top of this rocket, ready to depart the studio. 20 seconds and counting, very exciting.
What about the surprise round?
Oh, my God, we have a hold. What happened?
Where's the surprise
Teasing,
round?
Of course. 10. No, 11. 10 seconds.
Let's go to the next person.
Right. One more call. Dave from Arizona. Dave?
Dave, welcome to the surprise round. Go.
Dave is saying...
Howdy, Mr.
Go get my limo.
Anthony.
I got my hernia.
Jim Norton.
That makes me sound like a really talented comic.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Only creeps listen to this program.
That's right.
That's a bunch of lies. Sit down and put on your laughing hats.
It's time for the Opie and Anthony Show.